Triveni Group. Strength Partner.
Shivam Cement.
Powered by TVS Apache RTR 204V. Co-sponsored by
Real Immuno Mango Plus. Tapaiko immunity ko lagi.
Associate Sponsor.
The best. Saurya Cement.
यति कार्पेट पछाडि प्रत्येक मिटरमा रहेको यतिको लोगो हेर्न नभुल्नुहोला.
Digital Streaming Partner OSR Sports. Official right holder AdPad. Marketed by AD Release.
All right, welcome to Triveni Group Presents Cricket Season. Our strength partner is Shivam Cement and it is powered by TVS Apache RTR 204V. आजको म्याच अलिकति आउच मोमेन्ट थियो पोखराको लागि. अहिलेसम्मकै लोएस्ट स्कोर लिगमा 67 रन्सको टार्गेट दिएर पोखरा राइनोजले चितवन टाइगर्सलाई एकदमै चेज इजी बनाउनलाई सफल भयो हैन. अब के भन्ने सफल भयो असफल भयो के इट वाज अ रियली सैड मोमेन्ट बेसिकली. तर लकीली के छ भने क्वालिफायर्सको लुजिङ टिमले फेरि पनि अर्को चान्स पाउँछ हैन, एलिमिनेटर्समा पुग्छ.
के भन्नु अब यो आज पोखराको लागि धन्न आज फर्स्ट क्वालिफायर भयो कि एउटा चान्स अर्को पनि पाउँछ. त्यो बाहेक पोजिटिभ कुरा आज के पनि छैन पोखराको लागि. टस हारिसकेपछि जुन ब्याटिङ गर्यो विकेट त्यति सजिलो थिएन तर यति गाह्रो पनि थिएन कि जम्मा 60 टिम नै अल आउट हुने. 33 for 1 थियो सुरुमा. स्टार्ट त्यति राम्रो भएको थिएन. यो पनि 33 रन बनाएको थियो लेबी र धमला स्ट्रगल गरिरहेको थियो सुरुदेखि. तर लेबीको विकेट पछि के भयो, त आइजे म जान्छु, त जहाँ म आउँदै गर्छु भन्छ नि ब्याट्सम्यानले पेभिलियनबाट.
ब्याक टु ब्याक 3 विकेट्स हैन. that was ए ल भन्दा भन्दै ए ल त्यस्तो मोमेन्ट्सहरु धेरै भएको थियो.
एकछिन बाहिर यसो निस्केर बाथरुम गएर आउँछ भन्दा 2-3 विकेट गइसकेको थियो.
एक्ज्याक्टली.
यो हिस्ट्रीकै सबभन्दा अब कम टोटल, त्यसपछि हिस्ट्रीकै सबभन्दा बल रिमेनिङको आधारमा सबभन्दा ठुलो जित. यो रेकर्ड छ. आज कतिवटा रेकर्ड त क्याल्कुलेट गर्न बाँकी छ. पोखराको लागि बिर्सन लायक रह्यो. धन्न अर्को म्याच बाँकी छ. भोलि सेकेन्ड एलिमिनेटरमा पोखराले चान्स पाउँछ. धन्न त्यो पोइन्ट्स टेबलमा चाहिँ हिजो त्यो गेम नहुँदाखेरि चाहिँ पोखरा सेकेन्डमा भयो, त्यही भएर चान्स पायो, नत्र गाह्रो हुने रहेछ. धन्न चाँडै यो चाहिँ आजको हार चाहिँ अगाडि आयो. भोलि आएको भए त चान्स अर्को हुन्थेन.
चितवन टाइगर्सले आज आफ्नो स्ट्रेन्थलाई म्याक्सिमम युटिलाइज गरेर एकदमै राम्ररी प्लेस गरेको जस्तो फिल भयो हैन. चितवन टाइगर्सको स्ट्रेन्थको कुरा गर्नु पर्दाखेरि फिल्डिङ बलिङको एकदमै राम्रो स्ट्रेन्थ छ चितवन टाइगर्ससँग. हु डु यु थिंक स्टुड आउट चितवन टाइगर्सको पर्फर्मेन्समा?
कुनै डाउट छैन. सागर ढकाल जो आँखाबाट विकेट लिन्छ भन्छ नि, सागर ढकाल जहिले पनि कमेन्टेटरले धरि जुन आँखामा नै उनको त्यो टियर हुन्छ नि, एकदम त्यो विकेट पछिको सेलिब्रेसन, जुन खालको कन्फिडेन्ट, त्यसपछि जुन बलिङ पनि गर्यो लाइन टु लाइन, जुन ब्याट्सम्यानलाई त्यो रुम दिने गर्दैनन्. त्यसमा त्यो विकेटमा त्यति पेस थिएन, ब्याट्सम्यान बल आइरहेको थिएन. त्यसपछि एक्रस द लाइन खेल्न पनि गयो ब्याट्सम्यानहरू धेरै. के हतार गरिरहेको थियो, एकछिन स्टे पनि गरेनन् किनकि विकेट गाह्रो थियो. थाहा थियो, सबैलाई थाहा थियो. जो पनि ब्याटिङ गरेर जान्थ्यो उनीहरूले त्यो सन्देश पास गर्नु पर्थ्यो. इभन विनोद भण्डारी क्याप्टेन अगाडि गए, गोल्डेन डग, त्यसपछि फरेन प्लेयरहरू पनि, सान अचर्गीहरू, सबै प्लेयरहरू, इभन विवेक यादवले राम्रो गरेको थियो, ऊ पनि, लोकेश बमहरू सबैले हतार गरेर खेले. सुनिल धमला सुरुमा त्यो स्टार्ट पछि सुनिल धमला जस्तो ब्याट्सम्यान टिक्नु पर्थ्यो किनकि त्यस्तो ब्याट्सम्यान यस्तो विकेटमा एकदम इम्पोर्टेन्ट हुन्थ्यो. ठिक छ धेरै रन नहुनु होला तर 120-130 सम्म त पुग्नु पर्थ्यो. त्यति खराब विकेट पनि थिएन कि 66 मै जाने त 33 मा 1 पछि 66 मा जाने त कुनै पनि ब्याट्सम्यानले रेस्पोन्सिबिलिटी निभाएनन्. त्यसपछि अझ बिचमा त्यो कोल्याप्स भइसकेपछि ठुल्ठुलो सर्टहरू खेल्नुपर्ने जरुरी थिएन. इभन लोकेश बम, विक्रम सोभहरू ठुलो सर्ट खेलेर प्रेसर रिलिज गरिहाल्नु भन्दा पनि बरु एकछिन टिकेर जस्तै हुन्छ. बरु 20 ओभर पुरै ब्याटिङ गरिदिएको भयो किनकि टाइम थियो नि. बरु 20 ओभरमा केही न केही खराब बल त बलरले दिन्थ्यो, कुनै खराब ओभर हुन्थ्यो, टिकिसकेपछि केही न केही हुन्थ्यो. सो एकदम डिसअपोइन्टिङ. धन्न अगाडि आयो पोखराको लागि चाहिँ. धन्न एउटा म्याच चाहिँ सुधार गर्नलाई.
Oh, absolutely. One more chance for Pokhara Rhinos. Hopefully they will come back stronger. Normally हुने गर्छ टिमको एकदमै नराम्रो performance पछि फेरि एकदमै like to compensate गर्नलाई stronger comeback हुन्छ. Let's hope for a nail biting finish from Pokhara Rhinos next time. अर्को चितवन टाइगर्स लाई congratulations. यो Bajaj Pulsar Epl 2021 को फर्स्ट टिम भएको छ. फाइनल्स सम्म पुग्ने धेरै धेरै बधाई चितवन टाइगर्स लाई. It was a beautiful display of cricket as a whole, and you rightly deserve the position to be in the finals, definitely. If you have just tuned in, you're watching Himalaya Television, you can watch us on YouTube OSR Sports as well. We have prepared the packages for you, beautifully prepared packages. First of all, I would like to show you the exquisite fours brought to you by Sagarmatha Cements.
Punished into the leg side. How often do we see that? The first Sagarmatha Cement 4 of the day. Down the track, and that's lovely. Just going to be one bounce, a real flat stroke straight down the ground. Big hit attempted, but inside edge, and it goes in between. Bounce well. Get into the offside, and that's a lovely shot. A full face of the bat, cannons into the rope. It's a Sagarmatha Cement 4. Running through this Rhino's attack, and first runs really off. Inside edge, going to be more runs for Sushan Bari. Mohamed Shahzad is going to start by smashing it through the offside. He's going to try and make light work of this chase, a boundary. Self room again, going to be back-to-back boundaries. Here, another Sagarmatha Cement 4. Sushan Bari's been... Going to be the first runs for Chimanzari. Big hit into the leg side, going to be one bounce and cannons into the Prabhu Pay sign.
Just over backward point. No luck also for the Pokra Rhinos. Shahzad goes big over extra cover. It's going to be a one bounce Sagarmatha Cement 4. Uppercut. Okay, through the man at point, and that will be another Sagarmatha Cement 4.
I really hoped you enjoyed that beautiful package of fours. Fours ko kurakani garnu parदाखेरि विराटजी, as a fans हरुको expectation थियो अलि धेरै नै boundaries हेर्न पाऊँ भनेर हैन, धेरै नै चौका लागोस् भनेर, but we could see highlights हेर्दाखेरि नि एउटै प्लेयरले मात्रै फर्कायो. So what do you have to say to that?
धन्न मोहम्मद शहजाद चाहिँ सेकेन्ड इनिङमा ब्याटिङ गरे, द वे जुन क्रिजको उपयोग गरेर जो विकेट उनलाई मतलब थिएन, किनकि थोरै टार्गेट पनि थियो, प्रेसर पनि थिएन, र जसरी क्रिजको उपयोग गरेर उनले सर्टहरू खेले, चौका छक्का अलिअलि भयो नि देख्न पाइयो चौकाहरू हामीले। र फर्स्ट इनिङको कुरा गर्दा चाहिँ त्यो चौकाहरू जति पनि लाग्यो बरु पछाडिपट्टि एज लागेर जाने जस्तो खालको चौकाहरू पडिथ्यो। सोमपालको बलमा पनि त्यस्तो भएको थियो, सुनिल धवलाको त्यस्तो बाउन्ड्री थियो, पछाडिपट्टि त्यो एज लागेर खालको चौका, एकदम प्रोपर क्रिकेट सर्टहरू एकदमै कम नै देख्यो हामीले। फ्यानहरूलाई अलिकति डिसअपोइन्टमेन्ट किन पनि छ भन्दाखेरि बाउन्ड्रीहरू हेर्न इच्छा हुन्छ उनीहरूको, गएर ग्राउन्डमा गएर एक इभन पोखराको रिचर्ड लेबीबाट बाउन्ड्री हेर्ने इच्छा थियो होला, विनोद भण्डारीबाट इच्छा थियो होला, विवेक यादवबाट, लोकेश बमबाट इच्छा थियो होला, त्यो पुरा भएन। तर सेकेन्ड इनिङमा फेरि फर्स्ट इनिङमा त्यो स्ट्रगल देखिसकेपछि सेकेन्ड इनिङमा फेरि मोहम्मद शहजादले जसरी ब्याटिङ गरे नि, त्यो गर्दा फेरि त्यो पिच त्यति गाह्रो पनि थियो जस्तो लागेन कि, जुन स्ट्रगल थियो सुरुमा। त्यसपछि गएर उनले क्रिजलाई युज गर्यो होला, स्लो विकेट थियो होला। सुरुको फर्स्ट ओभरमै शाहब आलमलाई त फर्स्ट ओभरमै सुसन भाइलाई 3 चौका 1 छक्का जसरी प्रहार गरे, त्यो फर्स्ट इनिङमा त्यति विकेट गाह्रो थियो। सेकेन्ड इनिङको फर्स्ट ओभरमै फेरि ल यो विकेट त यति गाह्रो थिएन त, चौका छक्का त हान्न सकिने रहेछ, तपाईसँग एउटा सोच हुनुपर्ने रहेछ, एउटा क्रिजमा कसरी खेल्ने भन्ने एउटा आइडिया त हुनुपर्ने रहेछ। मोहम्मद शहजादले त्यो देखाइदिए पनि, त्यस्तो ब्लिस्टरिङ इनिङ पनि खेलेर देखाइदिए।
त्यही त रिचर्ड लेबीको कुरा गर्नु पर्दाखेरि इट वाज अ स्याड डिसमिसल। हामी त्योतर्फ आउने नै छौँ अहिलेको लागि पनि। हामी 6 को प्याकेजतर्फ लान चाहन्छौँ म मेरो दर्शकहरूलाई। Here are the scintillating sixes brought to you by Bajaj Pulsar.
All over the crease, and he's going to smash that. That is an almighty blow. It's gone miles into the VIP section. Tossed up slowly and smashed into the sky. Look at this from Mohamed Shahzad. It down the ground, that's a nice stroke. Going to be a Pulsar Power 6, kept very simple.
Goes big on the leg side, doesn't quite connect. But there will be another Sagarmatha Cement 4.
It was not raining 4s and 6s today.
त्यही झन् 6sमा त झन् हामीलाई आज प्याकेज नै रेडी गर्न गएको थियो यस रिचर्ड लेभीले सुरुमा सम्पाला जुन अट्याक गरेको थियो कि लाग्थ्यो कि रिचर्ड लेभीले अरू धेरै छक्का पनि हाल्न सक्ला नि तर त्यो पावर प्लेको ओभरपछि जसरी इनिङ्स हेऱ्यो अगाडि गयो छक्का त के अब टिक्न पनि गाह्रो थियो तर प्रेसर रिलिज गर्न खोजेको थियो बिचमा विक्रम सोबले त्यसपछि लोकेश बमले छक्का हानेर चाहिँ अब केही लक्ष्य भने बडा मोमेन्टम के ल्याऊ भन्ने खोजेको थियो तर बरु क्रिजमा जम्नु चाहिँ राम्रो आइडिया हुन्थ्यो पुरै ओभर ब्याटिङ गर्नु चाहिँ राम्रो आइडिया हुन्थ्यो बरु प्रेसर रिलिज गर्न ठुलो सर्ट भन्दा पनि त्यो कन्डिसन अनुसार खेल्नु पर्थ्यो सो छक्काको लागि विचार गरे एक दुई ब्याट्सम्यानले त्यो गलत टाइममा पनि थियो जस्तो लाग्छ
राइट है ओके बरु विकेट गयो हैन सो sad ल अब भने पालो भएको छ अर्को short commercial break लिने we'll be right back with more conversation about cricket and there is another match also lined up as a first eliminator match रहेको छ त्यो पनि छ त्यसपछि अझै क्रिकेटको बारेमा कुराकानी गर्ने नै छौं यो म्याचको बारेमा नि फर्दर कुराकानी गर्ने छौं प्लेयर्सको बारेमा कुराकानी गर्ने छौं I'll meet you in a bit
Triveni Group presents Cricket Season. Strength partner Shivam Cement. Powered by TVS Apache RTR 200.
उच्च सोचको निर्माण सगरमाथा सिमेन्ट जुनीलाई
शिवम सिमेन्ट भरोसा अटुट सम्बन्धको
39 years of racing heritage. A versatile race machine engineered to give you the power of 3-in-1. Introducing the TVS Apache RTR 204V, engineered to adapt.
बल्ल भेटियो सुन जस्तै चुनढुङ्गा खानी बेस्ट चाहनुहुनेहरूको लागि द बेस्ट मात्र उपलब्ध गराउँदै द बेस्ट Saurya Cement.
Shot, it makes you feel alive. New Mitsubishi Outlander PHEV, electric, and more.
टिकाउ भनेर जुन पाइ त्यही कार्पेट दिएछ अनि कहाँबाट हुन्छ त
सावधान तपाई पनि यति कार्पेट खरिद गर्दा यति कार्पेट पछाडी प्रत्येक मिटरमा रहेको यतिको लोगो हेर्न नभुल्नु होला
बल्ल भेटियो सुन जस्तै चुनढुङ्गा खानी बेस्ट चाहनुहुनेहरूको लागि द बेस्ट मात्र उपलब्ध गराउँदै द बेस्ट सौर्य सिमेन्ट
39 years of racing heritage. A versatile race machine engineered to give you the power of 3-in-1. Introducing the TVS Apache RTR 204V, engineered to adapt.
टिकाउ भनेर जुन पाइ त्यही कार्पेट दिएछ अनि कहाँबाट हुन्छ त
सावधान तपाई पनि यति कार्पेट खरिद गर्दा यति कार्पेट पछाडी प्रत्येक मिटरमा रहेको यतिको लोगो हेर्न नभुल्नु होला
आधुनिक तथा विशिष्ट ग्याल्बोलुम प्लान्टबाट उत्पादित जगदम्बा सुपर साइन तथा जगदम्बा ग्याल्बा प्लस जस्ता पाता
विगत 45 वर्षदेखि अमृत तेल नै हो अमृत
Triveni Group presents Cricket Season. Strength partner Shivam Cement. Powered by TVS Apache RTR 200.
Welcome back after that short commercial break. Wickets ko kura garnu parदाखेरि आज चितवन Tiger has won by 8 wickets.
9 wickets.
9 wickets, sorry. Yeah, I was like, it is just too much. 9 wickets, होइन? What do you have to say to that? What a...
8 होस् 9 होस् खासै मतलब गर्दैन कि पोखराले चाहिँ जम्मा 66 मा अल आउट भयो त्यसपछि मोहम्मद शहजादले आक्रमक ब्याटिङ गरेर एकछिनमै म्याच जित्यो हिस्ट्रीकै ठुलो यो हार हो पोखराको त्यो चाहिँ हामीले याद गर्नुपर्छ त्यसैले पोखराको लागि अर्को चान्स एउटा छ धन्न त्यही आज सागर ढकालले जसरी बलिङ गरे जुन विकेटले पनि उनलाई साथ दियो स्लो विकेट थियो त्यसपछि जुन स्टम्प टु स्टम्प बलिङ गरे क्रस द लाइन खेल्न बाध्य पाराए सागर ढकालको विशेषता त्यही हो कि उनले स्पिड भेरिएसन गर्ने गर्छन् त्यसपछि उनको त्यो आर्म बल चाहिँ एकदम घातक हुने गर्छ ठोकिसकेपछि भित्र अझ जाँदाखेरि ब्याट्सम्यानलाई अझ गाह्रो हो सुनिल धवनले अक्रस द लाइन खेल्न जान खोजे स्टे गर्नुपर्थ्यो सिधा ब्याटले खेल्न खोजेनन् ब्याट्सम्यानहरूले त्यसैले पनि विकेट गयो केही फरक उपाय गर्नुपर्थ्यो केही क्रिजको उपाय गरेर केही सर्टहरू खेल्न सक्नुपर्थ्यो केही न केही फरक त गर्नुपर्थ्यो इभन सागर ढकाललाई लेफ्ट ह्यान्ड ब्याट्सम्यानले पनि खास केही गर्न सकेनन् सान अच्रेको विकेट इम्पोर्टेन्ट थियो अफ्टरभन्दा धेरै बाहिरको बललाई खेल्न खोजे त्यो विकेट गयो त्यही थियो थोरै स्टे गरेको भयो भने जस्तो लाग्छ तर तारिफ गर्नुपर्छ त्यसपछि साहब आलमको पनि साहब आलम थोरै स्लोर थ्रु द इयर छन् डिफ्रेन्ट खालको बलर छन् दुईजना तर साहब आलमले पनि 4 विकेट दुईजना लेफ्ट ह्यान्ड स्पिनरले 4 विकेट र अर्को कुरा चाहिँ लेफ्ट ह्यान्ड ब्याट्सम्यानहरू थियो उनीहरू पनि जम्न सकेनन् पोखराको त्यसले गर्दा पनि फाइदा भयो यदि लेफ्ट ह्यान्ड ब्याट्सम्यान एउटा कोही क्रिजमा बस्दै गयो इभन आचरीको बस्दैको भयो अझ गाह्रो हुनसक्थ्यो लेफ्ट ह्यान्डरलाई बलिङ गर्नको लागि सो अब तारिफ गर्नुपर्छ दुईजना लेफ्ट आर्म साहब आलम सागर ढकाल जसरी इभन सागर ढकालको त्यो टुर्नामेन्टमा हिस्ट्रीकै सबभन्दा बढी विकेट पनि लिइसकेका छन् उनले यो खेलभन्दा अगाडि 9 विकेट थियो भने चाहिँ 13 विकेट इपिएलमा यति धेरै विकेट कसैले पनि लिन सकेका थिएन लेफ्ट ह्यान्ड स्पिनरले बसन्त रेग्मीले एउटा सिजनमा 12 विकेट लिनुभएको थियो त्यसपछि सुशील कणेलले पनि त्यस्तै 11-12 विकेट नै मलाई याद भएअनुसार अर्को लेफ्ट ह्यान्ड स्पिनर त्यो बाहेक चाहिँ अब बसन्त रेग्मी सुशील कणेल पछि सागर ढकालको चाहिँ यो अहिलेसम्मकै बलरको चाहिँ सबभन्दा राम्रो पर्फर्मेन्स यति धेरै विकेट कसैले पनि लिएको थिएन
अझ एउटा म्याच त बाँकी नै छ हैन
भनेपछि हिस्ट्री उनले पनि क्रिएट
गर्न सक्ने भइसक्यो अब अझै ठुलो हैन मार्जिनमा हिस्ट्री क्रिएट गर्छन् जस्तो छ यति भन्दै अब क्रुशियल विकेट्सतिर लाग्न चाहन्छु यहाँले अब क्रुशियल विकेट्सको कुराकानी गर्नु पर्दाखेरि त सबै पोखराको विकेट्सहरु हेर्छौं जस्तो छ अहिले हामीले हैन लेट्स हेड टुवर्ड्स having a look at the crucial wickets brought to you by Bajaj Pulsar.
We just talked about the pressure, and Sampal Kami's got the press-ups out and the star jumps.
Oh, got him! Brilliant! Sunil Dhamala, ball lock, suck and barrel through the gap. Oh, close, big shout, Van Given! Oh, Gordon tosses it up! No pace at all. Gunnar Rotney now gone for just one. This is carnage! Big appeal and given!
All right, let's have a look at the strong hands catches brought to you by Shaurya Simmons.
Strangling the Pokhara Rhinos. Oh, is that cut into the hands of Mohammad Shahzad?
Not happy with his batters. Smashed down the ground, and it's going to be another wicket for Sagar Dhakal. Another celebration. Watch him go. Here he goes. He points to the sky.
Oh, he takes the attack to the opposition, but has he found the fielder? He has.
Giving me stick in my ear here. Oh, chipped back and gone, and that's yet another one. A soft dismissal. Give it to you just.
Okay, that's in there, and that's curtains to Pokhara Rhinos innings.
18 runs of the previous over. Up in the sky, he's going to get caught. He'll be well disgusted. Who's getting underneath and taken by the bowler himself eventually?
Welcome back. Those were the strong hands catches brought to you by Shaurya Simmons. Beautiful catches there. अब एकचोटि पोखरा राइनोजको कुराकानी गरौँ होइन अब पोखरा राइनोजलाई जस्तो यो लिगबाट आउट भइसकेको छैन चितवन टाइगर्सले जसरी आफ्नो प्लेस सेक्युर गरेको छ फाइनल्समा अब निर्धक्क भएर फाइनल्सको प्रिपरेसन गर्न तिर लाग्यो हुन्छ होइन सो बिचमा पनि रेस्ट डेजहरू पनि पाउने भयो ग्याप पनि भयो रिस्ट्रेटेजाइज गर्नु पाउने भयो आफ्नो टिमलाई रिसफल गर्नु यु नो वाट एभर दे वान्ट टु डु दे हेभ लाइक एम्पल टाइम टु डु द्याट होइन अब पोखरा राइनोजको कुरा गरौँ पोखरा राइनोजले अब एज अ एलिमिनेटर फर्स्ट एलिमिनेटरको पराजित टिम जान्छ जितेको टिमसँग अर्को एउटा गेम खेल्नु पर्ने भयो सो वान मोर स्टेप अवे फ्रम द फाइनल्स भयो पोखरा
धन्न एउटा म्याच बाँकी छ
धन्न एउटा म्याच बाँकी छ एब्सोल्युटली एन्ड आई थिङ्क आई रियली होप द्याट दे कम ब्याक स्ट्रङ्गर भन्छु म किनकि यो जसरी एज अ 67 को मात्र टार्गेट सेट गरेको थियो दिस इज डेफिनेटली नट वाट पोखरा राइनो स्ट्यान्ड फर होइन वाट वेन्ट रङ एज अ कहाँ चाहिँ गएर चुक्नु भयो उहाँहरू
राम्रो त सबभन्दा ठुलो कुरो चितवनले त त्यो टस हारिसकेपछि पोखराले विकेटलाई बुझ्नु पर्थ्यो विकेटको पेस थाहा हुनु पर्थ्यो जुन अगाडि ब्याट्सम्यान आउट भइसकेपछि त्यो म्यासेज पास हुन्छ नि ल विकेटले यस्तो खेलिरहेको छ हामीले यसरी ब्याटिङ गर्नुपर्छ एउटा प्लान हुन्छ कि जुन पनि टिमले फर्स्ट ब्याटिङ गरिसकेपछि टस हारिसकेर फर्स्ट ब्याटिङ गर्छ उनीहरू एउटा प्लानमा जानुपर्थ्यो हामीले यतिसम्मको टार्गेट बनाउने हो पुरै ओभर ब्याटिङ गर्ने हो कि कुन ब्याट्सम्यानले अब आज बढी रोल निभाउनुपर्छ इभन सुनिल धमलाको इम्पोर्टेन्स आज एकदमै धेरै थियो सुनिल धमला चाहिँ के भयो भन्दाखेरि अलिकति बल खाने बित्तिकै उनी प्रेसर लिन थाल्यो कि यो विकेट थियो यो विकेटमा त्यस्तो खालको ब्याटिङ हुन्थ्यो नै कि किनकि त्यति प्रेसर लिनुपर्ने जरुरी थिएन सुनिल धमलाले 18 रन बनाए 31 बलमा तर उनले एउटा किनार सम्हालिरहेको भए विकेट नदिएको भए अझ राम्रो हुन्थ्यो एउटा कोही न कोहीले त एउटा किनार होल्ड गरिदिनु पर्थ्यो त्यो कसैले पनि जिम्मेवारी गरेन किनकि रिचर्ड लेबीबाट तपाईँ त्यो एक्सपेक्ट गर्नु किनकि रिचर्ड लेबी सर्ट खेल्न जान्छन् रोल त्यो कि प्रमुख ब्याट्सम्यान हो टिमको उनले रन बनाउनुपर्छ त्यसपछि बिचको ब्याट्सम्यानहरू इभन आचरेको हामी निर्भर भयो
एकछिन रिचर्ड लेबीको कुरा गर्दाखेरि रिचर्ड लेबीकै पनि कुरा कन्टिन्यू गरौँ इट वाज अ भेरी स्याड डिसमिसल होइन उहाँ त यहाँले भने जस्तो सर्ट खेल्ने ब्याट्सम्यान हुन् भएन होइन अलिकति एज अ सिन्स इट वाज नट वर्किङ इन द फेभर अलिकति एज अ पेसेन्टली खेल्दा भयो हुन्थ्यो कि वाट यु हेभ टु से टु द्याट
यस्तो अब रिचर्ड लेबी स्वभावैले आक्रामक ब्याट्सम्यान हुन् र सर्ट पनि लागिरहेको थियो कि रिचर्ड लेबीको फेरि क्रिजलाई युज गरेर पनि खेलिरहेको थियो र सोमपालको त्यो बल थियो रुम बनाएर उनी अगाडि खेल्न चाहन्थे पावर प्लेको ओभर थियो र पावर प्लेमा यस्तो खालको विकेटमा पावर प्लेको फाइदा उठाउन सक्यो भने एकदमै फाइदा हुन्छ कि किनकि पछि रन बनाउन अझै गाह्रो हुन्छ फिल्ड रिस्ट्रिक्सन हटिसकेपछि त अझ फिल्डमा त्यसमा रन लिन गाह्रो हुन्छ सो बढीभन्दा बढी बााउन्ड्रीबाट रन लिन चाहन्थे रिचर्ड लेबी सो त्यो कलेक्ट गर्न चाहन्थे किनकि सोमपालको बलमा लागि पनि रहेको थियो सर्ट उनी त्यसमा कन्फिडेन्ट पनि थियो तर सोमपालको तारिफ गर्नुपर्छ जुन टाइममा उनले विकेट लिए सिधा स्टम्पमा टार्गेट गरेर किनकि पेस थिएन त्यसपछि सर्ट लागिसकेपछि बल आयो त्यो खालको विकेट नै त्यस्तो खालको खेलिरहेको थियो लेबीको विकेटपछि त गेम नै टर्न भयो ठिक थियो र लेबीले जस्तो स्टार्ट गरेको थियो राम्रो थियो होला होल्ड गरेर खेल्दै अझ राम्रो हुन्थ्यो होला तर जुन रोलमा उनलाई पठाएको थियो लेबीले उनको रोल पुरा गर्यो तर सबै विदेशी खेलाडीमा मात्रै निर्भर गरेर त टिम जित्दैन नि त तपाईँको योभन्दा अगाडि आचरेगेले राम्रो ब्याटिङ गरिरहेको थियो इभन गुणरत्नले राम्रो ब्याटिङ गरिरहेको थियो तर ती ब्याट्सम्यान विदेशी खेलाडी आउट भयो भन्दा नेपाली ब्याट्सम्यान त छ नि हामीसँग इभन विनोद भण्डारीदेखि लिएर विवेक यादव भयो लोकेश बम भयो इभन विक्रम सोपदेखि लिएर सुनिल धमला सबै राम्रो ब्याटिङ गर्न सक्छन् उनीहरूले पनि त रेस्पोन्सिबिलिटी लिनु पर्यो इभन पछि म्याचपछि विनोद भण्डारीले पनि भन्नुभयो कि हाम्रो ब्याट्सम्यानहरूले चाहिँ रेस्पोन्सिबिलिटी निभाउनु भएन भनेर एकदम एक्ज्याक्टली इभन विनोद भण्डारी अहिलेसम्मको यो टुर्नामेन्ट हेर्दाखेरि फ्लप नै साबित हुनुभएको छ त्यो रेस्पोन्सिबिलिटी नै लिन सक्नु भएको छैन किनकि यस्तो बेलामा विनोद भण्डारी भनेको त ट्यु क्रिकेट ग्राउन्डमा यत्रो वर्ष खेलिरहेको प्लेयर उनले चाहिँ गोल्डन डक हुनुपर्यो आज होला एकछिन जमेको भए राम्रो हुन सक्थ्यो होला उनले खेल्न सक्थ्यो होला तर त्यो रेस्पोन्सिबिलिटी क्याप्टेनले नै अगाडि लिन सकेन त्यसपछि अरू अझ ब्याटिङ टेस्ट पनि भयो तल आएर ब्याटिङ एउटा फरेन प्लेयर गइसकेपछि अरू ब्याट्सम्यान खोइ त टिममा त्यो लिड गर्ने खालको सुनिल धमलालाई आज कमब्याक गरायो टिममा सुनिल धमलाले इभन 18 रन त बनायो त्यो पनि ठुलो योगदान भयो टिमको लागि तर एउटा इन्ड चाहिँ होल्ड गर्नुपर्थ्यो त्यो कमजोरी भयो एउटा कसरी पनि त्यो जिम्मेवारी लिन सकेनन् र एउटा कमजोरी के देख्यो भन्दाखेरि बढी निर्भर चाहिँ विदेशी खेलाडीसँग जुन हिसाबले आर्चिकेले योभन्दा अगाडि म्याचमा इनिङ होल्ड किनाएर होल्ड गरिरहेको थियो नि तर त्यसपछि तल पनि एउटा होल्ड गर्ने ब्याट्सम्यान भएन किनकि विवेक यादव र विवेक यादव र लोकेश बम भनेको चाहिँ त्यो खालको ब्याट्सम्यान होइन कि जस्तै एउटा किनार होल्ड गर्छ लामो इनिङ खेल्छ किनकि अट्याकिङ ब्याट्सम्यान हुन् उनीहरू चाँडै रन बनाउनलाई जानिने गर्छन् सो एउटा एक्सपिरियन्स प्लेयर मैले त अझ एक्सपेक्ट गरेको थिएँ विनोद भण्डारीबाट त्यो कसरी पनि खेलेन इभन अझ मलाई स्याड के बनायो भन्दाखेरि त्यो सिचुएसनमा लोकेश बमले ठुलो सर्टको लागि गयो किनकि एउटा जिम्मेवार ब्याट्सम्यान थियो बरु लोकेशले पनि बरु टिक्दै भयो तलसम्म ब्याटिङ पार्टनरसिप गरेर तलको ब्याट्सम्यानहरूसँग पनि क्षमता थियो किनकि तल आएर सुसन भाइले पनि ब्याटिङ थोरै बरु 12 रन बनाए सुसन भाइले सो पुरै ओभर ब्याटिङ गर्नको लागि जानु पर्थ्यो फेरि हतार गरेर त्यो सिचुएसनमा हतार गरेर सर्ट खेले विक्रम सोभ इभन लोकेश बमले पनि सो रेस्पोन्सिबिलिटी लिनुपर्छ विकेटको महत्त्व विकेट अनुसार सधैँ तपाईँलाई रन बन्ने खालको विकेट त आउँदैन कहिले काहीँ डिफ्रेन्ट विकेटमा पनि खेल्नुपर्छ सो प्लानिङमा पनि अभाव भयो प्लान ए सक्सेसफुल नभइसकेपछि 3-4 विकेट गइसकेपछि प्लान बी के त त्यसमा चुक्यो जस्तो लाग्छ मलाई
Okay, so that is what our expert had to say about their performances. अहिलेलाई भने एउटा short break तिर जान चाहन्छु आउने बित्तिकै हामीसँग यो म्याचको हाइलाइट्सहरु छन् if you have missed the match please don't miss it one more time हाइलाइट्सहरु मिस नगर्नु होला यति भन्दै let's take a short commercial break.
Triveni Group presents Cricket Season. Strength partner Shivam Cement. Powered by TVS Apache RTR 200.
उच्च सोचको निर्माण सगरमाथा सिमेन्ट जुनीलाई
शिवम सिमेन्ट भरोसा अटुट सम्बन्धको
39 years of racing heritage. A versatile race machine engineered to give you the power of 3-in-1. Introducing the TVS Apache RTR 204V, engineered to adapt.
बल्ल भेटियो सुन जस्तै चुनढुङ्गा खानी बेस्ट चाहनुहुनेहरूको लागि द बेस्ट मात्र उपलब्ध गराउँदै द बेस्ट सौर्य सिमेन्ट
ओहो दिनभरि खेलिरहेको छ त बाबु सुपर हिरोको पावर डाउन होला नि फेरि
डोन्ट वरी मेरो सुपर हिरो सुपर इम्युन छ किनकि उसलाई म दिन्छु रियल इम्युनो
प्रस्तुत छ रियल इम्युनो म्याङ्गो प्लस जसमा छ स्वादिलो म्याङ्गो प्लस भिटामिन सी जिंक हनी तुलसी र अश्वगन्धाको पावर अफ 5 रियल इम्युनो म्याङ्गो प्लस तपाईको इम्युनिटीको लागि
ओहो दिनभरि खेलिरहेको छ त बाबु सुपर हिरोको पावर डाउन होला नि फेरि
डोन्ट वरी मेरो सुपर हिरो सुपर इम्युन छ किनकि उसलाई म दिन्छु रियल इम्युनो
प्रस्तुत छ रियल इम्युनो म्याङ्गो प्लस जसमा छ स्वादिलो म्याङ्गो प्लस भिटामिन सी जिंक हनी तुलसी र अश्वगन्धाको पावर अफ 5 रियल इम्युनो म्याङ्गो प्लस तपाईको इम्युनिटीको लागि
टिकाउ भनेर जुन पाइ त्यही कार्पेट दिएछ अनि कहाँबाट हुन्छ त
सावधान तपाई पनि यति कार्पेट खरिद गर्दा यति कार्पेट पछाडी प्रत्येक मिटरमा रहेको यतिको लोगो हेर्न नभुल्नुहोला
स्वास्थ्य जीवनको हरेक इनिङमा सिक्सर शिव शक्ति फ्यामिली हेल्थ ऑयल
टिकाउ भनेर जुन पाइ त्यही कार्पेट दिएछ अनि कहाँबाट हुन्छ त
सावधान तपाई पनि यति कार्पेट खरिद गर्दा यति कार्पेट पछाडी प्रत्येक मिटरमा रहेको यतिको लोगो हेर्न नभुल्नुहोला
आज तपाईहरुको सपना साँच्चै पूरा भयो
हो छोरी अब हाम्रो सपना पूरा भयो
उच्च सोचको निर्माण सगरमाथा सिमेन्ट जुनी जुनीलाई
नमस्कार बसौँ न बसौँ अनि किन आउनुभयो होला सिमेन्ट चाहियो त्यही भएर आइयो अखण्डवाला कि मेरुदण्डवाला शक्तिवाला कि भक्तिवाला
ए साउजी नेपाल गुणस्तर प्रथम अवार्डबाट पुरस्कृत असली ओपीसी सिमेन्ट
ए नो कम्प्रोमाइज वाला शिवम सिमेन्ट ठीक रोज्नु भयो
नेपाल गुणस्तर प्रथम अवार्डबाट पुरस्कृत असली ओपीसी सिमेन्ट शिवम सिमेन्ट क्वालिटीको मामलामा नो कम्प्रोमाइज
के पिउ कि
कुन चाहिँ वाला
सताउँछ याद आउँछ एक्लोपनले मन रुवाउँछ यादले छोडेन मन लाग्दैन केहीमा पनि आमाको हातको स्वादले ममताको गाँसले घरको याद आउँछ आमाको हात ममताको स्वाद आमाको हात अमृतको स्वाद विगत 45 वर्षदेखि अमृत तेल नै हो अमृत त्रिवेणी ग्रुपको उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन
Triveni Group presents Cricket Season. Strength partner Shivam Cement. Powered by TVS Apache RTR 200. Title sponsor Triveni Group. Strength partner
Shivam Cement.
Powered by TVS Apache RTR 200 4V. Co-sponsored by
Real Immuno Mango Plus. Tapaico immunity ko lagi.
Associate sponsor
The best Saurya Cement.
यति कार्पेट पछाडि प्रत्येक मिटरमा रहेको यतिको लोगो हेर्न नभुल्नुहोला
Digital streaming partner OSR Sports. Official right holder AdPad. Marketed by AD Release.
Welcome back to Triveni Group Presents Cricket Season. Our strength partner is Shivam Cement and it is powered by TVS Apache RTR 204V. विराजी ब्रेक भन्दा अगाडि यहाँले भन्नुभएको थियो अलिकति धेरै नै निर्भर भयो जस्तो फरेन प्लेयर्समा हाम्रा ब्याटर्सहरू भनेर भन्नुभएको थियो प्रोबब्ली द्याट अल्सो कम्स एज अ कन इन्टरनेसनल एकदमै राम्रो फरेन प्लेयर प्रोज र कन्स हुन्छ होइन तर हाम्रो टिममा त्यस्तो ठुलो नाम छ भनेर अलिकति लेट ब्याक हुने चलन हुन्छ कि होइन अब देखाउनुपर्छ झन् आई निड टु एक्सेल भनेर झन् प्रुभ गर्ने आज अलिकति त्यस्तो नभएको जस्तो यहाँलाई लाग्यो होइन पोखरा राइनर्सको फेभरमा
एकदम इम्पोर्टेन्ट कुरा हो यो किनकि जुन पनि टिम चाहिँ हामीले सक्सेसफुल देखाएको छौँ त्यसको चाहिँ फरेन प्लेयर बाहेक नेपाली प्लेयर पनि स्ट्यान्ड आउट भएको हो जुन फरेन प्लेयर गइसकेपछि नेपाली ब्याट्सम्यानले पनि रेस्पोन्सिबिलिटी लिएको म्याचहरू जितेको छ इभन चितवनलाई हेऱ्यो भने चितवनको राम्रो नेपाली प्लेयरहरू चलिरहेको छ कि सागर ढकाल भयो साहब आलम भयो त्यसपछि आज कमल सिंह अहिलेहरू जो नेपाली प्लेयरले गर्दाखेरि त्यो जुन किनकि नेपाली प्लेयर त 8 जना त नेपाली प्लेयर छ नि 11 जनामा त सो एउटा टिम पर्फर्मेन्स हो क्रिकेट भनेको एउटा ब्याट्सम्यान दुईटा ब्याट्सम्यानले एउटा खेलाडी दुईटा खेलाडीले जिताउने होइन क्रिकेटलाई चाहिँ टिम तपाईँको राम्रो छ भने समग्र टिमले जिताउने हो त्यही भएर नि टिमको ब्यालेन्स हेर्ने हो फरेन प्लेयरले टिमको ब्यालेन्स चाहिँ बढाउँछ कि तपाईँसँग ब्याट्सम्यान छैन ओपनिङ ब्याट्सम्यान एउटा राम्रो लेफ्ट ह्यान्डर छैन भने लेफ्ट ह्यान्डर ब्याट्सम्यान आउला अथवा तपाईँसँग राम्रो पेस बलर छैन भने एउटा पेस बलर बाहिरबाट ल्याएर त्यो ब्यालेन्स चाहिँ बनाउन फरेन प्लेयर आवश्यकता छ र कुनै कुनै म्याच जिताउँछन् भने तर उनीहरू नचलेको खण्डमा चाहिँ नेपाली प्लेयरले त रेस्पोन्सिबिलिटी लिनु पर्यो नि त र पोखराको त कम्प्लिटली त्यही देखियो अगाडिको म्याचहरूमा आश्रिगेले जिताइरहेको थियो इभन नेपाली प्लेयर नचलेको होइन विवेक यादवहरूले राम्रो पर्फर्मेन्स गरेको हो तर आजको म्याचमा त कम्प्लिटली एउटा दुईटा ब्याट्सम्यान इभन लेबी त्यसपछि आश्रिगे त्यसपछि गुणरत्न आउट भइसकेपछि त अरू नेपाली ब्याट्सम्यानले त खेल्दै खेल्दैन त्यसैले हो हामीले पनि हाम्रो ब्याट्सम्यानले पनि रेस्पोन्सिबिलिटी लिने सिक्नुपर्छ र उनीहरूमा मात्रै डिपेन्ड जस्तो भएर टिम चाहिँ अगाडि बढ्न सक्दैन यदि तपाईँ टुर्नामेन्ट जित्न चाहनुहुन्छ तपाईँ उपाधि नै जित्न चाहनुहुन्छ भने चाहिँ नेपाली प्लेयरले पनि अगाडि आएर पर्फर्मेन्स गर्नुपर्छ फरेन प्लेयरमा मात्रै डिपेन्ड भएर लिग जित्न सकिन्न किनकि 3 जना मात्रै छ टिममा फरेन प्लेयर आउट हुने बित्तिकै त रेस्पोन्सिबिलिटी हाम्रै काँधमा हो
एब्सोल्युटली अहिलेलाई भने म दर्शकहरूलाई हाम्रो यो अहिलेको म्याचको हाइलाइट्सतर्फ लिएर जान चाहन्छु चितवन भर्सेस पोखराको हाइलाइट्सहरू हामीसँग रेडी छ लेट्स ह्याभ अ लुक एट टुडेज म्याचेस हाइलाइट्स
punished into the leg side. How often do we see that? The first Sagarmatha cement 4 of the day. Down the track, and that's lovely. Just going to be one bounce, a real flat stroke straight down the ground. All over the crease, and he's going to smash that. That is an almighty blow. It's gone miles into the VIP section. Big hit attempted, but inside edge, and it goes in between. Bounce well. Hit into the offside, and that's a lovely shot. A full face of the bat, cannons into the rope. It's a Sagarmatha cement 4. Hold him! We just talked about the pressure, and Sampal Kami's got the press-ups out and the star jumps.
Oh, got him! Brilliant! Dunel Dhamala, ball lock, suck and barrel through the gap. Oh, close, big shout, Van Given! Strangling the Pokhara Rhinos. Oh, is that cutting into the hands of Mohammad Shehzad? Oh, got him, tosses it up. No pace at all. Gunnar Rotney now gone for just one. This is carnage. Big appeal and Given.
Not happy with his batters. Smashed down the ground, and it's going to be another wicket for Sagar Dakal. Another celebration. Watch him go. Here he goes. He points to the sky. Running through this Rhinos attack, and first runs really off.
Oh, he takes the attack to the opposition, but has he found the fielder? He has.
Inside edge, going to be more runs for Sushant Bharti. Giving me stick in my ear here. Oh, chipped back and gone, and that's yet another one. A soft dismissal. Give it to you just.
Okay, that's in there, and that's curtains to Pokhara Rhinos innings in the middle. They've been bundled out for 66. Asif Ansari playing his first game takes the catch.
Mohammad Shehzad is going to start by smashing it through the offside. He's going to try and make light work of this chase, a boundary. Self-room again, going to be back-to-back boundaries. Tossed up slowly and smashed into the sky. Look at this from Mohammad Shehzad. Here, another Sagarmatha cement 4. Sushant Bharti's been... Going to be the first runs for Chimanzari. Big hit into the leg side, going to be one bounce and cannons into the Prabhu Pay sign. Hit down the ground, that's a nice stroke. Going to be a Pulsar Power 6, kept very simple.
Just over backward point. No luck also for the Pokhara Rhinos. Shehzad goes big over extra cover. There's going to be a one-bounce Sagarmatha cement 4. Uppercut. Goes big on the leg side, doesn't quite connect. But there will be another Sagarmatha cement 4. 18 runs of the previous over. Up in the sky, he's going to get caught. He'll be well disgusted. Who's getting underneath and taken by the bowler himself eventually? Okay, through the man at point. And that will be another Sagarmatha cement 4, and just about touches the boundary. That is it. Well played, Chitwan Tigers. A terrific all-round display today. The bowlers were on fire.
All right, welcome back after watching the highlights. I hope you really enjoyed the highlights of today's match. र आजको म्याचको कुराकानी गर्नु पर्दाखेरि अब चितवन टाइगर्सको त कुरा अब फाइनल्समा पुगि नै हाल्यो. दे आर सिक्योर्ड एन्ड सेफ हैन. अब पोखरा राइनर्सको कुराकानी गर्नु पर्दाखेरि अब के सुधार गर्नुपर्छ अब नेक्स्ट म्याचको लागि, किनकि इफ दे रियली वान्ट टु मेक इट टु द फाइनल्स र नेक्स्ट म्याच के हुन्छ भनेर हामी एकछिनमा हेर्छौँ. द म्याच बिट्विन काठमाडौँ वर्सेस भैरहवा ग्ल्याडिएटर्स हैन, काठमाडौँ किङ्स 11 वर्सेस भैरहवा ग्ल्याडिएटर्स. त्यो दुईटामा जो पनि जितेर आउँछ सेकेन्ड एलिमिनेटर्समा पोखरासँग जान्छ है. अब पोखराले भैरहवा र किङ्सको दुईटाको म्याच राम्ररी निहाल्न अहिलेसम्म पाइसकेको छ. अब के स्ट्र्याटेजीहरू अब केमा चाहिँ इम्प्रुभमेन्ट ल्याउनुपर्छ? अब
एकदमै इम्प्रुभमेन्ट त अब एउटा मात्रै अवसर बाँकी छ. त्यसरी सबै भएको इम्प्रुभमेन्टहरू सबै सिकेको कुराहरू लास्ट म्याचमा एउटा भोलि लागू गर्नुपर्ने छ. सो एउटा कुरा चाहिँ मैले के देखेको भन्दाखेरि सुनिल धमलाले जसरी आज रित गौतमलाई खेलाइरहेको थियो, सुनिल धमलाले सुरुमै जुन एक्सपिरियन्स प्लेयर थियो सुनिल धमलालाई विश्वास नगरेर रित गौतमलाई विश्वास गरियो. रित गौतमले राम्रो ब्याटिङ गर्न सकेनन्, एकदमै स्ट्रगल गरे टुर्नामेन्टभरि. त्यसपछि सुनिल धमलाले ल्यायो. तर सुनिल धमलाले टिममा ल्याइसकेपछि उनको रोल के हो त राम्रोसँग नदिएको जस्तो लाग्यो. किनकि सुनिल धमला सर्ट पनि खेल्न खोजिरहेको थियो, बिचमा स्ट्रगल त थियो, रन बनाउन गाह्रो थियो, तर सर्ट पनि खेल्न खोजिरहेको थियो। बरु सिङ्गल डबल लिएर बरु रिचर्ड लेभललाई स्ट्राइक दिने हो कि त्यो खालकोमा रोल क्लियर गरेर तिम्रो रोल के हो त सुनिल धमला, सर्ट खेल्ने हो कि एउटा दुईटा चौका हान्ने कि पावर प्ले फाइदा उठाउने दुईटै ब्याट्सम्यानले हो कि अथवा रिचर्ड लेभललाई स्ट्राइक मात्रै दिने एउटा पार्टनरसिप बनाउने हो, एउटा रोल चाहिँ क्लियर हुनु पर्यो। त्यसपछि अब बिचमा त आश्रय र इभन गुणरत्नले राम्रो ब्याटिङ गरेको थियो, आज फ्लप खाए। त्यसपछिको प्लानिङ के त, टप अर्डर फेल भइसकेपछि पनि विनोद भण्डारीको रोल के, त्यसपछि त्यो रोलमा चाहिँ क्लियर चाहिँ हुनु पर्यो सबैजनालाई के रोल दिने। इभन त्यो 3-4 विकेट गइसकेपछि को विवेक यादवको रोल र विवेक यादव र लोकेश बमको रोल के त, त्यसपछि पनि अट्याकिङ ब्याटिङ गर्ने त होइन नि त। सो उनीहरू रोलमा क्लियर हुनु पर्यो। अब तल आएर 3-4 विकेट गइसकेपछि त उनीहरूले पनि स्टे गरेर खेल्नु पर्यो नि विकेटमा। सो प्लान ए फ्लप भइसकेपछि प्लान बीमा पनि जानु पर्यो। त्यो क्विक प्लानिङ हुन्छ नि, त्यसमा फ्लप खाएको हो कि हुन त अब कहिलेकाहीँ त्यस्तो हुने गर्छ म्याचेसहरूमा, कहिलेकाहीँ सबै ब्याट्सम्यानहरू आउट पनि हुने गर्छन्, तर अझ क्लियर भएर ब्याट्सम्यानहरूले रेस्पोन्सिबिलिटी दिनुपर्छ जस्तो मलाई लाग्छ।
So I think पोखराको लागि like you said, to wrap it up, there is no other way than to take सबै ब्याटर्सहरूले आफ्नो रेस्पोन्सिबिलिटी निभाएर राम्ररी पर्फर्म गर्नु पर्यो। There is no other way, right? Because I think the captain has also excelled till now. He has done his best for the team. There is so much a captain can do क्या फेरि हैन,
कहिलेकाहीँ अब त्यो लाग्दैन पनि,
Exactly.
जे गर्दाखेरि पनि गलत नै भइरहन्छ, टाइम पनि त्यस्तो भइरहन्छ।
Right.
अरू कुरा चाहिँ एउटा ब्याट्सम्यान कुनै चाहिँ स्टे चाहिँ लास्ट ओभरसम्म 20 ओभरसम्म खेल्न चाहिँ पर्छ। एउटा कसैले कोही न कोही आएर चाहिँ स्टे गर्नु पर्थ्यो। त्यो चाहिँ तल ब्याटिङ अर्डरमा तल चाहिँ कमी नै देख्यो कि, किनकि जस्तै आश्रय र गुणरत्ने र लेबी माथिबाट आउट भइसकेपछि टप अर्डरमा ती ब्याट्सम्यान छन्। इभन किनकि तल विवेक यादव जस्तो ब्याट्सम्यान भयो, लोकेश बम जस्तो ब्याट्सम्यान, यिनीहरू स्टे गर्नु भन्दा पनि ठुलो सर्टको लागि जाने गर्छन्, फिनिसिङको लागि जाने गर्छन् कि तल चाहिँ त्यस्तो ब्याट्सम्यान भइरहेको। त्यसैले कोही न कोही मिडल अर्डरकोले चाहिँ स्टे गरेर बरु रन नहुनुहोस् तर स्टे गरेर चाहिँ एउटा एन्ड चाहिँ होल्ड गर्नुपर्छ।
True. Completely agree with that. And I think in this league, right from the beginning, all our captains have performed exceptionally well in terms of captaincy. And I would like to congratulate all the captains. There is only so much a captain can do again, right? So I think Vinod Bhandari next match ko लागि पनि उहाँले जे उहाँको capacity अनुसार जे सक्नुहुन्छ त्यो definitely गर्नु नै हुनेछ हैन. We're really looking forward towards the team's performance. अहिले भने एउटा short commercial break पछि हामी एकदमै राम्रो highlights लिएर उपस्थित हुनेछौँ. Some cricketing action for our audience. अहिलेको लागि भने short commercial break.
Triveni Group presents Cricket Season. Strength partner Shivam Cement. Powered by TVS Apache RTR 200.
आज तपाईहरुको सपना साँच्चै पूरा भयो।
हो छोरी, अब हाम्रो सपना पूरा भयो।
उच्च सोचको निर्माण सगरमाथा सिमेन्ट, जुनीलाई।
नमस्कार, बसौँ न बसौँ। अनि किन आउनु होला? सिमेन्ट चाहियो त्यही भएर आइयो। अखण्डवाला कि मेरुदण्डवाला, शक्तिवाला कि भक्तिवाला?
ए साउजी, नेपाल गुणस्तर प्रथम अवार्डबाट पुरस्कृत असली ओपीसी सिमेन्ट।
ए नो कम्प्रोमाइज वाला शिवम सिमेन्ट, ठीक रोज्नु भयो।
नेपाल गुणस्तर प्रथम अवार्डबाट पुरस्कृत असली ओपीसी सिमेन्ट शिवम सिमेन्ट, क्वालिटीको मामलामा नो कम्प्रोमाइज।
के पिउ कि कुन चाहिँ वाला?
39 years of racing heritage. A versatile race machine engineered to give you the power of 3-in-1. Introducing the TVS Apache RTR 204V, engineered to adapt.
ओहो, दिनभरि खेलिरहेको छ त बाबु। सुपर हिरोको पावर डाउन होला नि फेरि।
डोन्ट वरी, मेरो सुपर हिरो सुपर इम्युन छ, किनकि उसलाई म दिन्छु रियल इम्युनो।
प्रस्तुत छ रियल इम्युनो म्याङ्गो प्लस। जसमा छ स्वादिलो म्याङ्गो प्लस, भिटामिन सी, जिंक, हनी, तुलसी र अश्वगन्धाको पावर अफ 5। रियल इम्युनो म्याङ्गो प्लस, तपाईको इम्युनिटीको लागि।
आधुनिक तथा विशिष्ट ग्याल्बोलुम प्लान्टबाट उत्पादित जगदम्बा सुपर साइन तथा जगदम्बा ग्याल्बा प्लस जस्ता पाता।
टिकाउ भनेर जुन पाइ त्यही कार्पेट दिएछ अनि कहाँबाट हुन्छ त?
सावधान, तपाईँ पनि यति कार्पेट खरिद गर्दा यति कार्पेट पछाडि प्रत्येक मिटरमा रहेको यतिको लोगो हेर्न नभुल्नुहोला।
स्वास्थ्य जीवनको हरेक इनिङमा सिक्सर शिव शक्ति फ्यामिली हेल्थ ऑयल.
Expert Education and Visa Services is the best place to apply for student visa.
Don't settle for the second best. Rely on Expert. experteducation.com.au.
Shot, it makes you feel alive. New Mitsubishi Outlander PHEV, electric and more.
सिद्धार्थ बैंक, सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई।
ओहो, दिनभरि खेलिरहेको छ त बाबु। सुपर हिरोको पावर डाउन होला नि फेरि।
डोन्ट वरी, मेरो सुपर हिरो सुपर इम्युन छ किनकि उसलाई म दिन्छु रियल इम्युनो।
प्रस्तुत छ रियल इम्युनो म्याङ्गो प्लस, जसमा छ स्वादिलो म्याङ्गो प्लस, भिटामिन सी, जिंक, हनी, तुलसी र अश्वगन्धाको पावर अफ 5। रियल इम्युनो म्याङ्गो प्लस, तपाईको इम्युनिटीको लागि।
हामी हाम्रो 4G नेटवर्क देशैभर लगातार विस्तार गरिरहेका छौं। रहनुहोस् एनसेल 4G का साथ सधैं अन, सधैं कनेक्टेड।
स्वास्थ्य जीवनको हरेक इनिङमा सिक्सर शिव शक्ति फ्यामिली हेल्थ ऑयल.
शिवम सिमेन्ट, भरोसा अटुट सम्बन्धको।
चाडबाडको खुसियाली यासुदासँग यसपालि यो दशैं यासुदा घर ल्याऊ, खुसियाली फैलाऊ।
सताउँछ, याद आउँछ, एक्लोपनले मन रुवाउँछ, यादले छोडेन मन लाग्दैन केहीमा पनि। आमाको हातको स्वादले, ममताको गाँसले घरको याद आउँछ।
आमाको हात, ममताको स्वाद, आमाको हात, अमृतको स्वाद।
विगत 45 वर्षदेखि अमृत तेल नै हो अमृत। त्रिवेणी ग्रुपको उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन।
Triveni Group presents Cricket Season. Strength partner Shivam Cement. Powered by TVS Apache RTR 200. Title sponsor Triveni Group. Strength partner
Shivam Cement.
Powered by TVS Apache RTR 200 4V. Co-sponsored by
रियल इम्युनो म्याङ्गो प्लस, तपाईको इम्युनिटीको लागि।
Associate sponsor
The best Saurya Cement.
यति कार्पेट पछाडि प्रत्येक मिटरमा रहेको यतिको लोगो हेर्न नभुल्नुहोला।
Digital streaming partner OSR Sports. Official right holder AdPad. Marketed by AD Release.
First runs of the day, going to be a lovely shot. Look at how short that boundary is. It will in fact be a Pulsar Power 6. Hit back just past Gupta. Wonder will he have felt if he was in the game for a moment there. And he's going to fall to an overseas player again, almost as if I called it in. Oh, that's so unlucky. An inside edge. Big hit this time, and has Janat got enough?
Big heave, and he finally keeps the bowler honest. That. And just when I said he might get underneath, that's taken, well done.
Giving the charge, oh my God.
Goes for the big one, that's a really good strike. Goes for the big one, and it's taken as well at long off. Oh, got him, inside edge.
And I think the Tigers are not going to want to lose that winning form. This has come off an outside edge. The hundreds is going to come up.
Oh, that's a sharp cut if you've ever seen one. Pulled. Will that go all the way? That's a special shot. Well, slices away, behind square on the off. Can't get to it when short third and point man are inside. Ball, that will be a big six. Yeah, got the angle wrong, just slightly short. Got him. That's the comeback. Palami dismissed for the first time.
Over the offside.
And there he goes, on cue. Knew was likely to be there. That's up in the sky again. The fielder should get to it. Taken very easily. Is that going to go all the way? Fielder trying to get underneath, but well done. Yeah. And that's wide outside off. They take the single as a bye. They'll get another. That's a little poor by the stand-in wicket keeper, and perhaps by the bowler as well, who really should have been backing up. So 2 more to the Chitwan Tigers, and they will end at 164, is it?
Plays it fine, and that's going to be a 4. Deserting in his line on that occasion.
Flicks it towards the square leg region. Tamim Iqbal.
Bowling shot this time. Width was offered, and that's slashed away.
This time plays it towards the mid-wicket region. There's no cover over there. That should be another Sagar Mata cement 4.
That's pulled. That's pulled away. And that's gone the distance as well.
Poor bowling by Dakal. There's no cover over there, and he drifts down the leg side. That was a half-tracker.
Absolutely, once again, lovely strike there.
Pride on the line.
Yes, yet again, another very good shot by Tamim Iqbal.
Big sweep. Is that going to go all the way? Will that change soon? Oh, well done, clever. Tamim Iqbal using his experience. Oh, short. That's going to go all the way. Bad line, bad length. Once again. No, it's gone straight up into the air, into the side screen. Oh, squeezes it through the gap, does Pradeep Iyer. Everything he does today is working well.
Tamim Iqbal's striking form is a very good sign for the Gladiators.
Oh, dear.
Through the offside. That's a lovely shot from Pradeep Iyer. That's mainly because of this batting of Pradeep Iyer, but he's given it away.
Right now it's all the good. Too easy for them. And this too might go to the boundary, to the right.
13 for him.
And Taranga goes big this time. He knows his opposite number very well. Goes for it again. And should make it again. Is it bigger? And he goes for it again. That's 3 out of 3. What a finish.
Fielding in the outfield. They're trying a few things. Good delivery. And that's taken.
On target. Against Kamal Irie. Pleasing drive. Straight through. That'll be a wonderful 4. No protocols exercised. Slower one. And they do go across the single. Wild swipe by Malla. Maybe he should stick to bowling his left arm spin, which he did very well.
Triveni Group presents Cricket Season. Strength partner Shivam Cements. Powered by TVS Apache RTR 200.
खाल खालको स्वाद खाल खालको अन्दाज पिउने का अनि पिलाउने का आज यही अटुट सम्बन्धको लागि आफ्नै बगानको ताजा चिया टोक्ला चिया
शिवम सिमेन्ट भरोसा अटुट सम्बन्धको
39 years of racing heritage. A versatile race machine engineered to give you the power of 3-in-1. Introducing the TVS Apache RTR 200 4V, engineered to adapt.
ओहो दिनभरि खेलिरहेको छ त बाबु सुपर हिरोको पावर डाउन होला नि फेरि
डोन्ट वरी मेरो सुपर हिरो सुपर इम्युन छ किनकि उसलाई म दिन्छु रियल इम्युनो
प्रस्तुत छ रियल इम्युनो म्याङ्गो प्लस जसमा छ स्वादिलो म्याङ्गो प्लस भिटामिन सी जिंक हनी तुलसी र अश्वगन्धाको पावर अफ 5 रियल इम्युनो म्याङ्गो प्लस तपाईको इम्युनिटीको लागि
आधुनिक तथा विशिष्ट ग्याल्बोलुम प्लान्टबाट उत्पादित जगदम्बा सुपर साइन तथा जगदम्बा ग्याल्बा प्लस जस्ता पाता
टिकाउ भनेर जुन पाइ त्यही कार्पेट दिएछ अनि कहाँबाट हुन्छ त
सावधान तपाई पनि यति कार्पेट खरिद गर्दा यति कार्पेट पछाडी प्रत्येक मिटरमा रहेको यतिको लोगो हेर्न नभुल्नुहोला
स्वास्थ्य जीवनको हरेक इनिङमा सिक्सर शिव शक्ति फ्यामिली हेल्थ ऑयल
शिवम सिमेन्ट भरोसा अटुट सम्बन्धको
उच्च सोचको निर्माण सगरमाथा सिमेन्ट जुनी जुनीलाई
सताउँछ याद आउँछ एक्लोपनले मन रुवाउँछ यादले छोडेन मन लाग्दैन केहीमा पनि
आमाको हातको स्वादले ममताको गाँसले घरको याद आउँछ
आमाको हात ममताको स्वाद आमाको हात अमृतको स्वाद
विगत 45 वर्षदेखि अमृत तेल नै हो अमृत त्रिवेणी ग्रुपको उत्कृष्ट उत्पादन
Triveni Group presents Cricket Season. Strength partner Shivam Cements. Powered by TVS Apache RTR 200.
Oh, he's just picked that up. That's Gurbaz at his sublime best. This time, just moving in the crease, trying to play towards the mid-wicket region. And what is happening over there?
So desperate to get to the other side. Big appeal and given. He had walked across his stumps.
Short and wide, slashed hard. Fielder at backward point, very ordinary effort. It was travelling.
That's pulled away for the long on region.
Be quiet the next over.
Looks to go big. Has he got the distance on this? Yes, he has. That's the Pulsar Power 6. Again, gets underneath that one. That sailed into the greens there. Ryan Burl plays it behind point. That's 4 and that's 50 as well. This time again moves in the crease and eyes and targets that mid-wicket region. It's another Pulsar Power 6.
Tricky with the rain.
This time drags one on to the stumps. Finally the innings ends.
Late playing, big appeal, given immediately.
Umpires barely had, but he's the captain now, and he fancies taking on the bowling, and he's going to get 4 runs to start with, not where he looked to hit it. Sandy Plamachani's going to hit it over their head, Pongo it away. Smashed down the ground. Has he got enough of this? Of course he had. Chance for a one-hander in the crowd. Oh, it's held on to.
So close, yet so far.
And so close and yet so far for that fielder. He goes flying.
Dhamichan, I tell you what, he's making a move here.
Look at this one. Another chance in the crowd. Oh! Looking well in excess of that. Bibek Yadav may have a wicket from his first ball, though Richard Levy is never going to drop that. Sandy Plamachani hits one into the sky. Probably going to be safe, is it? It's going to go all the way for 6. How's he got that all the way for a Pulsar Power 6?
Cameo from him.
Goes for the uppercut this time, and it's going to soar nearly for 6 more. Pulled into the sky. Is this going to be another chance? He's going to pick up 3 wickets in his solitary over. What a final over. Brilliant stuff from Bibek Yadav. Where was he for the entire game?
This time looks to go big, gets an edge over the wicketkeeper and into the building over there behind.
The commentators as well.
Gets an outside edge, a soft dismissal. Just carts that towards the mid-wicket region. Fielder cannot cut it off. Again, makes room for himself, plays it over backward point. That's another Sagar Mata Cement 4. This time bowls the shot. Has he found the fielder? Jitendra Mukhya with a very good catch. Great awareness, timing that jump as well.
Excellent delivery. What a delivery here from Mukhya. He's on fire at the moment. That's played well. That's a lovely strike. Sagar Mata Cement 4. That will definitely go up. Oh, that's poor fielding effort. Goes for the big one. That's connected really well. Goes for the big one, and this time, once again, getting the treatment. He's one in the slot. Goes for the big one, and that's a delightful shot as well. It's gone into the practice arena.
Yeah.
Happens in the world of sport as well. You know, you get a nice big launch. A lot of people never look back. Nice, clever glance as we see this ball. Swings it. Well beyond. That's another magnificent Pulsar Power 6. We just see this ball through. Yeah, lucky to get away. Are now also pretty fond. Will that go all the way? It does. Terrible, because that's the kind of place. Oh, reverse and taken. The heart of adventure equipment.
I agree, and it used to be a hangout place when I was younger.
I understand it's a big draw, and we have lots of major hotels here too now.
Absolutely, yes. And next, very good hotels.
Oh, in the gap. And Bibek will help himself to another Sagar Mata Cement 4. Cut away. Over backward point. That will be another Sagar Mata Cement 4. Cut away. Over backward point. That will be another Sagar Mata Cement 4. This is not looking good for the Kathmandu Kings. Mukhya bangs it in short. And another boundary there.
Triveni Group presents Cricket Season. Strength partner Shivam Cement. Powered by TVS Apache RTR 200. Title sponsor Triveni Group. Strength partner
Shivam Cement.
Powered by TVS Apache RTR 200 4V. Co-sponsored by
Real Immuno Mango Plus. Tapaiko immunity ko lagi.
Associate sponsor
The best Saurya Cement.
यति कार्पेट पछाडि प्रत्येक मिटरमा रहेको यतिको लोगो हेर्न नभुल्नुहोला।
Digital streaming partner OSR Sports. Official right holder AdPad. Marketed by AD Release.
Welcome back after that short commercial break and the highlights, some cricketing actions for all our fans out there and cricket lovers out there. अब next match को कुराकानी गरौँ। आजको second match रहेको छ Bhairahawa Gladiators versus Kathmandu Kings 11. यो दुईजनाको एक अर्कासँग कम्पिट गरेको हामीले अहिलेसम्म हेर्नै पाएको छैनौँ हैन। म्याच पोइन्ट्स शेयरिङ बेसिसमा पानीको कारणले अवरुद्ध भयो, हिजो ग्राउन्ड सुकेन राम्ररी हैन। अनि त्यसैले हामीले अनि पहिला पनि एउटा म्याच चाहिँ रिस्केड्युल भएकै त्यही रिस्केड्युल भएको म्याच हिजो थियो, म्याच नम्बर 13 अनलकी नम्बर भनेर भन्छन् मान्छेहरूले। कता कता म्याच हुन नसकेकोमा अलिकति अनलकी नै जस्तो साबित भएको छ क्रिकेट फ्यान्सहरूको लागि पनि। सो एक अर्कासँग नखेलेको कारणले गर्दाखेरि तर एक अर्काको गेम राम्ररी हेरेको कारणले गर्दाखेरि इन ब्रिफ जस्ट टेल अस भैरहवा ग्ल्याडिएटर्स र काठमाडौँ किङ्स 11 को कस्तो कस्तो खालको स्ट्र्याटेजी हुनुपर्छ जस्तो लाग्छ अब?
सबभन्दा पहिला 13 अनलकी नम्बर होइन, काठमाडौँको लागि लक्की नै भएको थियो। यो म्याच चाहिँ पोइन्ट चेयर गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ 1 पोइन्टले गर्दाखेरि काठमाडौँलाई अगाडि पुर्यायो। हजुरको बर्थडे पनि 13 मै थियो है।
तर क्रिकेटिङ फ्यान्सको लागि भनेको मैले उहाँहरूले चाहिँ म्याच हेर्न पाउनु
काठमाडौँको लागि लकी थियो,
काठमाडौँको लागि
ललितपुरको लागि चाहिँ अनलकी भयो अफ कोर्स। तर अर्को कुरा गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ अब सिरियसली कुरा गर्दाखेरि भैरवा एकदम ब्यालेन्स साइडको रूपमा अगाडि आएको छ। तर अनफर्चुनेटली म्याचेसहरू यताउता कस्तो कस्तो भइरहेको छ। इभन फर्स्ट क्वालिफायरमा पुग्ने खालको टिम थियो, एउटा मात्र टिम अपराजित अहिलेसम्म कसैले पनि हराउन सकेका छैन। सो त्यो हिसाबले भैरवा एकदम अगाडि इभन क्वालिफायर खेल्न डिजर्भ गर्ने टिम थियो। अनफर्चुनेटली त्यो हिजो खेल पुरा नहुँदाखेरि जितेको भए त फर्स्ट क्वालिफायर पुग्थ्यो नै। तर केही छैन, आजको म्याच जित्दै अगाडि बढ्ने मौका त छ। तर काठमाडौँको कुरा गर्दा अर्कोतर्फ काठमाडौँको एउटा टिम एफर्टको रूपमा अहिलेसम्म मैले त्यो पर्फर्मेन्स देख्न सकेको छैन। इभन एउटा म्याचमा सन्दीपले अस्ति म्याच राम्रो पर्फर्मेन्स गरे सन्दीपले, एउटा म्याचमा जितेन्द्र मुखियाले, एउटा म्याचमा रायन बर्डले, त्यस्तै खालको एउटा म्याचमा गोल्सनले त्यस्तो खालको पर्फर्मेन्स भइरहेको छ कि गुरबजले भनौँ। सो सबैजना प्लेयर एउटा म्याचमा चाहिँ टिम एफर्ट लगाएर जित्यो पर्फर्मेन्स गरेको खण्डमा चाहिँ भैरवालाई च्यालेन्ज दिन सक्छन्। त्यो हिसाबले पर्फर्मेन्स गरेको खण्डमा चाहिँ काठमाडौँ राम्रो टिम छ, तर टिमको रूपमा एकजुट हुनु पऱ्यो। अर्कोतर्फ भैरवा एकदम कम्पोज छ, शरद भेषकर क्याप्टेन्सीको टिम, उपुल थारङ्गा, धामिका प्रसाद जस्तो खेलाडीहरू भेरी कम्पोज, सबै के गर्नुपर्छ सबै कुरा थाहा छ जस्तो सेट भएर जस्तो खालको टिम रहेको छ। त्यसपछि दुर्गेशले राम्रो बलिङ गरिरहेको छ, नेपाली खेलाडीहरूको प्रदर्शन पनि अझ इभन कुशल मल्लले एउटा म्याचमा राम्रो गर्यो, शरदको त ब्याटिङ पर्फर्मेन्स हेर्न नै पाएको छैन हामीले। सो त्यस्तो खालको टिम छ कि त्यति मौका नै पाएको छैन अझ खेलाडीले आफूलाई प्रुभ गर्न। रोहित पौडेल कुड हेभ बिन पर्फर्म बेटर होइन रोहित पौडेलले। सो अब टिम हिसाबले हेर्दाखेरि भैरवा एकदमै राम्रो छ अहिलेसम्म पर्फर्मेन्स हिसाबले।
अहिलेसम्म भैरवाको प्लेयर्सहरूको कुराकानी गर्दाखेरि जस्तै प्रदीप अहिले भयो एकदमै डिपेन्डेबल ब्याटर बनेर निस्केका छन् उनी होइन। जस्तै उपुल थारङ्गा भयो अनि धामिका प्रसाद विथ हिज ड्रामा एन्ड फन फर अस, प्रोबब्ली नट फर हिम। आउने बित्तिकै मुखमा हाँसो आइहाल्छ। सो आज उहाँहरूले पनि मोमेन्टम त्यो ब्रेक नगरिकन कन्टिन्यू गर्नु इज भेरी इम्पोर्टेन्ट होइन। जस्तै यहाँले भने जस्तै अरू ब्याटरहरूले खासै खेल्ने चान्स पाइरहेका छैनन् किनकि दे हेभ बिन स्ट्यान्डिङ आउट अहिलेसम्मको पर्फर्मेन्समा। अब अर्को ब्याटरहरूले अघि नै केही मिस्टेकको कुरा गर्न चाहन्छु कि जस्तै पोखराको लाइक फरेन प्लेयर्सहरू हुने बित्तिकै नेपाली लोकल प्लेयर्सहरू अलिकति धर्मराएको जस्तो देखियो होइन। त्यो नहुनको लागि अब भैरवाको कुन ब्याटर्सहरू चाहिँ साइन गर्नुपर्छ?
एकदम राम्रो पोइन्ट मैले छुट्याएँ। प्रदीप ऐरी पनि लास्ट म्याचमा फर्ममा आइसकेका छन्। प्रदीप ऐरी जुन प्रदीप ऐरीलाई हामीले जुन पहिला बुमबुम ऐरी भनेर चिनिन्थ्यो, जुन अट्याकिङ ब्याटिङ गर्थ्यो, ओपनिङ ब्याटिङ नेपालको लागि पनि ओपनिङ ब्याटिङ गर्थ्यो 2011 को पिरियडमा रेगुलर ओपनर थियो प्रदीप ऐरी। सो त्यसपछि बल्ल अहिले अलिकति लय पाएको छ प्रदीपले, उनी फर्ममा आउने एकदम राम्रो। फेरि पनि रेस्पोन्सिबिलिटीको चाहिँ हामीले कामना गरेका छौँ, भैरवा फ्यानले चाहिँ गरेका छन्। त्यसपछि अरू त अब ब्याट्सम्यानमा इभन शरदले, त्यसपछि रोहित पौडेल भयो, कुशल मल्ल एउटा इनिङ राम्रो खेले, रोहितहरूबाट चाहिँ पर्फर्मेन्स राम्रो अझै बेटर अपेक्षा गरिएको छ तिनीहरूबाट चाहिँ बढी। इभन अब भैरवासँगको डेप्थको चाहिँ अझ टेस्ट भएको छैन कि, इभन रोहित कुशल त्यसपछि शरदहरू तल आएर कस्तो फिनिस गर्न सक्छन्। इभन माथिको ब्याट्सम्यान उपुल थारङ्गा, तामिम इक्बालहरू आउट भइसकेपछि तलको ब्याट्सम्यानले कस्तो गर्छ त्यो हेर्न बाँकी छ। स्ट्यान्ड आउट गर्छन् पनि होला जुन क्वालिटीको प्लेयर छन्।
यसमा यहाँले भने आरिफ शेख अनदर प्लेयर टु वाच आउट फर होइन। जस्तै तामिम इक्बालको कुरा गरौँ, लास्ट म्याच डिडन्ट क्वाइट गो एज वेल एज ही थट ही वुड पर्फर्म होइन। अनि अब आजको लागि चाहिँ जस्तै सबै ब्याटरहरू किनकि अहिले जो पनि हार्ने एन्डमा लुजिङ एन्डमा हुन्छ उहाँको चाहिँ आज बाई बाई नै हुन्छ होइन एभरेज प्रिमियर लिगबाट के अरे फाइनल्समा पनि जानु पाउँदैन अर्को गेम पनि खेल्न पाउँदैन होइन सो यो यस्तो इम्पोर्टेन्ट सङ्घारमा आएर how should he perform and like he has to prove as an asset to the team होइन there is no room for error anymore होइन उहाँले चाहिँ आफ्नो ब्याटिङ प्रदर्शन कस्तो गर्नुपर्छ होला
एकदम आज त अब चान्सै छैन भनौँ न आज म्याच हार्ने बित्तिकै सक्यो जुन पनि टिमको लागि त्यही हो आज चाहिँ अब पर्फर्मेन्स चाहिँ कस्तो गर्नुपर्छ भन्दा नि एउटा म्याच मात्रै छ प्रेसर पनि छ एक तरिकाको तर त्यो लिनुभन्दा पनि पर म्याच जो ब्याट्सम्यान जान्छ क्रिजमा त्यो मोमेन्टमा सोच्नुपर्छ क्या जसले पनि ब्याटिङ गर्न जान्छ इभन काठमाडौँको प्लेयरहरू पनि जुन रायन बलले जुन स्टार्ट गर्यो त्यसपछि कन्टिन्यू गर्न सकेनन् त्यो एक्सपेक्टेसन्स भन्दा पनि आज टिम एक्जिट भएर जसले जे भूमिका पाउँछ त्यो निभाउने जुन ओपनर जान्छ ओपनरको रोल के छ त्यो निभाउने त्यो पार्ट भएर सोचेर जानुपर्छ जस्तो लाग्छ किनकि एकैचोटि तपाईँ म्याच जित्छु म फाइनल पुग्छु टुर्नामेन्ट जित्छु भनेर सोच्दाखेरि चाहिँ गाह्रो पर्छ तपाईँलाई त्यही भएर एउटा पर्फर्मेन्स एउटा रोल आफ्नो के हुन्छ ब्याटिङ गर्दाखेरि पावर प्लेमा आफ्नो टिमको योजना के छ त्यसपछि मिडल ओभरमा विकेट नगुमाउने योजना छ कि डेथ ओभरमा कति रन बनाउने त्यो एउटा योजना छ नि बरु त्यो योजना अनुसार जाँदा चाहिँ फाइदा हुन्छ जस्तो लाग्छ
एब्सोल्युटली एकदमै टाइट छ होइन नो रुम फर एरर लाइक यु सेड अब स्ट्रेस भन्दा पनि वान स्टेप एट अ टाइम
काठमाडौँको लागि लास्ट म्याच पनि त्यस्तै नै थियो तर 1 पोइन्ट पाउँदा पनि जे होस् नेट रन रेटमा अगाडि थियो र गयो काठमाडौँको लागि लगातार त्यस्तो म्याच छ एउटा म्याच मात्रै जितेको छ काठमाडौँले अहिलेसम्म सो
ओके हुन्छ काठमाडौँ किङ्स 11 को हामी कुराकानी गर्ने नै छौँ विस्तृत रूपमा जसरी हामीले भैरहवाको कुरा गऱ्यौँ अहिलेको लागि भने एउटा सर्ट कमर्सियल ब्रेक
खाल खालको स्वाद खाल खालको अन्दाज पिउनेका अनि पिलाउनेका आज यही अटुट सम्बन्धको लागि आफ्नै बगानको ताजा चिया टोक्ला चिया
शिवम सिमेन्ट भरोसा अटुट सम्बन्धको
39 years of racing heritage. A versatile race machine engineered to give you the power of Train 1. Introducing the TVS Apache RTR 204V, engineered to adapt.
प्रस्तुत छ रियल इम्युनो म्याङ्गो प्लस तपाईको इम्युनिटी बढाउनको लागि जसमा छ स्वादिलो म्याङ्गो प्लस विटामिन सी जिंक हनी तुलसी र अश्वगन्धाको पावर अफ 5 रियल इम्युनो म्याङ्गो प्लस तपाईको इम्युनिटीको लागि
आधुनिक तथा विशिष्ट ग्याल्बोलुम प्लान्टबाट उत्पादित जगदम्बा सुपर साइन तथा जगदम्बा ग्याल्बा प्लस जस्ता पाता
टिकाउ भनेर जुन पाइ त्यही कार्पेट दिएछ अनि कहाँबाट हुन्छ त
सावधान तपाई पनि यति कार्पेट खरिद गर्दा यति कार्पेट पछाडी प्रत्येक मिटरमा रहेको यतिको लोगो हेर्न नभुल्नु होला
स्वास्थ्य जीवनको हरेक इनिङमा सिक्सर शिव शक्ति फ्यामिली हेल्थ ऑयल
शिवम सिमेन्ट भरोसा अटुट सम्बन्धको
उच्च सोचको निर्माण सगरमाथा सिमेन्ट जुनीलाई
Triveni Group presents Cricket Season. Strength partner Shivam Cements. Powered by TVS Apache RTR 200.
Welcome back. You're watching Triveni Group Presents Cricket Season. Our strength partner is Shivam Cements and it is powered by TVS Apache RTR 204V. Break भन्दा अगाडि हामीले भैरहवाको टिमको बारेमा कुराकानी गर्यौं अब काठमाडौँ किङ्स 11 मा यहाँले सुरुमा समग्र रूपमा भन्दाखेरि भनि नै सक्नु भएको थियो एउटा प्लेयर मात्र शाइन गर्ने जस्तो देखिरहेको छ तर हुन त काठमाडौँ किङ्स 11 ले पनि धेरै म्याचेसहरु उहाँको प्रदर्शन राम्रो प्रपर प्रदर्शन हामीले हेर्न पाएका छैनौं है
अब मोमेन्टम ब्रेक भइरहेछ बीचमा
राइट
यस्तो हो अब काठमाडौँको हिसाबले हेर्दा टिम राम्रो छ काठमाडौँमा सुभाष खकुरेल इभन लास्टमा फर्ममा अमित श्रेष्ठ पनि फर्ममा आएको छ राम्रो साइड टुर्नामेन्ट अगाडि बढ्दै जाँदा नेपाली प्लेयर फर्ममा आउनु राम्रो सुभाष खकुरेल बिचमा सुभाष खकुरेल अलिकति रोल चेन्ज गरेर पनि खेलाउँछन् अट्याकिङ अलिकति थोरै पहिलाभन्दा पोजिटिभ ब्याटिङ पनि गरिरहेको छ सर्ट खेल्नको लागि हिचकिचाइरहेको छैनन् पावर प्लेमा ब्याटिङ गर्दाखेरि इभन त्यसपछि अमित श्रेष्ठ लास्ट म्याचमा पर्फर्मेन्स 50 रान बलसँग त्यो खालको पर्फर्मेन्स पनि थियो ब्याटिङ साइड राम्रो पर्फर्मेन्स गरेको पनि थियो त्यही कारणले गर्दाखेरि सो टिम राम्रो छ इभन सन्दीप लामिछानेको सुरुमा पर्फर्मेन्स राम्रो थिएन त्यसपछि सन्दीप लामिछाने पनि फर्ममा आएको छन् विकेट त्यसपछि रनमा पनि ब्याटिङमा पनि रन बनाए फिनिसको रोलमा इभन जितेन्द्र मुखियाको कन्सिस्टेन्ट राम्रो पर्फर्मेन्स रहेको छ र टुर्नामेन्टमा पर्फर्मेन्स हेर्ने भने ललितपुरसँग जितिसकेपछि जुन स्टार्ट थियो त्यसपछि त्यस्तो स्टार्ट पाउन सकेन चितवनसँग फेरि टाइट लस भयो त्यसपछि फेरि विराटनगरसँग 7 रनको हार त्यो फिनिस गर्न सकेका छैन भने लास्ट टुर्नामेन्टमा चाहिँ पोखराको त्यस्तो भएको थियो फिनिस गर्न सकिरहेको थिएन
अहिलेलाई भने हामी ग्राउन्डतर्फ हेर्न सक्छौँ हाम्रो फर्मर क्रिकेटर उहाँले एउटा इन्टरभ्यू लिन गइरहनु भएको छ लेट्स हियर देम
ball getting little bit swing, so I just trying to keep in stump to stump so that I can get that much swing, and if I do ball in the same length I can get some wickets as well.
Now we are talking about that ball of the tournament, the wicket you got of Gunaratne. Yeah. Did you plan anything or just happened with that?
No, it was planned. It was planned. I was ball was seaming a bit, so I just tried to keep it on the middle wicket. So if it will outswing, definitely it is going to hit a edge or getting wickets, and same thing happened.
That was a brilliant delivery, I must say. But coming back to your bowling now, is it just tell our viewers as well? Is it a bit different when you're bowling with a new ball, when you're bowling in the middle overs or in the death overs? What's the different plans you have in mind?
Of course, in T20 there should be plan in in power play as well, and depth over and middle over. So in power play, I just try to bowl wicket to wicket to get the edge.
Yeah.
And in middle wicket, I just try to hit the three-quarter length, and in the depth over, I just tried to bowl Yorker, but in last match it was not happened. But my plan was to bowl Yorker, and definitely I will do so.
But all the best for this crunch game, this big game coming for you.
Thank you so much.
Jitendra Mukhya with a top performance in the bowling, the 8 wickets for him for Kathmandu Kings 11, and he'll be up against the Bhairahawa Gladiators, who've put up some wonderful performances in the tournament. They'll be a little disappointed for not making it in the top 2, but otherwise their batsmen have done extremely well. They've had scores of over 200 as well in this tournament, and they're led by the mercurial Sharad Vesavkar, who's handled and led his side extremely well. Now they are the only team who's not lost a match in this particular edition. 5 games for them, 2 wins, and one, remember, it went into a tie as well, and no results. Just the right time to once again go down, as Ajay Mehra is with one of the rising stars of Nepal cricket, Rohit Paudel.
For the Gladiators, I have Rohit Kumar Paudel with me. Rohit, first of all, the recent international series you played for Nepal, you had a very good series.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I enjoyed that series. So yeah.
And this game coming up is going to be a big game for you. How are you looking at it?
Yeah, now every game is like a knockout. So we'll play our best team and we'll give our 100% effort.
Now playing in this EPL, what have been the learnings for you? What you have really gained from this tournament?
Yeah, playing with Tamim and Uppul and Dhamika, their experience is giving me a lot of boost. So yeah, learning from them.
And obviously you like to perform as well in this crunch game, this big game coming up.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Yeah, absolutely, because all the foreigners have performed. So we as a Nepali players, I think we need to step up now. So yeah.
And also, you mentioned a few names, international players as well. So any domestic players you looked up to in the past, and who's been your role model as far as batting is concerned?
Yeah, I love to see Paras Khadka. Absolutely, he's one of the greatest Nepal has ever produced. So yeah.
He's been a great performer, but all the best for this game, this big game coming up for you.
Thank you.
Rohit Kumar Paudel has been the under-19 captain of Nepal, did extremely well as well for Nepal and Oman. Just a short of runs over here, but he'll be eager to make it count. A lot of crowd coming in for this big clash. Remember, it's the Eliminator. One team goes home, the other team lives to fight another day. Let's go down to the center. Andrew Leonard with both the captains for the toss.
Game number 2 in the playoffs. It's 3rd v 4th. It's the Bhairahawa Gladiators against the Kathmandu Kings. I've got the main men in the middle. The match referee, that's Mohammed Shafiq, alongside the Kathmandu Kings captain, Sandeep Lamachani, and the Bhairahawa Gladiators captain, Sharid Vasakar. You've got the coin, Sharid. Give it a toss. Tails is the call. It's a head. Sharid, you've won the toss. What are you going to do and why?
Well, good afternoon. We are looking to bat first, and I think we have played a lot of games in this wicket, so knockout game, it's not going to be easy to chase under pressure, I feel.
It's a bit of a change of tactic. A lot of the sides bowling first. You feel you're going to put up a big score here?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we are looking to put up a good score. You know, like, you never know how much is enough in this wicket, actually, but yeah, the batting squad looks good, and yeah, we're up for it.
You were disappointed not to be finishing in 1st or 2nd place. You'll have to win today and win tomorrow. Any changes to your side?
No, we have the same theme. I mean, like, nature, we can't fight against it. So, yeah, if you want to win this championship, we have to beat every team in the tournament. So, yeah, hoping for the best.
Sharid, very best of luck today.
Thank you.
Yeah, nice fist bump and a hug between Sandeep and Sharid. Great friends. You've lost the toss, but you might have ended up bowling first anyway, would you?
Exactly.
Okay, tell us why that would have been.
I mean, you know, it's really easy to know the target after you win the toss and choose to bowl. And we were also hoping, like, if we win the toss, we'll definitely bowl first.
It's been a difficult tournament for your side. The rain's got involved in a lot of your games. We're hoping for clear skies today. Can you get the best of the Gladiators?
I mean, like, we can't blame anything here because, you know, it's natural thing. So, yeah, definitely whoever plays the best will win the game.
Finally, Sandeep, any changes to your starting 11 today?
Yeah, it's fortunately or unfortunately we have 3 changes. Subhash is out, of course, of injury, and Dinesh Adhikari is making his debut today, and Gurbaz is out and Janak is coming in, and Samsad is out and Sher is coming in for him.
Very well remembered. You've got a long future as a captain. Good luck today.
Thank you so much.
That's the news from the middle. The Bhairahawa Gladiators, they've won the toss, but perhaps a bit of a surprise. They're going to have a bat first.
Bhairahawa Gladiators electing to bat first in this knockout game. 2 changes for Kathmandu Kings 11. But the Bhairahawa Gladiators remain unchanged in this must-win encounter. Remember, one stays back to fight another match, and the other team goes home. A lot of action lined up. This is the big eliminator. We head into a short break, but when we come back, we get you live action.
All right, that was very twist. Toss zitera arko twist. So this is like the 4th in a row, हैन? यो Premier League को लागि 4th.
हजुर. शरदले चाहिँ जुन हिसाबले टस जितेर ब्याटिङ गरेको यो प्रेसर म्याच हो के काठमाडौँको लागि एकदम प्रेसर म्याच छ आज फेरि काठमाडौँको ब्याटिङ लाइनअप पनि त्यति टेस्ट भएको छैन त्यति खालको कन्फिडेन्ट ब्याटिङ लाइनअप देखाएको छैन सो चेज गर्दाखेरि उसको एक्स्ट्रा प्रेसर हुन्छ प्रेसर म्याचमा चेज गर्नु अर्को एक्स्ट्रा प्रेसर हुन्छ सो प्रेसर म्याच छ त्यसमाथि पनि चेजको प्रेसर दिन चाहिँ चाहन्छन् शरद दर्शकहरू त्यो क्लेभर मुभ भन्छु म शरदको किनकि यो विकेट छ अर्को कुरा शरदको लागि घाटा के हुन सक्नु भन्दा यो विकेटमा कति रन बन्छ उनले अनुमान गर्न सकेका छैनन् कि कति बन्छ किनकि फर्स्ट म्याचको त्यो विकेट देखिसकेपछि थोरै डाउट छ तर पनि के हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि सुरुमा ब्याटिङ गर्न गइसकेपछि विकेट बुझेर त्यो अनुसार टार्गेट हुनेछ र सन्दीपले भन्दै थियो कि अब टार्गेट थाहा पाउनु चाहिँ राम्रो पक्ष हो कति टार्गेट हुन्छ त्यो अनुसार चेज गर्ने
Absolutely. Let's have a look at the players to watch. Here are the Jagadamba Super Shine players to watch for this match. As a Yako prediction, के होला स्कोरको?
स्कोरको प्रेडिक्सन शरद दर्शकको टिमले ब्याटिङ गर्थे त्यसैले 170 180 को स्कोर त्यसपछि त्यो टार्गेट भयो भने एकदम कम्फर्टेबल भिक्ट्री पाउन सक्छ
Right. So 170 to 80 को चीज like target set चाहिँ हुनै पर्यो.
विकेट पनि सुकिसकेको छ.
अनि त्यसलाई पनि properly defend गर्न सक्नु पर्यो हैन?
सक्नु पर्यो. गाह्रो हुन्छ त्यति भयो भने किनकि प्रेसर म्याच चाहिँ 170 80 पुरै आउँछ धेरै गाह्रो हुन्छ.
Alright. अब म्याच एकछिनमा सुरु हुन लागेको छ. हामी यहाँलाई ग्राउन्ड तर्फ लाने नै छौं. एउटा मोमेन्ट पनि we are going to make sure that you are not going to miss it. अहिलेको लागि भने short commercial break.
विगत 45 वर्षदेखि अमृत तेल नै हो अमृत
बल्ल भेटियो सुन जस्तै चुनढुङ्गा खानी बेस्ट चाहनुहुनेहरूको लागि द बेस्ट मात्र उपलब्ध गराउँदै द बेस्ट सौर्य सिमेन्ट
सिद्धार्थ बैंक सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई
सधैँ on लाइफमा धुमधाम सधैँ on एन्सर डाटा सधैँ on
हामी हाम्रो 4G नेटवर्क त्यसैभर लगातार विस्तार गरिरहेका छौँ रहनुहोस् एन्सल 4G का साथ सधैँ अन सधैँ कनेक्टेड
एन्सर डाटा सधैँ on
स्वास्थ्य जीवनको हरेक इनिङमा सिक्सर शिव शक्ति फ्यामिली हेल्थ ऑयल
उच्च सोचको निर्माण सगरमाथा सिमेन्ट जुनीलाई
प्रस्तुत छ रियल इम्युनो म्याङ्गो प्लस तपाईको इम्युनिटी बढाउनको लागि जसमा छ स्वादिलो म्याङ्गो प्लस भिटामिन सी जिंक हनी तुलसी र अश्वगन्धाको पावर अफ 5 रियल इम्युनो म्याङ्गो प्लस तपाईको इम्युनिटीको लागि
आमाको हात अमृतको स्वाद
विगत 45 वर्षदेखि अमृत तेल नै हो अमृत
Triveni Group presents Cricket Season. Strength partner Shivam Cement. Powered by TVS Apache RTR 200.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment you all have been waiting for. As a हारेको यो knockout match हो त्यसैले आज जितेको टिम मात्रै अर्को Eliminators मा जान पाउँछ यहाँले हेर्न सक्नुहुन्छ खेलाडीहरू पनि सबैजना रेडी भइसक्नु भयो सो enjoy the match between Bhairahawa Gladiators and Kathmandu Kings 11.
Opportunity for Kathmandu Kings 11 to regroup, and that huddle should actually mean something more than just having a discussion. They need to bring their A game out, Andrew. They have struggled in this tournament. They've not impressed, and making changes for this big game easily suggests that all is not well in the dugout in terms of form and performance.
Yeah, you're spot on. And the big news, in case you're just tuning in now for the first time, no Ramanullah Gurbaz. He has gone off to Dubai for the T20 World Cup. We wish him well. He had a really significant impact in a very short amount of time, making 104 runs, but at a strike rate of nearly 175. We'll probably see him opening the batting for Afghanistan in that T20 World Cup, but he is on, and that means the replacement has to come in. Janak Prakash, been down with food poisoning for 3 or 4 days. He's back into the side. Definitely looks like a slightly weaker Kings 11 to the Gladiators. The Gladiators, for my money, they are favourites today. Things don't always go according to the form book.
Oh yes, Kings 11 coming in with 3 changes to their side. Dinesh Adhikari is in. You have Subhash Kakurel is missing out. He's been struggling with form. Sher Malla is in. Shamshad Sheikh is out as well. And no Gurbaz, which means that it's Janak Prakash. That's for Kathmandu Kings 11. Bhairahawa Gladiators unchanged for this big fixture. Another thing, Andrew, at the toss that Vesavkar mentioned to you, really don't know what's a good total, and yet they decide to bat first.
Yeah, very interesting that, wasn't it, from Gladiators. I was certain that when I turned to Sharad Vasakar, he was going to say, we'll have a bowl. We'll have a bowl first. But Gladiators, they are certainly one of the form sides in the tournament. Remarkably, they are unbeaten, but they find themselves in 3rd place in the table because they only won 2 of their 5 matches. That thrilling tie, last ball 6 from Sharad Vasakar. 2 non-results, one of those non-results particularly unfortunate. But yesterday there was no real chance of play at any point, and what that meant was the Kings snuck above the Patriots into 4th place. And the Bhairahawa Gladiators, because they had won less games than the Rhinos, they ended up.
Umpiring has been wonderful in this tournament. That's Durganath Subedi, another very fine, experienced umpire.
Sanjay Gurung was at the other end, Vinay Kumar Jha, the 3rd umpire, and it will be Mohammed Shafiq who's out with me, the match referee. Spin going to start. 3, 2, 1. We're nearly ready to go.
Watchful Tamim Iqbal. How important it is for him to strike form. They have a long on in place. What an outing both these batsmen had in the last game. Bit of a wild card immediately from Sandeep Lamachani, choosing to open with spin. The part-time off breaks. He's known as a batter, really, Sharmala. Sandeep Lamachani will have watched the morning game live on Himalaya TV, no doubt. You could even get it on OSR Sports on YouTube. He'll have watched it coming across on the bus. He's decided that it's spin to win in this afternoon's contest.
Thinking Sandeep Lamachani, yeah. Very, very big game for both these teams. Remember, one team goes home. Shot delivery, but a very poor shot. Should have played it on the offside. Drags it towards long on. Pradeep Aire, he's on red-hot form right now.
Yeah, not a good delivery, I think. Maybe Pradeep Aire felt he could have just picked it up to that short leg side boundary. Left-hand, right-hand partnership. Sharmala in for his first appearance this year's first Premier League. He did play in the washout game. Patriots.
Driven towards mid off for a single. Just a little bit of hesitation in the running over there. The last thing they need is a run out.
It's some interesting communication, haven't we, between some of the overseas stars and the local players, but pretty Pradeep Aire and Tammy Iqbal have spent enough time in the middle together now. Speak the same language.
Wonderful delivery there. Are you a fan of opening with spinners, Andrew?
We've seen spin dominate prior editions of the Everest Premier League, but it's really been the seamers being on top in this tournament. Again, another delivery, not spinning, just skidding on straight.
Where's Mukhia? Where's Jitinder Mukhia? He goes, looks for the big hit. One bounce, right to the fielder, goes for a Sagar Mata 4 as well. You got the impression that Pradeep Aire was not ready to bow down, and he gets a much needed 4.
Yeah, beats the dive of Brian Burrell. Outstanding fielder, the Zimbabwean all-rounder, one of the stars of the tournament. And Aire hasn't got that out of the middle, coming off the bottom right of his bat. It's gone to the right. Brian Burrell, just the bounce has beaten him really. He's made good ground to his right, but it's going to be the first boundary of the day, straight down the ground.
Not very intended to hit it, but he got 4 for that. He'll be happy, he won't be complaining. Flip has moved to short third man. Again, tossed up delivery down the ground. Back-to-back Sagar Mata 4s. A lot of power imparted on that. It was in the slot. And Pradeep Aire says, thank you very much. 1 gone, 11 for no loss.
Shivam. Shiva Arambha. Shivam Sangha.
Introducing the TVS Apache RTR 204V, engineered to adapt.
आज तपाईहरुको सपना साच्चै पूरा भयो
हो छोरी अब हाम्रो सपना पूरा भयो
उच्च सोचको निर्माण सगरमाथा सिमेन्ट जुनी जुनीलाई
Up that magnificent knock 2 days ago, 72 he made, the highest by a local batter. Couldn't go past the tournament tie of 73. You're going to have a big score. Come on, we deserve a century for a batter in this tournament.
Why I reckon there's a chance of a big score, because the Gladiators have already managed to score 177 in one of their games, 200 plus in the next game of theirs. They have the batting ammunition, is what Vesavkar believes. Good to see Mukhia, quite a character as well. 8 wickets for him in the tournament, and he can get the ball to move. Pitched up delivery, driven through the covers, lovely shot. That's elegant Tamim Iqbal on offer. That's a Sagar Mata cement 4.
Oh, that is glorious, isn't it? All the way along the ground, over pitched by Mukhia to start with, and driven, the perfect cover drive. Look at this. You're watching on at home, the technique that you want, all of the body weight going forward, just leaning into the shot. Doesn't try to hit it too hard really either, does he? But it was a half volley and well punished by Tamim Iqbal.
Yes, just a reminder to all youngsters as well that T20 cricket is also about shots through the carpet, elegant drives. Full delivery, just hurried on to him.
He has produced some brilliance, Mukaya, but it's come at a price. His economy rate in this tournament is nearing 9 runs and over. Super fan, the Gladiators in again in the fancy dress. But he has produced some really good deliveries. 8 wickets in the tournament, none more so than yesterday. We'll see if we can look at that again.
Touch expensive over there in economy, as pointed out by Andrew, but he's been amongst the wicket takers. Nicely bowled once again.
Better length, much better length. You've got to give yourself a chance on this wicket as a seamer. First ball far too full. I think it was yesterday, if I remember correctly. Mukia, I'm sorry, 2 days ago. Of course, yesterday we did nothing. We had a nice day off, didn't we? With all the rain. This delivery to Saila Gunaratne, I think it's been described as the ball of the tournament. The perfect length, looked like it was going to angle in, but it shaped away and cannons in to the top of off.
Oh yes, call that in cricketing lingo peach of a delivery, and that celebration. He knows how good a delivery and how big a wicket that was.
Mukaya, for me, rivals Sampal Kami as the best smile of the tournament. He's always smiling as well.
Nicely bowled. Displays that towards the mid-wicket region, and they'll quickly hurry back for the second that falls in no man's land.
Irie for a moment thought he was in trouble though. It was the leading edge, but he got just enough of it. Deep square leg out, and only Sandeep Lamachani at mid-on. There's a big gap there in the leg side, and a little bit of fortune that didn't loop up to the Kathmandu Kings skipper himself.
He'll play a major role later in the day. Sandeep Lamachani came good with the bat as well in the last game. Down the leg. He's been guilty of just drifting down the leg side. Been having problems with his line. Nevertheless, what a start here for the Bhairahawa Gladiators. Vaishakar winning the toss. A happy dugout, I must say. But they'll be a little disappointed, as you mentioned some time back. They would have easily ended up on 2.
Yeah, there is the bench, and just out of shots is Taburu Dasanayaka, the head coach of the Gladiators. Usually such a calm man, very even in all of his emotions. Yesterday, more than a little frustrated, to say the least. 2 of his games washed out, and the tie meant that they ended up level on points and missed out to the Rhinos, with the first tiebreaker being most wins, not net run rate. Their net run rate was miles ahead of the Rhinos. Perhaps that's a better barometer as to who's going better in the tournament.
Exactly, but that's how the weather has panned out and changed the script for most of the teams, Andrew. Take a look at that, narrowly missing out on the number 2 slot. Nevertheless, bygones be bygones. Aim is to finish well here.
But it's a big swing, because if you finish first or second, you get that second chance. The Rhinos will have that second chance.
On the pads. End of the over, 2 gone. It's 19 for no loss.
Shivam, Shiva Arambha, Shivam Sangha. प्रस्तुत छ रियल इम्युनो मैंगो प्लस, तपाईको इम्युनिटी बढाउनको लागि जसमा छ स्वादिलो मैंगो प्लस, विटामिन सी, जिंक, हनी, तुलसी र अश्वगन्धाको पावर अफ 5. रियल इम्युनो मैंगो प्लस, तपाईको इम्युनिटीको लागि.
आधुनिक तथा विशिष्ट ग्याल्बोलम प्लान्टबाट उत्पादित जगदम्बा सुपर साइन तथा जगदम्बा ग्याल्बा प्लस जस्ता पाता.
Though they must win out, they must win today to go and have a chance to play the Rhinos tomorrow to advance to that grand final on Saturday. And if they do that, I think personally for me it'll be the 2 best teams in the tournament, the Tigers and the Gladiators.
Oh yes, they will feel robbed of a good opportunity there. And everyone needs a second chance in life, Andrew. And especially when it comes to this tournament, certainly the Bhairahawa Gladiators deserved it.
Deserved it, but they're not going to have it. So they're going to have to win today, win tomorrow, and set it up for a super Saturday in front of a packed house here at the TU International Cricket Ground. But the Kings, they haven't struck form yet in this tournament. They have their chance. They can do the same thing. They win today and get past the Rhinos tomorrow. It'll be a home final for them. against the Chitwan Tigers. They're sitting pretty. The feet are up at home, back at the team hotel. They were just watching on. Nice day off to the rest of the afternoon, maybe a day off tomorrow. They'll train Friday and they'll be favourites for that final on Saturday.
It's a long break for them, certainly. Gulshan Jha, he's impressed. Can he continue the good work? Again, just not getting to the pitch of the ball there. He wanted to play it through covers. Tamim Iqbal has been quiet, Andrew. You know, just one of those additions where maybe a big innings is missing from his bat.
Yeah, certainly. We're talking about one of the best cricketers in the world here, one of the best batsmen in the world. He is coming back from injury, remember, and he decided to leave himself out of the reckoning for Bangladesh at that T20 World Cup. He's got a few little scores, threatened to get going, but nothing bigger than that 40 against Chitwan.
Looks to go big. Oh, just over the wicket-keeper's head. It looked like it was going into his gloves. Living dangerously there.
Just about to say he was dropped 3 times in that innings of 40. Tamim Iqbal, has he been dropped here again? Raju Rijal with the gloves on for the first time this tournament because Ramanullah Gurbaz has gone off to the T20 World Cup. Should he have backpedaled quickly enough to get at least a glove on this? I think this is a chance.
Oh, tantalizingly close. Should have taken that, a little bit of more effort, and that could have been a big, big wicket. Once again, Tamim survives. Gulshan Jha almost got that wicket off his second delivery.
Demonstration again, though, of that extra pace from Gulshan Jha. The physio's coming on to have a look at Tamim Iqbal, and I hope he's okay because it was a knee injury back in July that kept him out for about 2 months. I think should have made better ground here, got up into the air. Lamachani, what a reaction from him. He felt that was the first chance for the big wicket.
And then how big a wicket it is as well. This never looked like Tamim was in position to play that shot. Just seemed to have injured his thumb in the process.
Yeah, I think the additional pace of Jha has surprised Tamim Iqbal, even a batter as experienced and as brilliant as Tamim Iqbal. Been hit hard on, it looks like the left thumb to me. That's the raw potential that Gulshan Jha possesses. No wonder he excites every single Nepali cricket fan.
And he's asked for a bat as well. Tamim is called for a few bats. Maybe he could be changing the willow there. But Ramanullah Gurbaz 9 out of 10 times would have plucked that. Raju Rijal just a little inexperienced. And that should have been taken.
I think as well the reason Gurbaz would have taken it is the extra height. Raju Rijal's a diminutive figure behind the stumps. He is a permanent keeper. He's an out-and-out keeper. He's not a part-time keeper. In fact, he was adjusting to his new role in the outfield for the majority of this tournament. But with Gurbaz on a plane, I believe it's today, off to the T20 World Cup. Big moment. Iqbal survives.
He has just not in position, just brushed the gloves as well, and just got behind the wicket-keeper. It was an effort, yes, but not 100% effort that could have yielded in a wicket. But in the end, good to see Gulshan Jha checking on Tamim as well, if all was well with his thumb. Good moments that in cricket, but Raju Rijal just feel a little disappointed. Nicely bowled.
Come on then, Mikel, we've had a few games up in the commentary box. Time for another one. Not a lucky competition this time, but let's play a guess the speed. What speed is Gulshan Jha bowling? For me, I think he's been the fastest bowler in the entire Bajaj Pulsar Everest Premier League.
Right, so if that's the case, then what's the speed that you have in mind, Andrew?
Possibly pushing around 140 kilometers an hour, which is that kind of magic number in and around 90 miles an hour. Young bowler with huge potential, and he's got wheels.
Nicely bowled. Coming in this time, a quick single towards covers. Good calling and good running as well.
Janak Prakashit is in quickly at extra cover. He was down, bedridden for 2 days with food poisoning back at the hotel. Into the side today, and he outpaces his point fielder. Quick release. He's going to try and make a big impact today, show his worth to this Kings 11.
At the moment, though, Gulshan is doing a fabulous job. He's done it all through the tournament. This is the start, maybe. Kathmandu Kings 11 need a wicket here, a wicket there, and they could be asking some serious questions to the Bhairahawa Gladiators.
Nicely bowled again. See, even Tammy Iqbal, right pressed on to the back foot. He's aware of the pace, almost bounced out, and a bit of a fierce stare as well. You always like to see that from a fast bowler.
Much needed stare. Intimidation is part of a bowler's repertoire, or should I say personality. Siddhant Lohani there doing the fielding. Being on the side, he'll be eager to just light up things in the middle as well. But Gulshan Jha, many young bowlers, Andrew, in this tournament have stood out and they've made a name for themselves. They're going to become household names as well going forward. And this EPL has been the perfect platform for them to reach out to as many in Nepal and world cricket.
Yeah, I wouldn't envy the selector's job coming up for that next Nepal national side. Bowlers on fire, batters struggling. Who do you pick?
Has he got a glove to that, but that goes over the wicketkeeper once again for a Sagar Mata 4. Frustrating times here for Gulshan Jha. 3 overs gone, 26 for no loss.
Shivam, Shiva Arambha, Shivam Sangha.
Introducing the TVS Apache RTR 204V, engineered to adapt.
YY Dynamite Damcha.
चाडबाडको खुसियाली यासुदासँग यसपालि यो दशैं यासुदा घर ल्याऊ खुसियाली फैलाऊ।
स्वास्थ्य जीवनको हरेक इनिङमा सिक्सर शिव शक्ति फ्यामिली हेल्थ ऑयल।
Agonizingly out of his reach. One's starting to flow for Bhairahawa, going around 9 and over to start with.
This is an in-form opening pair. Let's remind the viewers as well. They've played really well in their last game. Ire with a very fine 50 as well. A man of the match performance. It'll be very important for Kathmandu Kings 11 to see the back of any of these batsmen at the earliest. Janak Prakash will be bowling.
On 106, these two, the highest opening partnership of the tournament just a couple of days ago. And remember, that was against the Tigers. Top of the table, Tigers. Low opening partnerships, but the Gladiators seem to have found a left-hand, right-hand that works for them.
Uses the pace of the ball there, and he finds the fielder at third man. He's disappointed. He could have hit it anyway, but it went straight to the fielder. Amit Shrestha taking a good catch. This is the Pulsar Power breakthrough, and Shaurya Seaman strong hands.
Well, how many wickets have we seen caught down at third man? We said Janak Prakash had a point to prove today. Tammy Iqbal loves that uppercut, but he hasn't got enough of it. And the fielders measured that really well. Had to backpedal a little. Has those Shaurya strong hands. And Iqbal not had the tournament that he would have hoped. He falls. He's gone for 9 from 9 deliveries. It's 26 for 1.
Introducing the TVS Apache RTR 204V, engineered to adapt.
यति कार्पेट पछाडी प्रत्येक मिटरमा रहेको यतिको लोगो हेर्न नभुल्नुहोला।
स्विच फ्रम प्रोजोन टु प्रोजोन प्रस्तुत छ प्रो स्टाइल हेयर फल कन्ट्रोल हेयर ऑयल। यसमा भएका प्राकृतिक तत्वहरू तपाईको कपालको जरीसम्म गएर 5 गुना हेयर फल कन्ट्रोल गर्न मद्दत गर्दछ। कन्फिडेन्स र स्टाइल प्रो स्टाइल।
Introducing the TVS Apache RTR 204V, engineered to adapt.
Bhairahawa Gladiators losing Tamim Iqbal, Amit Shrestha just receiving some medical attention as Upul Taranga replaces Tamim, who was just dismissed. He could have placed it anyway, but the uppercut landing straight to Amit Shrestha.
Yeah, it's Pradeep Irie receiving that medical attention. Just to the back of the hamstring, the right hamstring, wasn't it? Physio run on during the break for the wicket being taken, but one iconic international left-hander in Tamim Iqbal is replaced by another, Upul Taranga. Both quite magnificent records for Bangladesh and Sri Lanka. Tamim has not been in form, but Taranga has. I was talking to him just out after the toss. He feels this wicket will get more and more tricky to bat on throughout the afternoon. He backed his captain's decision to bat first.
And also, Andrew, full credit to Sandeep Lamichhane. He's made 4 changes up front with his bowling. He's not got the bowler back. 4 new bowlers used, and he's got that big wicket of Tamim. Remember, there was a catch that went to Raju Rijal as well, tantalizingly close. We saw Lamichan's reaction, but he'll be delighted to see the back of Tamim there. And just keeping it short today, more on the back of length kind of deliveries that they've adopted.
Yeah, and that was what gained him the success and brought the breakthrough for the Kings 11. It was banged in, wasn't it? Definitely intentionally back of a length, not trying to go full. Tamim Iqbal took the bait. See there, that heavy outfield, that's actually much better catch than you'd think. He's made it look very easy indeed, and the Kathmandu Kings flags, they're flying.
Oh yes, that was a pressure catch. Outfield still not 100%, but to just keep your eyes on the ball and also be aware of the ropes. Very good catch by Amit Shrestha. Again, hurrying him with pace over there. This is wonderful bowling by the Kathmandu Kings 11. They were bowled first, they were put into field, and they're doing a good job.
I think we're actually set up for a really enthralling clash this second game. We unfortunately had a blowout this morning. There's no two ways about it. The lowest total in tournament history is the Chitwan Tigers, the top of the table side from the group stages, blitzed the side finishing second. Okra Rhinos, who are somehow going to have to turn it around tomorrow. I would feel that whoever wins today will hold a big edge in tomorrow's virtual semi-final. Kings are going to try find a way to get past the unbeaten Bhairahawa Gladiators.
Jordan wide going for a big slash over there, and quite rightly so, given by the umpire. Pace bowler tends to get carried away more often than not.
Here we go, Pradeep Pairi. 72 it was off 43 deliveries. It was a man of the match performance. I interviewed him afterwards and I asked him, was he thinking about the magical three figures? He had plenty of time. They still needed around 40 to win, and he needed to get 28 of them.
Again, short and wide, but this time within the danger line.
I mean, it very close. Pradeep Pairi just got a little carried away, didn't he, towards the end of that innings, and somewhat gave it away. This was very tight. My money, wow, might well be a wide.
I've just liked the way the Kathmandu Kings 11 have come out today. Something different about their body language. Be it Gulshan Jha, be it Janak Prakash, the way they are steaming in. Batsmen on the back foot.
His run up this time really wasn't a bad way. I think it was Sunday I was talking to him, maybe Monday. He looked completely pale in the face. Singaporean all-rounder. Fought low with a dose of kind of food poisoning, but he said he's been eating exactly what his teammates have been eating, so he couldn't quite put his finger on it. The medical team did a great job getting him back to full health. He's here playing his role in the playoffs.
Flashed, rather just driven straight to cover.
Almost lost the bat entirely there, hasn't he? Unorthodox technique, Pradeep Pairi. Certainly look conventional, but as we've seen with Mohammad Shahzad at the top of the order. Gladiators' deep batting lineup running along the bottom of your screen. Not conventional, this technique. Look at the bottom hand, flies off the bat. He's nearly lost the bat entirely.
And for more power there than placement. Field.
Yeah, just a catching mid-wicket coming in, trying to put off any chance of a quick single into the leg side. Deep square leg out there as well.
Oh, this time he slashes that over cover point. That's a sailing into the stands for a Pulsar Power 6. Much needed. Hit over there, breaking the shackles. 4 overs gone, 34 for 1.
Shivam, Shiva Arambha, Shivam Sanga.
आमाको हात अमृतको स्वाद
विगत 45 वर्षदेखि अमृत तेल नै हो अमृत।
बेस्ट चाहनुहुनेहरूको लागि द बेस्ट मात्र उपलब्ध गराउँदै द बेस्ट सौर्य सिमेन्ट।
Expert education and visa services. Don't settle for the second best. Rely on Expert.
Deepare has been in good touch, and once again he showed his fine display of form, just slashing a short and wide delivery over cover point for a huge 6.
Perhaps the short ball tactic just getting a bit too predictable. I wonder, was it the attempted almost slower ball bouncer? Seemed to roll his fingers over it as well, but well read by Paddy Pyrie. He does love a cut shot, and he's taken the aerial route to the shorter side of the ground, remember, significantly shorter. Dinesh Adhikari into the attack from the Chobar end of the ground.
One of the replacements today, he's making his way into the team. He'll be eager to make an impact as well. He's up against the experienced Upul Taranga. I like the way Upul has absorbed the pressure and played the role of a senior player in the side.
Yeah, he's had a really good tournament.
Amazing not outs there. 73 not out, 34 not out, 39 not out. Coming in quick time. 1 not out, which means that he's got some great numbers here.
Yeah, I would say Bradman-esque in his average, but he doesn't have an average. Yet to be dismissed. If he gets to the last over of the innings, he's still there. He might just chip one up to get that average.
And the timing's not there. Good start here by Adhikari. What an innings he played the other day, Upul Taranga.
What's been really noticeable is the way that he has paced those innings. He's looked very, very calm early in those knocks. He's taken his time. He hasn't played many loose shots in anger, but then late in those innings when he's needed to, he's shown us that he still possesses the tools and the power to accelerate. Looks really comfortable and confident in his game. Well, he might. 36 years of age.
And getting an inside edge onto his pads. Dinesh Adhikari playing his first game of the EPL this season. But just coming back to Taranga, the form and the kind of calming effect he brings to the middle.
Yeah, absolutely. Nicely bowled by Adhikari, though. Did just find the inside edge. Good length. Slightly slingy action, doesn't he? Skidding on maybe a little quicker than Taranga might have felt at first. And he could have ricocheted back onto his stumps. So good pressure on Taranga to start with from the Kings.
Again, a very good line and length here by Adhikari. It does not look like he's playing his first game. A lot of support here for Kathmandu Kings 11. They have stuck behind and rallied behind their team, though boys have not been able to register many wins in the build-up to this eliminator. Today is a big day for Sandeep Lamichhane and his boys.
Thank God the sun is shining. I don't want to think what would happen if it rained, but it's looking set fair for the moment.
The sun's burning, Andrew. Oh, he's got a tickle on that. Is that from the bat or the pad? The umpire remains unmoved.
I wonder, has this come off the hip? Raju Rijal was convinced, and that's what Taranga's indicating. And if this is the correct decision, it is a cracker. Oh, very hard to tell. We might have to take another look. Did sound a little wooden in my earpiece. Oh. Was that bat? Taranga, he's an old pro. He's a clever old pro. He indicates back to the umpire it's come off his hip. Which did that come off?
Any batsman would have done that, Andrew. This time pitched up, drives and drives handsomely. That's the Sagar Mata cement floor in the slot, and 4 more.
How often do we see this? Not after a drop chance this time, but a big appeal turned down. I think the Kings were convinced he's just tickled it down the leg side and he over pitches. Taranga takes his chance. Whether or not it was correct, we don't know. We don't have the DRS in operation here at the Bajaj Pulsar Epl Premier League, but a glorious stroke through the offside shot of the innings.
Andrew, sorry, something about left-handers and their cover drives. We saw Tamim with one sometime back, and now Upul Taranga. It's just beautiful. He edges that one straight to the field. A good job by Mukhya at third man to keep it to 1, but that's a no ball, which means a free hit on offer as well.
Well. How quickly cricket can turn for you. You so nearly have the big wicket, the prized wicket, the first person to dismiss Upul Taranga in the entire tournament. Then you're smashed for 4. Now you overstep, and you clearly overstep. Good decision from Sanjay Gurung. What that means is Pradeep Pairi will have a free hit with a very short leg side boundary. They can change the field because it's a different batter on strike. So deep square leg will go out and long on will go out.
And he just does that. He just moves in the crease and he finds the Sagar Mata cement for that was coming. Good over in the end for Kathmandu Kings 11. 5 overs completed. It's 44 for 1.
Shiva Arambha Shivam Sangha.
Introducing the TVS Apache RTR 204V, engineered to adapt.
आज यही अटुट सम्बन्धको लागि आफ्नै बगानको ताजा चिया टोक्ला चिया।
Looking good to pull Taranga on 6 of 8 of the 5 overs, 44 for 1. The Gladiators, a big game for both the sides. The team that loses crashes out of the tournament. Going to be Mukhia once again. Expensive in his first over, conceding 8 runs, but he's been the wicket taker. 8 wickets for him in this tournament so far for Mukhia. Joining me in the comm box once again is Charu Sharma. Welcome to you.
Thank you, Ajay. Good afternoon. Luckily, the weather has held so far. That's what we want. We don't want any more interferences. And I know that the Kathmandu Kings certainly don't want the weather interfering. Mukhia, you're right. Nice slippery, slidey and quick. Dive! No, too late. That's going to be another Sagar Mata cement 4. The dive didn't come in time. Now, that dive did. I wonder if he saved a 4. Maybe not, but it was just a brilliant effort in the end. And Mukhia can only do a little teapot there, but, you know, maybe backward point didn't stop it, but that was a great attempt later on near the boundary.
Yeah, with the sun beating down, the outfield has just quickened a bit. And that was pure timing, just opening the bat for Zubul Taranga, playing it very nicely along the carpet. Dinesh Adhikari trying his best, but in vain. As bowler, you're never pleased. You can see that expression from Mukhia. Been a decent start for the Gladiators. As he mentioned, it's a big game. It's a do-or-die game for both the sides. Just see the way that ball is travelling at the moment. Desperate attempt in the end, diving there. But yes, the ball just touching the skirting in the end.
It was a really athletic attempt towards the end. I hope he's okay. We've had our share of injuries here. Oh, maybe not. It hurt the fingers. Yeah, he quickly changed his line. You don't want to give room outside the off stump to Upul Taranga, one of the finest batsmen in international cricket. White ball, red ball, you name it. And I've said this before, just so elegant. And you mentioned the last ball, no effort, just timing, and the ball went for a 4.
Yeah, plays those authentic cricketing shots, isn't it? Because looks so good, so elegant, as most of the left-handers do, Charu, and you mentioned that earlier as well. Looks so attractive when they are driving. Saw that lovely drive from his blade in the last over for a 4.
Swings it around now. Is there some cover there? There is only one. Taranga's, to me, maybe just most left-handers are, but oh, not all. But he's just so fabulous outside the off. There it is again, 67 from only 44. Most of those shots you see will be on the offside, but every once in a while it does go to leg. But it doesn't look half as comfortable on the leg side.
Got a good range of shots against the spinners. Uses his feet, comes down the track. Some lovely deft touches from his blade. The way he plays that innings, 67 and beaten of 44. Very good innings from him. He's been amongst the runs in this tournament, Upul Taranga.
Wasn't that the match where 400 runs were scored? Patriots made a new record. Oh gosh, did he get it? No, I think he might have gotten a little hurt. Tries the scoop. Mukhia just a little too quick for that. And Pradeep Pairi, it seems that he's okay. But when it doesn't come off, it looks terrible. Of course, when it does, it looks spectacular. Difficult shot.
Yeah, really difficult. And trying that scoop. But the line, if you see, around the off stump. So the ball was just curving away. We mentioned about that roundish action that he's got. The ball just curls away. So more difficult for the batsman. Didn't get hold of that one. Pradeep Pairi also very lucky. Didn't get injured.
Yeah, he just got into a horrible position. But hopefully he's all right. Didn't strike him on the body. And of course, lucky he didn't get out. Could have gotten hold of, maybe the bottom edge or whatever and popped up and gone for an easy catch. Much better, although slightly across the line to the right or mid-on. And easy too. So a change of tactic here. He said, instead of playing behind square, let me try and thrash it, because it's still power play. And last ball, matter of fact, a power play. So you tend to get away with a lofted shot just outside the circle.
Yeah, the 50 up as well for the Gladiators with those couple of runs. Sandeep Lamacharya was the fielder, regularly having a chat with Mukhya exactly how to go about. That mid-on, Sandeep Lamacharya will have a very important role to play when he comes on the ball. Batted well in the last game, promoted himself up the order.
Yeah, he had some big shots, 30 odd from just 10 balls or so. And, well, he did get a finger to it. Now, is Upul Taranga in his crease or not? He got back quickly enough. There is an appeal. The umpire has no choice but to go upstairs, and Taranga doesn't seem too worried. So we'll see whether that's all right. That, of course, was the last ball of the power play. Here it is.
Exactly what transpired, just getting his fingertips there. There was a deflection. Upul Taranga was watching, and just seeing the body language of the fielders. I just feel that he's just made his ground here. Upul Taranga.
Yeah, well, the touch is clear. Now let's focus on where the bat is. And Upul Taranga, very clever of him, lots of experience. Never easy, mind you. If you're even half a step too far, backing up, you can go in the worst fashion possible. Here's the bat. Down well in time. Well done, Upul Taranga.
Yeah, really well done, because the balance was good. He was always prepared for that, putting his bat in time. He was absolutely home, no issues with that. But the bails came off. The bat was well in from Upul Taranga. Not out should be the decision there, and that it is. So that's the end of the power play as well. It's 51 for 1.
Shivam, Shiva Arambha, Shivam Sanga.
स्वास्थ्य जीवन को हर एक इनिंगमा सिक्सर शिव शक्ति फ्यामिली हेल्थ ऑयल।
आज यही अटुट सम्बन्धको लागि आफ्नै बगानको ताजा चिया टोक्ला चिया।
आधुनिक तथा विशिष्ट ग्याल्बोलुम प्लान्टबाट उत्पादित जगदम्बा सुपर साइन तथा जगदम्बा ग्याल्बा प्लस जस्ता पाता।
YY Dynamite Damcha.
Team striking at 165, but it's now the skipper of the Kathmandu Kings who has not been in the best form with the ball. You mentioned that he did pretty well with the bat last time around. Little clip of the fingers. Taranga saw and was back just in time. Didn't quite slide it back, but it looked like he had enough time to plonk his bat inside the line. All safe for the Gladiators. Sandeep Lamacharya, you're right, did some damage with the bat last time around. But here, he needs to show his primary skill as one of the better leg spinners in this part of the world.
And I have a feeling, Charu, that his 4 overs are going to be important. 3 wickets in this series. Pulled well in patches, Sandeep Lamacharya. Oh, mix up! That could be trouble here. Mukhya was a fielder.
Well, he's ruining the fact that he threw at what turned out to be the wrong end. The keeper did well to try and throw it to the bowler's end, but both sides, I think the players had enough time to get back. The striker certainly did, and that one needed a strike.
Yeah, first I think he had to throw to the non-strikers end. He was a bit late there, throwing at the keeper's end, and by the time the ball was thrown at the non-strikers end, the batsman Pradeep was well in.
Well, as we know, Sandeep Lamacharya loves bowling the wrong one. It's his preferred ball, and we keep calling him a leg spinner. He's really a right-arm off spinner in that sense. And to the lefties, he loves bowling wrong ones consistently, almost there it is again, almost a little too predictably.
And that's really well played. Excellent shot. The placement was terrific. Good execution there by Upul Taranga. He plays really well against spin. The way he rocked back and used the depth of the crease, that was good to see. Right back and across. Sagar Bada Cement 4 coming in style there from the blade of Upul Taranga.
Well, Sandeep's got to figure something else out, because you can just sit back and on your haunches and wait for that wrong one as a lefty, because that's his preferred ball. He has to change it up now. Bring one in to Taranga. You got a long on. There's no more power play here. You got a deep mid-wicket. Invite the lofted shot.
The qualifier we saw the spinners really bowling so well. Where Sagar bowled was really some lovely spin bowling. So it's going to be interesting how much help the spinners get in this game now.
Much better. And so that was a regulation leg spin, moving away to square leg for Taranga. Much better, I thought.
This was the run-out chance. Mukhya was the fielder, was throwing cut to the keeper. Estensin running, yes, no, yes, no. And by the time the throw came to the non-striker's end, Pradeep Airy was diving for his life.
Yeah, that was really Irie's call. And Upul Taranga guilty of ball watching. He should have just responded to Irie. Maybe there was no run in there, but it caused confusion. Oh, big appeal. Maybe it was a little too short, rising and down leg. Umpire not impressed. 7 gone, 56 for 1.
Shivam, Shiva Arambha, Shivam Sangha.
Introducing the TVS Apache RTR 204V, engineered to adapt.
उच्च सोचको निर्माण सगरमाथा सिमेन्ट जुनी जुनीलाई
YY Dynamite दम छ
सधैँ on like my धुमधाम सधैँ on answer data सधैँ on
हामी हाम्रो 4G नेटवर्क त्यसैभर लगातार विस्तार गरिरहेका छौं। रहनुहोस् एन्सल 4G का साथ सधैँ अन सधैँ कनेक्टेड।
answer data सधैँ on
आज यही अटुट सम्बन्धको लागि आफ्नै बगानको ताजा चिया टोक्ला चिया।
Losing too many wickets, just the one important one of Tamim Iqbal so far. So what's your thought here in terms of how the teams are balanced? Who's hungrier today?
Well, I think Kings would be hungry because they haven't played up to the mark so far. They're a good side, but Gladiators so far, the start they have got, and especially start with the wickets in hand, that's always going to be a big factor because now it's going to be a good launching pad for them. Upul Taranga just has to continue. The Aries got a start, 28 of 18. It's a good launching pad. The platform has been created by the Gladiators.
I think so too. I think they're in very good shape here. You've got a big score in the offing unless they make some breakthroughs now.
Honestly, I thought that the spinners could have come in early. Just seeing the last game on this surface, the spinners just getting that turn as well. But this was a power play. Started off pretty well with some delightful shots. Deep Airy continuing his good form. The mimic ball as well, looking really in good touch. Was sublime timing, a few missed opportunities, just going over the top of the keeper, the new keeper they have in Raju Rijal. Of course, Gurbaz not playing this game.
There it is again. Big uppercut by Tamim. That's the only wicket. Well taken at the third man boundary. And Irie once again continuing. Upul Taranga looking very, very graceful. Oh, well done, Ryan. Well, throwing his body on the line for his team. At long on.
Well, he's the live wire. He's the live wire for them. Always very committed, Ryan Ball. Giving his all there. That ball was struck very hard. Good all-round cricket coming down the track. Flighted delivery. Just see that effort there. Excellent effort by Ryan Ball. Diving full length, saving at least 3 runs for his side. Good batting. Really good batting. Playing with the full face of the blade there. And that's going to be a Sagar Mada Cement 4.
Well, struck better still by Pradeep Airy this time. And the man are long on. Sandeep Lamichhane unable to reach it in time. It was struck fabulously. Pradeep Airy is looking better and better.
I love the way these two play against spin because playing with the full face of the blade, coming down the track, very nimble-footed. There was a quicker delivery, read very nicely. And straight as an arrow there. Even Sandeep Lamichhane couldn't do much. Settled for a single and retained strike here. Pradeep Airy. 8 overs gone. It's 64 for 1.
Arambha Shivam Sangha.
Switch from Brozone to Prozone. प्रस्तुत छ प्रो स्टाइल हेयर फल कन्ट्रोल हेयर ऑयल। यसमा भएका प्राकृतिक तत्वहरू तपाईको कपालको जरेसम्म गएर 5 गुना हेयर फल कन्ट्रोल गर्न मद्दत गर्दछ। कन्फिडेन्स र स्टाइल, प्रो स्टाइल।
बेस्ट चाहनुहुनेहरूको लागि द बेस्ट मात्र उपलब्ध गराउँदै द बेस्ट सौर्य सिमेन्ट।
सिद्धार्थ बैंक, सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई।
Expert education and visa services. Don't settle for the second best. Rely on Expert.
A while back, let me reiterate that they are onto a very good situation here. Haven't lost too many wickets. They can power onto a pretty big total. And with Gurbaz gone for the Kathmandu Kings, they might find it difficult to chase anything over 150-60. In two minds, Irie wanted to step out and slam him for one. And he stayed back, changed his mind. Doesn't work out when you do.
And not a bad ploy as well from Sandeep Lamacharya, just altering his line there. He's getting a bit of turn. This time should be exciting. Playing with soft hands, good running, good thinking between the two.
I'm just glad to see his regulation leg spin, because he just depends on that wrong on the googly so often. Has 2 balls in a row now where he's gone for regulation leg spin, and I'm glad to see that. Of course, he'll think twice against Taranga, because he might be afraid of getting slammed for a big 6 over long on deep mid wicket. But better to try and attract that than just a predictable wrong onto a left-hander.
And also, Charu, as compared to the first over, these two deliveries just a bit slower in the air. Yes, once again just tossing it up. That's played well. Good effort once again by Mukhia. Again, pretty sharp, pretty agile on the field. Getting the applause from the skipper as well.
Yeah, Pultaranga just dabbed that. Of course, he was still waiting for the wrong on. Got a little high on him, which is why the dab and the single. But this is getting predictable to left-handers. I say it again. There it is. Well done, Mukhia. Oh, struck straight. Hard. Will anyone get to it? Not likely. Well, Pradeep Iyer has shown plenty of talent in that area. Loves to hit it behind the bowler. And once again struck very well. No chance for the outfielders as well.
Yeah, that was powered there by Pradeep Iyer. It was just clobbered by him. Ryan Pearl was there at mid-off, long off, but couldn't do much. He was a mere spectator. Another Sagar cement for the blade of Pradeep Iyer. He's been in good touch.
Yeah, to be unfair, that really was for the bowler to try and stop. Got down to, but not quickly enough. Oh, well bowled. Good comeback. A little more expensive this over. But still not too bad considering how many he went for in the first couple of matches.
Absolutely, and just having a few words exchanged. Sandeep Lamacharya with the batsman. He's not very pleased at the moment. Doing that aggression.
Well, I wonder what he said, but probably words to the effect of, I almost got you there. Watch it. Again, a big appeal, and perhaps once again going down leg. We'll try and find out next over. 9 gone now, 70 for 1.
शुभ आरम्भ शिवम सँग।
उच्च सोचको निर्माण सगरमाथा सिमेन्ट, जुनीलाई।
स्वास्थ्य जीवनको हरेक इनिङमा सिक्सर शिव शक्ति फ्यामिली हेल्थ ऑयल।
YY Dynamite दम छ।
Introducing the TVS Apache RTR 204V, engineered to adapt.
Going down leg maybe?
Going close to the stump, again a googly and going down the leg side. Exactly what happened in his previous over as well. He wants that wicket, he wants that breakthrough. That was not to be.
He seemed like, what's going on here? Is that out? If you want to go for a decision review, that would be not out once again, Sandeep. But we wish you luck in the 2 overs that you have left. Maybe a few more leggies, what say? Okay, Sharmala, 11 in the first. Will want to make a comeback here. Pultaranga not an easy man to bowl against. Rocks back, almost goes to short third. Mid-Shrestha couldn't do much about it, got his body behind the line, well done.
Let's go down and join Ocean.
Bhairahawa Gladiators and Kathmandu Kings on the battlegrounds.
The team that wins today will have to put past Pokhara Rhinos to get into the finals to compete with the Tigers. With us, we have the owner of Kathmandu Kings, Sanjay Agarwal. Sanjay, what do you think about today? How does the match look like to you?
Definitely win, not less than anything less than win. Definitely we are going to win. It's a must-win match for us, do and die situation for us. So we will definitely, our team is performing quite well till now. I think Bhairahawa Gladiators seems under pressure till now. So we'll definitely going to win today.
Sanjay, you have some really nice players. Sandeep is there. You have other overseas players. You also got in Afridi. Like, I always like to ask the owners, have you had a word with your players, and what are your expectations from them?
So we had a pretty balanced team actually. To bring Afridi was to like, he just came for 2 matches, but still like 2 matches gave enough motivation for all the team and all the players. Even Sandeep Lamichan is there. He's performing well. Ryan is there. Gurbaz already left yesterday due to his World Cup campaign. But still we have a quite balanced team between international and national players. So they are all trying very hard.
You have the ownership of the capital city, Kathmandu. How do you feel about that?
Feels very proud. When I choose the team, we had all the options open for us. But being a capital city native, and it feels very proud and honored to be like the owner of the Kathmandu. But all cities are equally dear for us, but being like capital city owner really feels us more privileged.
Thank you, Sanjay. That was very diplomatic. We are in the playoffs. Kathmandu and Bhairahawa on the grounds. Coms, I have a question for you. I know it's too early to ask, but what do you think? Is it Kathmandu or Bhairahawa today?
Ooh, thank you, Ocean. That's a tough one, but I will have to say that the Gladiators have started out very well, and to me, the Kathmandu Kings are under a bit of pressure right now.
I'll go with Charu as well. That's a good delivery, and they've got a wicket. As we said, the Gladiators are on top. Here, Sher Mala, he strikes, and that's a big wicket as well. The Pulsar power breakthrough just coming at the right time.
Oh yes, they needed a wicket desperately at this point of time. Pradeep going for the big cut. Thin edge to the keeper, who's done very well to hang on to it. Sher Malla playing his very first game in this league, the Bajaj Pulsar Epl Premier League, strikes in his second over. He will be delighted at the halfway stage. The Bhairahawas 73 for 2.
Introducing the TVS Apache RTR 204V, engineered to adapt.
यति कार्पेट पछाडी प्रत्येक मिटरमा रहेको यतिको लोगो हेर्न नभुल्नुहोला.
Introducing the TVS Apache RTR 204V, engineered to adapt.
शिवम शुभ आरम्भ शिवम सँग प्रस्तुत छ रियल इम्युनो म्याङ्गो प्लस. तपाईको इम्युनिटी बढाउनको लागि जसमा छ स्वादिलो म्याङ्गो प्लस, भिटामिन सी, जिंक, हनी, तुलसी र अश्वगन्धाको पावर अफ 5. रियल इम्युनो म्याङ्गो प्लस, तपाईको इम्युनिटीको लागि.
आधुनिक तथा विशिष्ट ग्याल्बोलुम प्लान्टबाट उत्पादित जगदम्बा सुपर साइन तथा जगदम्बा ग्याल्बा प्लस जस्ता पाता.
Expert education and visa services. Don't settle for the second best. Rely on Expert.
आज तपाईहरुको सपना साँच्चै पूरा भयो.
हो छोरी, अब हाम्रो सपना पूरा भयो.
उच्च सोचको निर्माण सगरमाथा सिमेन्ट जुनीलाई.
शिवम सिमेन्ट, भरोसा अटुट सम्बन्धको.
Introducing the TVS Apache RTR 204V, engineered to adapt.
ओहो, दिनभरि खेलिरहेको छ त बाबु. सुपर हिरोको पावर डाउन होला नि फेरि.
डोन्ट वरी, मेरो सुपर हिरो सुपर इम्युन छ, किनकि उसलाई म दिन्छु रियल इम्युनो.
प्रस्तुत छ रियल इम्युनो म्याङ्गो प्लस, जसमा छ स्वादिलो म्याङ्गो प्लस, भिटामिन सी, जिंक, हनी, तुलसी र अश्वगन्धाको पावर अफ 5. रियल इम्युनो म्याङ्गो प्लस, तपाईको इम्युनिटीको लागि.
Celebrating 20 years of sweet moments.
Only Choco Fun for the taste. Only Choco
original taste, the original.
Flashed hard between the gap. More than the timing, it's the placement over there. That's Taranga at his very best. That's Sagar Mata Cement 4.
Mikhail, really interesting tactics as well from the Gladiators. Not going to throw Kumar Paudel in at number 4. They've decided to go with the 2 left-handers. And I think that's to try and blunt the dual leg spin attack of the Kathmandu Kings. So no sign of Ryan Burl yet. Lamachani takes himself out of the attack, and that's because there's 2 left-handers at the crease.
Good observation, Andrew, yes, and this is done on purpose. Means both the teams are at this point in time thinking really hard to get on top of each other. Just sometime back at the stroke of the halfway stage, Pradeep Aire getting an outside edge, very good catch by Raju Rijal. He's not had an easy time behind the stumps today, but holding on to that one.
They're really good on the bounce. He knew immediately. Go to the bowler, he's pumped up. Look at that. Real emotion. Jermala.
Once again, slashes it straight to the field edge, shot third man. They take a quick single.
Kushal Mala's very, very quick indeed. We saw some miscommunication between Taranga, opening partner, but here Mala's very quick and he gets on with no problem at all. Paddy Pyrie, Taranga was having with.
Mukhya was not in a good position while throwing that back to the wicketkeeper. Not much of force imparted on the thrower. Also, it was way above the stumps. And what a moment. The last thing they need is a run out.
But the 2 left-handers at the crease will also open up, not from this end of the ground, but the near end of the ground, the pavilion end. That's our commentary position up there in the right of your screen, underneath that Pulsar sign.
Goes big, does not quite time it, straight to the fielder at mid-wicket. Chanak Prakash doing the fielding there.
Open up when the bowling is from this end of the ground, the pavilion end. You'll have a very short hit into the leg side. That's where Kushal Mala in particular he's going to target.
Nicely bowled again by Priyanjan. Interesting phase in the match, Andrew. They have the depth in the batting. Where do you think, how far can they go? 80 for 2 in the 11th over.
Plenty of hitting to come. Taranga, of course, yet to be dismissed, and we've seen him build all of his innings. Which is yet to be dismissed today. Dismissed in the tournament.
Down the leg side. Oh, did he just move out as well?
Quite sure what's happened here. Is it just clipped a little bit of the... Just clipped off the pad. That's a really good decision. Wandered out. Raju Rijal couldn't collect it cleanly.
Trying to cut that too close to cut over there. A decent over comes to an end. 11 overs gone. It's 80 for 2.
Shivam, Shiva Arambha, Shivam Sangha.
विगत 45 वर्षदेखि अमृत तेल नै हो अमृत
स्वास्थ्य जीवनको हरेक इनिङमा सिक्सर शिव शक्ति फ्यामिली हेल्थ ऑयल
Introducing the TV's Bajaj RTR 204V, engineered to adapt.
Happening as well out here at the Tribhuvan University Cricket Ground.
Lovely to see that umbrella being used for sunshine and not for rain.
And just using the pace of the ball over there, steering it down, third man, as they'll quickly take the second run as well. Experience of Taranga coming to the fore.
Yeah, and in this period of the game, up until about probably the 15th, 16th over, he's going to continue to be content with just knocking the ball around, taking the singles and the twos where they're available. Kushal Mala only really knows one gear, and that's 5th or even 6th gear. He'll go at the bowling right from the off, and he possesses power hitting unlike many here in Nepal.
Drives this time towards backward point region. That's a Sagar Mata Cement 4. How well is Taranga batting? He takes the single, Then he uses his mind to take a double behind the wicket, and then when the opportunity is presented, he hits a 4 at backward point.
Yeah, lovely shot. It's been classical, orthodox cricket strokes so far all throughout this Thuranga innings, and that's a lovely square drive. We spoke about his cover drive against the seamers. That square drive off the off spin of Shermala, even better. Really surprising to see Ryan Burrell not toss the ball yet. Too sure what's going on here. What is the thinking?
I look at things the other way, Andrew. I'll get back to you on that after this delivery. Nicely bowled, much better, knowing that leg spinners rely a lot on the googly. It's not a bad ploy to bring them in at the same time with two left-handers.
Ryan Burrell, the most economical bowler in the tournament, going at less than a run a ball.
Drives once again wide of the fielder at point for a single. Bring in Burrell. Bro, he's been amongst the wickets. He's doing well. He's got the form behind him in bat and ball.
Yeah, he's taken 5 wickets in the tournament, whereas Sandeep Lamachani, so unlike him, he's only taken 3. Lamachani also going at 8.5 and over. Burrell going at under 6 and over. Yet we're yet to see the leg breaks of the Zimbabwean all-rounder. Real surprise.
Tossed up once again, goes aerial. One bounce into the skirting over there. That's a 6, a confirmation from Ryan Burrell as well. Coming in at the outfield, that's a Pulsar power 6.
I told you that Kushal Malla only knows one way, and that's to smash the ball to all parts of the ground. A horror tour of Oman has been long forgotten. He's starting to find his form in this Bajaj Pulsar Epl Premier League. I think that's the right decision, right into the rope. And that's a maximum 6. Lamachani over to his bowler to ask him not to toss them up to Kushal Malla.
In rapid time over there, the 30s, 24, 23, 24. Good batting despite losing a wicket some time back. The momentum remains same, and just coming back to the point of getting in Burrell or Lamachani. They are seniors. 12 overs completed, 93 for 2.
शिवम शुभ आरंभ शिवम संग
चाडबाडको खुसियाली यासुदासँग यसपालि यो दशैं यासुदा घर ल्याऊ खुसियाली फैलाऊ स्वास्थ्य जीवनको हरेक इनिङमा सिक्सर शिव शक्ति फ्यामिली हेल्थ ओइल
बेस्ट चाहनुहुनेहरूको लागि द बेस्ट मात्र उपलब्ध गराउँदै द बेस्ट सौर्य सिमेन्ट.
Spin of Ryan Burrell. Lamachani holding himself back as well. Not sure we thought we'd see more of Priyan Jan and the occasional off spin of Shermala from the 2 stars.
Gives the charge, goes aerial, but has he found the fielder? Yes, he has. A very soft dismissal in the end. Ryan Burrell stationed over there and takes a simple catch rather.
Yeah, the Sharia cement strong hands are Ryan Burrell's, and finally Upal Thuranga's been dismissed, and he's fallen to his countrymate Priyan Jan, who's just tossed up a nice teasing off break. Thuranga's taken the bait, but look at this from Ryan Burrell. He's taken a real stumble on the wet outfield as he planted his back foot, and he's been lucky to regain his footing. He looked back, look at the divot. Lucky not to do himself an injury there, but he's all right. He's taken a critical catch. That could be very, very important in the context of this eliminator match. Thuranga finally dismissed in this tournament. He's gone for 35. The Gladiators 93 for 3.
Introducing the TV's Apache RTR 204V, engineered to adapt.
टिकाउ भनेर जुन पाइ त्यही कार्पेट दिएछ अनि कहाँबाट हुन्छ त?
सावधान, तपाई पनि यति कार्पेट खरिद गर्दा यति कार्पेट पछाडी प्रत्येक मिटरमा रहेको यतिको लोगो हेर्न नभुल्नुहोला।
आमाको हातको स्वादले, ममताको गाँसले घरको याद आउँछ। आमाको हात अमृतको स्वाद। विगत 45 वर्षदेखि अमृत तेल नै हो अमृत।
Introducing the TV's Apache RTR 204V, engineered to adapt.
Had a silent EPL, but he's coming on the back of some good form in Oman. Priyanjan there, just got the wicket of Taranga off the mark. Paudel.
Yeah, Paudil's had an absolute horror tournament, hasn't he? 20 runs. This was the dismissal of Taranga. Down the track, he was looking to elevate it over. Ryan Burrell staring back at the divots he's made in that very soft outfield due to all the rain we've had. They made a career best throw with Paudil out in Oman, 86 against Papua New Guinea. He followed it up with 62 not out against USA, but it's been a bit of a no-show in this tournament. 3 innings and just 20 runs.
Oh yes, and that's why in context to this game, his stay in the middle here is very important. And at the moment, Priyanjan, I just feel, has done the job what his captain wanted him to do. The move has paid off for Lamichhane.
Yeah, we've spoken about matchups, the importance of matchups, and Lamichhane's backing his off spinners, even if certainly one of them is pretty part-time. Priyanjan, his main suit would be batting. Backing them against the left-handers. We may see with the right-hander in now a leg spinner reintroduced soon enough as well.
Again, nice bowling. They're giving it good loop, good guile as well. But that was unlike a Taranga shot, Andrew. I've not seen him play like that in mid-overs, mid-innings.
Yeah, I think he'd probably just got a bit frustrated by lack of a big shot. It wasn't really needed. Put pressure on his much younger colleagues. Both under 20, these two.
Looks to go big, Rohit Kumar Paudel. Has he got the distance on that? No, he finds the field out. Gulshan Java, the straightforward catch. Another wicket in this over. The Gladiators seem to be losing their momentum midway. What a big wicket.
A horror shot, and Sharia cements strong hands from Gulshan Jha in the deep. The Pulsar power breakthrough goes to Priyanjan, 2 in the over. But this, whatever about Taranga's shot, maybe slightly giving it away, this is a shocker. Tossed up outside the off stump, miles outside the off stump, and Paudil's tried to heave it into the leg side to the shorter boundary, but there's a man out there. He's only scored 20 runs in the tournament today. He's gone. He's gone in a hurry. He's only made 1. Bhairahawa 95 for 4.
Introducing the TV's Apache RTR 204V, engineered to adapt.
टिकाउ भनेर जुन पाइ त्यही कार्पेट दिएछ अनि कहाँबाट हुन्छ त
सावधान, तपाई पनि यति कार्पेट खरिद गर्दा यति कार्पेट पछाडी प्रत्येक मिटरमा रहेको यतिको लोगो हेर्न नभुल्नुहोला.
Introducing the TV's Apache RTR 204V, engineered to adapt.
शिवम, शुभ आरंभ शिवम सँग.
खाल खालको स्वाद, खाल खालको अन्दाज, पिउने का अनि पिलाउने का. आज यही अटुट सम्बन्धको लागि आफ्नै बगानको ताजा चिया, टोक्ला चिया.
बेस्ट चाहनुहुनेहरूको लागि द बेस्ट मात्र उपलब्ध गराउँदै. द बेस्ट सौर्य सिमेन्ट.
Perfect, undismissed yet. Ryan Burrell comes into the attack and he's cut away immediately through the offside by Kushal Malla, who'll get back for a couple, but that's how deep that this Gladiators batting is. Stacker's only batted twice, both times not out, and of course one of those innings was only a 1-ball innings with that last ball 6.
But yes, Ryan Burrell's enjoying himself in the middle. He has some wickets in his basket, and at the moment, fresh from a catch in the last over.
Finally seen and brought into the attack, and that's a beautiful googly, not picked by Kushal Malla. He was expecting the leg break, but look at this, a horror shot.
That's a brain fade moment. You have a fielder station there just for that, and you say, okay, I'm giving you catching practice. Rohit Kumar's Paudel's poor form continues in this edition. Again looks to go big. Had Kushal Malla middled it? Yes, he's done it in fine style. That's a Pulsar Power 6.
Powered by the most powerful batsman in Nepali cricket, I believe, Kushal Malla. He's picked the googly. Watch this come out of the hand from Ryan Burrell. It's the googly again. It's not the leg break. but he's got enough of it to target that short boundary. May have overbalanced a touch, but that is the potential that Mala possesses. An almighty strike down the ground. We're pushing towards 206s, and the Gladiators going to need many more of them over the KFC pavilion.
A little too full there by Burl, and Mala has not changed his approach despite losing Taranga. Quite a fearless approach right now. Becoming in 46 deliveries, a little slower. Like the look of this batsman.
Spoke about the matchups, and just not sure why Burl's been brought on this end of the ground. Small boundary for the left-hander. Googly again, picked again. Could this be a chance? Hasn't carried. See, clearly bowling wrong out of the back of the hand, taking it away from the left-hander.
Oh yes, once again, looked like a half-hearted shot there by Malla. Go or drive. Lucky he didn't connect that fully. It would have gone straight to Mukhi otherwise.
Seen him bowl many googlies in the tournament, but Burl has decided that try and get the ball spinning away from the left-hander. He'll probably go back to the stock leg breaks now to the Gladiators skipper.
Oh, nicely bowled. Again a googly there. Another leg spinner. Good to see a slip also being employed. I like the way Lamichhane has captain today.
Yeah, he's not a big turner of the ball, Burl. He'll tend to just, that was a leg break, drifted in and then just straightening with a little bit of turn. We'll either see him bowl the quicker one outside the off stump or the googly here.
And then the quicker one as well to wrap things up for the 14th over. 105 for 4.
Shivam, Shiva Arambha, Shivam Sanga.
आधुनिक तथा विशिष्ट ग्याल्बोलम प्लान्टबाट उत्पादित जगदम्बा सुपर साइन तथा जगदम्बा ग्याल्बा प्लस जस्ता पाता
Expert education and visa services. Don't settle for the second best. Rely on Expert.
Had a decent start, two batsmen in their 30s, Aire and Taranga, but they have Malla in the middle. 105 for 4, 6 overs left. Wonder what's going to be a good total for them.
See some pace back into the attack, Gulshan Jah. Not sure of the plan here for the rest of the innings now for the Kathmandu Kings. What is Sandeep Lamichhane thinking? Is he thinking that Jah will bowl overs 15, 17 and 19? Will Burl bowl straight through? But that would leave Lamichhane's with overs to spare. Where will he turn? He's got many options because of the use of those part-time off-spinners.
Yeah, he's rotated his bowlers well. He slipped in a few off breaks as well. Get the impression today Lamichhane is saving himself for maybe the death. We'll take a look at the bowlers used. You'll get an idea. Oh my God, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bowlers used. Short and wide, giving the charge over there. Rightly signalled.
Yeah, remarkable to think of 8 bowlers being used by Sandeep Lamichhane. Might think it's a little bit scattergun and a bit scatterbrain, but there has been some logic to it. Tried to not bowl a bowler who's turning the ball into the hitters, whether that be a left or right hander with the shorter boundary on the leg side. So Gulshan Jah may well bowl 3 consecutively here, but surely Lamichhane's going to bowl his full 4.
And in the process, what he's tried to also do is ensure not all the batsmen settle to a particular bowler. And trying to hit that too hard there. Vesavkar.
Very calm man, Sharad Vasakar. He knows that he's still got lots of time to bat in this innings. Still 6 overs remain and hitters to come as well.
And Rupava or placement.
To see him try to get into his work. He hasn't batted a lot in this tournament. Remarkably, we're in the playoffs and he's only faced a handful of deliveries, 2 innings of 6 not out. One of the finest batters anywhere here in Nepal, but he's putting the team first, batting himself away down at number 6.
Time down the leg side, struggling to find his length, rather line, Gulshan Jah.
Yeah, shake of the head from Jah, not happy with that one. But again, just the extra pace If that was one of the medium pacers we've seen, probably Visakar would have got enough on it to get it away for a 4 or a 6, but nowhere near it. Wild and wide down the leg side.
But he generated a lot of pace this afternoon and all through the tournament. Gulshan Jha, tall, lanky customer. Time, good length. But you've been impressed by Captain Vesavkar.
I think he's without doubt being the pick of the 6 captains in the tournament. There's no doubt about that. Karen KC really had his struggles, didn't he? For the Bratnagar Warriors, they lost their first 4. I think the captaincy weighed very, very heavily on young Kushal Bertel of the Patriots. Sampal Kami's been good of the Tigers, but unlike him, we've seen him lose his patience once or twice. Binod Bandari's having a horror tournament with the bat and with the gloves. Sharad Visakar, the pick of the 6 for me.
Very unconventional. They're trying to pick that outside off over mid-wicket.
Yeah, and you can understand why with the short leg side boundary, but he hasn't picked the slower ball. And this is what excites me about Gulshan Jha, and I don't think Visakar will mind seeing that that has died in the wicket. So the ones at full pace have come through and carried through above the keeper's head. That one, the off-cutter, has died. His bowlers will exploit that in the chase.
Oh yes, the change-ups have really been very handy for pacers in this tournament. The off-cutters. Many leg cutters. This time again bending his back but slashed hard behind backward point. That's a Sagarmatha cement 4. That will give him a lot of confidence.
Yeah, when you go full pace, Gulshan Jha, you always run the risk of going for runs. And that's a lovely shot from Sharad Visakar, right on top of the bounce. Throws the kitchen sink at it, and the reason he can do that is the width. Gotta be tighter in line, Gulshan Jha. Visakar profits with the Sagarmatha cement 4 and gets his account starting to move.
We could hear that grunt as well on delivery, the effort ball that we talk about, and that pace imparted on that is all what Vesavkar needed.
Yeah, the only thing I'm going to have to word with Sharad about, he keeps playing with his shirt not tucked in. You can't do that as captain, can you? So at the toss, the shirt was hanging out.
Quite a few cricketers have been pulled up at the international stage for wearing it outside.
He's calm and composed, he's chill, he is zen, is our Sharad.
This time it's Fuller, goes down the ground, finds the field at mid-off.
Yeah, the score on a Nelson, and Sharad not happy with that one, wanted to probably actually take the aerial route over mid-off, but Jha's extra pace again, surprising yet another batter. I do think that if you look at the projected score in and around 160, if they can get 10 and over from here, I think that would be a winning score. On this wicket, with the bowling attack Gladiators have, 160 should be enough, but they'll want more than that if they can.
Knockout match, it's a pressure game. This time just moves around in the crease. Intelligent batting, Sagarmatha cement 4, knowing that the fine leg was up. Vesavkar just goes around it and plays it for a 4. 15 overs gone, it's 115 for 4.
Shiva Arambha Shivam Sangha.
विगत 45 वर्षदेखि अमृत तेल नै हो अमृत।
आधुनिक तथा विशिष्ट ग्याल्बोलुम प्लान्टबाट उत्पादित जगदम्बा सुपर साइन तथा जगदम्बा ग्याल्बा प्लस जस्ता पाता।
Introducing the TVS Apache RTR 204V, engineered to adapt.
From 13, striking at 130, and so is the skipper. Vesavkar has just walked in a short while back, 2 4s already. 9 runs from 7, both striking at 130. The Bhairahawa's score has just been pegged back a bit because of a couple of wickets, but I'm still guessing that they can move on to a pretty smart total. Burl, full. That's cues from the outside edge. It will go for 6. There was a long off, and I'll have to say, Malla backing his skills, backing his instinct. That was tossed up, and hasn't he done well?
And he's batting with a very good strike rate as well. Malla is looking good. Strike rate of 164 for him. 23 of 14. Ryan Burl, expensive today, bowling his second over. What a shot that was. Terrific. Getting the elevation, getting the distance. Lovely bat flow as well from Malla. Just clearing, eluding the fielder at long off.
Here's Priyanjan there. Had no chance at all. Did run very quickly. What next from Burl? Slightly short. To be expected. Didn't want to toss it up again. Well, so we were talking about totals. The Bhairahawa, of course, as you mentioned earlier, had set themselves a wonderful platform. I thought maybe even 180. Those 2 wickets have changed things, but they haven't reduced their intensity. Vesaukar, of course, we remember for that last ball 6, which tied a match, so he can hit it big. And Malla has come out swinging.
Absolutely, and they still have wickets in hand. They still have the depth in batting. Exactly what we have seen with the Gladiators in the past. They bat deep. Really, the Kings bowlers under a bit of pressure here. It's going to be a test for them. Sheikh, Krishna, Bora, the next batsman to follow after the spare.
Burl has his task cut out. Again, tosses it up. And again, that will go this time for a Sagar Matha cement 4. So if it's not Malla, it's Vesaukar. And Ryan Burl under lots of pressure. Just 1.5 overs, 21 runs given away. This is a little expensive.
Vesaukar looking really good, and that's a really good shot because he played with the tide, with the turn, further up to him. But once again, full face of the bat this time. The timing wasn't great, didn't time it too well. We'll just settle for 1. Priyanjan, the fielder, at long on.
Already 12 from the over. And because of that platform that their earlier batsmen set, I know Tamim went cheap and even Upul Taranga didn't quite get to what he wanted to. Still, it was a good platform, and here they can really accelerate. They've got a fair number of wickets in the dugout. 6 is not bad with only about 4 overs to go. And these two have the license to go big. Short, pulled away. Now, is that going to go all the way? I don't think he caught it really well. And it just does. Eludes the deep mid-wicket fielder. Remember, that's a shorter boundary. A longer boundary that would have been gone, but not now.
And that's another Pulsar Power 6. 18 runs in this over. The second 6 of the over. Malla is looking good. Just eluding the fielder. Dinesh Adhikari, the fielder at the mid-wicket. Crossing the skirting there.
Got to finish it well, Burl, for his team. And he does. Still 18, now 19 off the over. Very good one for the Gladiators. After 16, they are 1-3-4 for 4.
Shivam, Shiva Arambha, Shivam Sanga.
चाडबाडको खुसियाली यासुदासँग यसपालि यो दशैं यासुदा घर ल्याऊ खुसियाली फैलाऊ
बेस्ट चाहनुहुनेहरूको लागि द बेस्ट मात्र उपलब्ध गराउँदै द बेस्ट सौर्य सिमेन्ट
उच्च सोचको निर्माण सगरमाथा सिमेन्ट जुनीलाई
शिवम सिमेन्ट भरोसा अटुट सम्बन्धको
Introducing the TVS Apache RTR 204V, engineered to adapt.
आधुनिक तथा विशिष्ट ग्याल्बोलुम प्लान्टबाट उत्पादित जगदम्बा सुपर साइन तथा जगदम्बा ग्याल्बा प्लस जस्ता पाता
बेस्ट चाहनुहुनेहरूको लागि द बेस्ट मात्र उपलब्ध गराउँदै द बेस्ट सौर्य सिमेन्ट
Celebrating 20 years of sweet moments.
Only Choco Fun, only Choco Fun, Choco Fun for the tail. Choco Fun, only Choco Fun, only Choco Fun, Choco Fun for chocolate. Choco Fun.
Original taste, the original fun, one and only.
Choco Fun.
आज यही अटुट सम्बन्धको लागि आफ्नै बगानको ताजा चिया टोक्ला चिया।
स्वास्थ्य जीवनको हरेक इनिङमा सिक्सर शिव शक्ति फ्यामिली हेल्थ ओइल।
आमाको हातको स्वादले ममताको गाँसले घरको याद आउँछ।
आमाको हात अमृतको स्वाद।
विगत 45 वर्षदेखि अमृत तेल नै हो अमृत।
Bajaj service.
Sandeep Lamachan is bowled well. He's got another over after this one. Will bowling the 17th and the 19th one probably. Sandeep Lamachan has got the experience.
From now on, I'll have to say that the Bhairahawa Gladiators have done enough if they can power on to win this match. If the Kathmandu Kings can somehow pull it back in the last 4 overs, it'll be a near miracle. But they will go into the dugout then, truly believing in themselves. Right now, I think shoulders will be dropping for the Kings. Oh, went for the big one, did Vasakar. It was tossed up. Misses it completely. A little victory here for Lamichane.
Yeah, right grin on his face. He knows had he missed it, would have been very adjacent, just trying to make room for himself, getting a bit of turn as well. That's much better, bowling much slower in the air. Sandeep Lamachan, that's a good delivery.
And just when we said that, yeah, it's another Sagarmatha Cement 4. I don't know why he tried to do something different, dragged the length down. It was the wrong one. Vasavka spotted it and went big on the leg side. Didn't connect, otherwise it might have been a big 6. We'll take the 4.
Yeah, the captain this time doing well. Vasavkar going on the back foot, rocking back, making it more shorter. Not a great delivery by Sandeep Lamachan. Wasn't very happy with that one. The Sagarmatha Cement 4.
Well, it was very struck very hard again by Vasavkar. Even though it was on the back foot, I don't think he was planning to go that straight. And once again, it was Sandeep Lamichane's ball to stop. Although being a little unfair, it was struck very hard.
Yeah, just powering it, just clobbering it. Once again, making it very short, and it was really difficult for the bowler in his follow-through. That was struck fearlessly there. Straight as an arrow, another 4 here. Back-to-back boundaries for the skipper.
Probably take a single here. No. A no ball. Well, 2 boundaries. And that flustered Sandeep Lamichane a bit. Came back trying to bowl one of the faster ones. No spin there on the seam. And now more danger. A free hit to Vasavkar. We know what he can do with the bat. He can hit it big. Now's his opportunity. Oh, well, that's really tight from this angle.
That looked very close because I just thought that some part the first landing was in, but whatever, it's going to be a free hit now. Quicker delivery, goes big, and that's a cracking shot as well. That's majestic. That's gone the distance. The 150 up for the Gladiators, and that's the Pulsar Power 6.
That's gone the distance. Ajay, that's gone twice the distance. No fear in his mind. It was in the slot, went big into the crowd. And Sandeep Lamachane will be a little embarrassed that he gave those runs away courtesy a no ball. I must add though, there was a touch and go no ball, but anyway, that's history. So what happens here now? How does he come back? 1 ball left. And he had bowled very well the first 2 overs. The third one now 16 from it. So 2 big overs for the Gladiators back to back.
And the third 50, Charo, of just 20 deliveries. What a partnership it has been. Goes big once again on the onside. And that's fantastic striking. Another Pulsar Power 6. Runs are coming thick and fast at the moment. 17 overs gone. 156 for 4.
Arambha Shivam Sangha.
Introducing the TVS Apache RTR 204V, engineered to adapt.
Switch from Brozone to Prozone. प्रस्तुत छ प्रो स्टाइल हेयर फल कन्ट्रोल हेयर ऑयल। यसमा भएका प्राकृतिक तत्वहरू तपाईको कपालको जरीसम्म गएर 5 गुना हेयर फल कन्ट्रोल गर्न मद्दत गर्दछ। कन्फिडेन्स र स्टाइल, प्रो स्टाइल।
Expert education and visa services. Don't settle for the second best. Rely on expert.
Boundary. What an over. Just the kind of over that Gladiators were looking forward to. Excellent shot. It is radar there in the slot. They have to put away. Very clean hitting, striking there.
Oh, I hope he's on the boundary line on that dive. Jitendra Mukhia comes back, has done very well again today. 15 runs so far. I just hope that Sandeep Lamichhane, one ball he bowled that over was slow, flighted. That's where you can catch these guys and maybe stew it towards the offside somewhere as a leg spinner. But you try and bowl quick without any spin, you're going to get hit.
Yeah, you're right, absolutely. And I totally agree with you, Charu, because even that free delivery was like a seam delivery. It was fastish. Mukhia is going to be now 2 overs, 15 runs. He hasn't got a wicket. That's a good delivery. Good line as well. Good thinking. Because he knew that Malla would be going on the onside. So just altering his line. Bowling around the off stump.
These guys are pulling it from way outside the off stump. Advice from the keeper. Saying, well, are you sure you got your position okay? He's done well enough, I see, the absence of Gurbaz. Maybe Mukhia can pull it back. Although these two guys with only 3 overs to go have a license to keep swinging away.
The skipper just having a chat with Mukhia. He's bowled well throughout the tournament. This is a crunch game. This is a knockout game for both the sides. Whichever side loses, crashes out of the tournament.
True. Good time to remind everybody. This is an eliminator, ladies and gentlemen. Close it down up in the air and taken. Vital breakthrough. There's a Pulsar power breakthrough. Amit Shrestha at short third makes no mistake. And Mukhia strikes, just pulling things back, I think, a bit. But of course, many wickets still to go for the Gladiators. And maybe they will continue this momentum.
But really good thinking by the bowler. Clever thinking, clever bowling as well. Mixing his pace. That was the off-cutter. Trying to pull that one. Thick top edge. And Amit won't miss that. So Malla's inning come to an end. He played well. Did a cameo here. Good partnership also ending here for the Gladiators. Malla the man out for 32 or 20 deliveries. It's 156 for 5.
Introducing the TVS Apache RTR 204V, engineered to adapt.
टिकाउ भनेर जुन पाइ त्यही कार्पेट दिएछ अनि कहाँबाट हुन्छ त?
सावधान, तपाई पनि यति कार्पेट खरिद गर्दा यति कार्पेट पछाडी प्रत्येक मिटरमा रहेको यतिको लोगो हेर्न नभुल्नुहोला।
Introducing the TVS Apache RTR 204V, engineered to adapt.
Arif Sheikh walks in at a critical time for the Gladiators. He'll have very little time to settle himself. Another slow one. Well done. Important thing is to get Vasakar on strike.
And Sheikh is here because this was the wicket of Malla, was looking good, was batting well, but really good thinking, disguising that pace, mixing his pace, the off-cutter, doing the trick there for Mukhia. And that's the 9th wicket for him in this tournament. He's been amongst the wickets. They are delighted here. The Kings supporter.
Yeah, we had Ocean talk to the owner some time back, Mr. Agarwal. I'm sure he'll be delighted. Although I have news for you, Mr. Agarwal. I think the Gladiators got a few too many runs, especially in the last 2 overs, 18 and 22. However, this is also a critical phase because if we can somehow get Vasakar to sky one and get him out, then they can suddenly just pull it back a bit, and they need to. Far too many runs leaking the last 2 overs. Mukhia again slows it down, and oh gosh, he can just raise his hands. Was that? No, it was a brilliant attempt to pick it up by Jha, but It's not going to work out for the Kings. Was a clever ball once again.
Yeah, that's a Sagarmatha Cement 4, but not where he intended to play. Going for the big one. Big outside edge. As they say, fortune favors the brave. Vesavkar, he's been brave today. In the end, acrobatic effort, but not able to save that 4.
I really like that effort. Almost scooped the ball up and pushed it back in, but he was just a millisecond too late. Good to see the big fast bowler Gulshan Shah throw himself at the line for his team.
It's been a good over by Mukhya. He's bowled well. Got that wicket in his second delivery. Boundary also very streaky there from Vesavkar.
Oh yeah, the quicker one. That didn't work at all. Big 6 by Vesavkar. That's his reputation. That's his ability. And Mukhya will be saying, why couldn't I bowl another slower one there?
That's a Pulsar power 6. And what a shot. That's excellent striking. Picking up the length very quickly. Got into a great position. And it's gone way down there into the stands. Excellent striking there. Looking good.
Sorry, just a little correction. There was another slow one. So he might have been thinking the opposite. Vesavkar, he's getting a little too predictable as well, Mukhya. Vesavkar read that well in time, held his shot back. And therefore the big 6, because he was up to the challenge.
And in the last 30 deliveries, 72 runs coming, and they've just lost 2 wickets. What a platform here. Last ball of the over. And plays it really well. Excellent improvisation there. Sagarmatha Cement 4 to win the over. 18 gone. 171 for 5.
Shivam. Shiva Arambha Shivam Sanga.
आज तपाईहरुको सपना साच्चै पूरा भयो
हो छोरी अब हाम्रो सपना पूरा भयो
उच्च सोचको निर्माण सगरमाथा सिमेन्ट जुनी जुनीलाई
आधुनिक तथा विशिष्ट ग्याल्बोलुम प्लान्टबाट उत्पादित जगदम्बा सुपर साइन तथा जगदम्बा ग्याल्बा प्लस जस्ता पाता
48 from 18 online for the fastest 50 of the tournament. So far, Gurbaz has it at 50 from 21. But Sharad Vesavkar, boy, some big hitting and some very efficient, confident play.
Absolutely, and the captain Sharad leading from the front here. There's been a cameo from him, 48 of 18. Fantastic knock against quality bowling here. Going to be Prakash now. Vesavkar 48 unbeaten. Just see the striker as well. Almost 267. 3 6s and 7 4s in that knock.
Well, even though Sheikh, who's just walked in, does have a license to throw his bat at everything with only 2 overs to go and 5 wickets in the dugout, it might be smarter for him to not go for wild heaves, but just put bat to ball and get Sharad Vesavkar back on strike. Well, this kind of big hitting can scare even the best of bowlers.
He had 1 over left, Sandeep Lamachane, but it's going to be Prakash now. The 7th extra of this innings. Been really fantastic batting. Some big hitting coming from the Gladiators this afternoon.
Yeah, Prakash from Singapore, one of the overseas players of the Kings. Gets carted away on the leg side. That's a short boundary. And it might have dropped just in. No cover rider there, boundary rider there. Just inside for a Sagarmatha Cement 4. He's swinging at everything, these guys. Shake for the boundary now.
They're just shuffling across and just playing on the onside. It's another Sagarmatha Cement 4 just landing inside there, inside the skirting. Good striking, picking his spot to a nicety on that occasion.
And the bowler's been giving some advice now. But obviously the communication between the 2 batsmen at the crease is pretty clear. Listen, don't worry about swinging and missing. We trust you. Don't worry about taking a single. Go for a big one every single shot. There are plenty of wickets back in the pavilion for us, 5 of them.
Lots of advices coming in from the senior players. Ryan Burl is having a chat with Prakash. We saw earlier Sandeep Lamachane advising Mukhya. All going in favour of the Gladiators so far. In a big game, in a crunch game, in a knockout game, Charu, runs on the board are always very valuable, isn't it?
Well, people talk about finding it easier to chase, but let me assure you, when you've got a slightly high total on the board, it can create panic in the chasing side because you got to go hard every ball, every over. And that's not easy at all. To digress, of course, and I don't want to be too rough, I think the over it really needs to be picked up in the whole tournament. Big, gone, Sheikh, magnificent.
That's another Pulsar Power 6. Is raining 6s and 4s at the moment. They're striking well. Sheikh as well looks to be a man on a mission. There's been a spicy innings from him. He's looking good, 11 of 3. And he's taken a leaf out of the books of his captain here.
So what was the instruction to Prakash? Because there were people all around him telling him to do what? That was a length delivery. Sheikh had done something similar the previous ball. This time even more in the slot. And this was a big one. Stupendous hit.
Charu, in the death overs, you can't be bowling length all the time. You've got to mix up your pace. I thought Mukhya did well. He got that wicket of Malla as well with that off cutter. You've got to be mixing pace. Bowl Yorkers, both slow bouncers. You're bowling length, you're bowling in the slot. The batsman is waiting for that. 85 runs in the last 30 deliveries. It's been a run feast so far.
Well, some more adjustments in the field. They've got long off comes in, so they have a cover point boundary rider on the offside, as well as well, a very wide third man at the boundary. So is that a short one to be slashed? No, full. And that might squeeze away just for a single to the long off Amit Shrestha, to third man, beg your pardon, Amit Shrestha there. So all the offside boundary fielders are square and beyond and inside.
Well, the Gladiator supporters at the moment, they're on the feet. I think everything going for them. Just saw that bench as well. The supporters pretty happy. It's been really some good batting. The Savkar on strike now, nearing his 50, 48 of 18 now.
This has to be the ball. 3 to go. Savkar can just squeeze it away for a single. Very well bowled. I think the instruction was to bowl full and outside off. That one darted in onto the stumps. If he'd missed, that would have gone.
This is the length they have to try. This is the Yorker length we're mentioning about. It's much better. Always difficult even for a set batsman. Even if your eyes are in. Deep Lamechane would be under pressure here. His last over, his third over was expensive.
Well, I don't want to outguess this match, but it'll be very difficult for the Kathmandu Kings to get 190, 195 or whatever these guys will end up, even 200. Very well done. The instruction was full and wide outside off. That's exactly where he bowled, of course. Sheikh did move across, but beaten by the pace.
There was hit for a 4 by Sheikh. Excellent batting, just carving it on the onside. And then, of course, the next delivery, going for the big one. Excellent strike. Lovely bat flow there from Sheikh. He's looking good in the company of his captain. It was a big shot coming from his blade. A good comeback in the end by Prakash. The last ball was pretty good. And now the last ball of the over.
Again, full. That's popped up. Will Burl be able to get to it? No! Well, he just started a little late, because you can imagine that when the batsman swings big, you think it's going to go big. And all of a sudden, you realize it's not. 19 gone. We'll get back to that 185.
Out. The last ball previous over. That was not timed at all. Ryan Burl just late to start there. And just dropping short of him. Lucky escape there for the batsman.
Okay, Lamichane, can he pick up a couple of wickets here? Reversed. And oh, it needed a quick pickup. Just took his eyes off it. Otherwise, there could have been a run out here. But a big heart for Sandeep to bowl. The spinner rarely bowls the last over. He'll have to show his ability here. But of course, with these guys, you know, they've got nothing left to lose. They'll be hitting it big. And typically, you tend to pick up a wicket or two as well.
After the skipper on 49, it's been a really magnificent innings from him. He's played really well.
Will he be caught? That's a long boundary there and taken easily. Amar Singh Rotella gets underneath it, and what could have been the fastest 50 of the Bajaj Pulsar Epl Premier League turns into a 49 in 19. A brilliant strike rate, and the skipper will be most disappointed for his team, and of course for his 50 as well. Not getting there.
Shaurya, strong hands there by Amar, did really well. Good anticipation by him, keeping his calm, keeping his composure, and congratulating Sharad as well, Sandeep Lamechhane. But Sandeep having the last laugh, getting that important wicket. Sharad, brilliant innings from him, 49 of just 20. There's 186 for 6.
RTR 204V, engineered to adapt.
टिकाउ भनेर जुन पाइ त्यही कार्पेट दिएछ अनि कहाँबाट हुन्छ त
सावधान, तपाई पनि यति कार्पेट खरिद गर्दा यति कार्पेट पछाडी प्रत्येक मिटर
saying you do tend to pick up wickets once in a while. Sharad, I have to say, played for his team. He could have just tickled it somewhere for a single, gotten to his 50, a record 50, but he continued to go big and perished.
Absolutely, and it's going to be Dhamika Prasad now. Done well with the ball. Now he's got a job in hand. Like to finish well here. Just carry the momentum. Gladiators. It's been a good over from Sandeep so far. He's bowled well.
Tosses it up, and oh, what's going to happen here? Will he strike? Yes, there will be a run out. Well, no one's to blame because Dhamika didn't quite know where the ball was. It was very full. He got yorked a bit, bottom of the blade. And Sheikh, who'd been batting really well, striking in 187, sacrificed himself, had to go back, easily run out.
Yeah, he wanted to be on strike, Sheikh, because he was there for some time. Not able to get hold of that one, and the keeper doing well. Good smart thinking from him. And Sheikh was well down. The crease there. Arif Sheikh out for 15 of 8. It's 187 for 7.
Introducing the TVS Apache RTR 204V, engineered to adapt.
टिकाउ भनेर जुन पाइ त्यही कार्पेट दिएछ अनि कहाँबाट हुन्छ त
सावधान, तपाई पनि यति कार्पेट खरिद गर्दा यति कार्पेट पछाडी प्रत्येक मिटरमा रहेको यतिको लोग
2 runs. And once again, Dhamika Prasad can't get it off. And I do think his batsman's going to make it easily. Durgesh, the man there. So it continues to be a terrific over. I'm afraid too many runs already given away by the Kings, though, Ajay.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a good score there posted. Just checking on the run out there. The throw came in. Was he shot of the crease? Durgesh, the new man in. Gulshan Jha was the fielder. Throw coming in. He's well in on the occasion. When the wheels came off, doing the right thing, doing the basics right, dragging his bat. No issues with that at all.
Well, yeah, I don't think he quite dragged his bat from outside. Could have been a shade late, but yeah, safely in. Perhaps he knew that he was going to be safely in. Okay, last ball coming up right after this. The Lamechhane will want to finish well. And sometimes it's strange how even the last ball, if you can ensure it doesn't go big, you go back into the dugout, just believing in yourself a little more as the fielding side.
Absolutely, and the momentum you carry forward, that's so very important. It's been a really good over by Sandeep Lamechhane. Can he finish well?
Tosses it up, it's up in the sky, should be another easy catch. Amar Rautela gets underneath, and yes, as I had anticipated, Lamechhane will go back with a reasonable set of figures here. 2 for 36, and both, of course, coming in the last over. But he did well to slow it up and make sure that Durgesh had to do all the hard work.
Absolutely, and he had to go for the big one. Durgesh finding the fielder, didn't get the timing right. Good niche catch once again by Amar. He's been pretty busy in that direction, and it's been a very good last over by the skipper, Sandeep Lamechhane. Just conceding 3 runs, picking up a couple of wickets as well. So they finish at 188 for 8. Durgesh Gupta, the last man out without scoring of the very first delivery. So Sandeep Lamechhane knows they have a task in hand. It's up.
Shivam, Shiva Arambha, Shivam Sangha.
आज तपाईहरुको सपना साच्चै पूरा भयो
हो छोरी अब हाम्रो सपना पूरा भयो
उच्च सोचको निर्माण सगरमाथा सिमेन्ट जुनी जुनीलाई
बेस्ट चाहनुहुनेहरूको लागि द बेस्ट मात्र उपलब्ध गराउँदै द बेस्ट सौर्य सिमेन्ट
Important crunch game.
Nothing much for the bowlers for Kathmandu Kings. Just about everybody pretty expensive, except Priyanjan, who may have been given one more. 2 for 17 for him, the standout today.
उच्च सोचको निर्माण सगरमाथा सिमेन्ट जुनीलाई
शिवम सिमेन्ट भरोसा अटुट सम्बन्धको
ओहो दिनभरि खेलिरहेको छ त बाबु सुपर हिरोको पावर डाउन होला नि फेरि
डोन्ट वरी मेरो सुपर हिरो सुपर इम्युन छ किनकि उसलाई म दिन्छु रियल इम्युनो
प्रस्तुत छ रियल इम्युनो म्याङ्गो प्लस जसमा छ स्वादिलो म्याङ्गो प्लस भिटामिन सी सिंक हनी तुलसी र अश्वगन्धाको पावर अफ 5 रियल इम्युनो म्याङ्गो प्लस तपाईको इम्युनिटीको लागि
आधुनिक तथा विशिष्ट ग्याल्बोलुम प्लान्टबाट उत्पादित जगदम्बा सुपर साइन तथा जगदम्बा ग्याल्बा प्लस जस्ता पाता
टिकाउ भनेर जुन पाइ त्यही कार्पेट दिएछ अनि कहाँबाट हुन्छ त
सावधान तपाई पनि यति कार्पेट खरिद गर्दा यति कार्पेट पछाडी प्रत्येक मिटरमा रहेको यतिको लोगो हेर्न नभुल्नुहोला
ओहो दिनभरि खेलिरहेको छ त बाबु सुपर हिरोको पावर डाउन होला नि फेरि
डोन्ट वरी मेरो सुपर हिरो सुपर इम्युन छ किनकि उसलाई म दिन्छु रियल इम्युनो
प्रस्तुत छ रियल इम्युनो म्याङ्गो प्लस जसमा छ स्वादिलो म्याङ्गो प्लस भिटामिन सी सिंक हनी तुलसी र अश्वगन्धाको पावर अफ 5 रियल इम्युनो म्याङ्गो प्लस तपाईको इम्युनिटीको लागि स्वास्थ्य जीवनको हरेक इनिङमा सिक्सर शिव शक्ति फ्यामिली हेल्थ ऑयल
सिद्धार्थ बैंक सम्बन्ध सधैँभरिलाई
बल्ल भेटियो सुन जस्तै चुनढुङ्गा खानी बेस्ट चाहनुहुनेहरूको लागि द बेस्ट मात्र उपलब्ध गराउँदै द बेस्ट सौर्य सिमेन्ट
स्वास्थ्य जीवनको हरेक इनिङमा सिक्सर शिव शक्ति फ्यामिली हेल्थ ऑयल
Expert Education and Visa Services is the best place to apply for student visa.
Don't settle for the second best. Rely on Expert. experteducation.com.au
सधैँ on, लाइफमा धुमधाम सधैँ on, एन्सर डाटा सधैँ on।
हामी हाम्रो 4G नेटवर्क त्यसैभर लगातार विस्तार गरिरहेका छौँ रहनुहोस् एन्सल 4G का साथ सधैँ अन सधैँ कनेक्टेड
एन्सर डाटा सधैँ on।
नमस्कार बसौँ न बसौँ अनि किन आउनुभयो होला सिमेन्ट चाहियो त्यही भएर आइयो अखण्डवाला कि मेरुदण्डवाला शक्तिवाला कि भक्तिवाला
ए साउजी नेपाल गुणस्तर प्रथम अवार्डबाट पुरस्कृत असली ओपीसी सिमेन्ट
ए नो कम्प्रोमाइज वाला शिवम सिमेन्ट ठीक रोज्नु भयो
नेपाल गुणस्तर प्रथम अवार्डबाट पुरस्कृत असली ओपीसी सिमेन्ट शिवम सिमेन्ट क्वालिटीको मामलामा नो कम्प्रोमाइज
के पिउँ कि कुन चाहिँ वाला
Celebrating 20 years of sweet moments.
Only Choco Fun for the taste. Only Choco Fun for chocolate. Choco Fun for the fun.
original taste, the original fun, one and only.
Choco, 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 choco fun.
ओहो दिनभरि खेलिरहेको छ त बाबु सुपर हिरोको पावर डाउन होला नि फेरि
डोन्ट वरी मेरो सुपर हिरो सुपर इम्युन छ किनकि उसलाई म दिन्छु रियल इम्युनो
प्रस्तुत छ रियल इम्युनो म्याङ्गो प्लस जसमा छ स्वादिलो म्याङ्गो प्लस भिटामिन सी जिंक हनी तुलसी र अश्वगन्धाको पावर अफ 5 रियल इम्युनो म्याङ्गो प्लस तपाईको इम्युनिटीको लागि स्वास्थ्य जीवनको हरेक इनिङमा सिक्सर शिव शक्ति फ्यामिली हेल्थ ऑयल
सधैँ on, लाइफमा धुमधाम सधैँ on, एन्सेल डाटा सधैँ on.
हामी हाम्रो 4G नेटवर्क त्यसैभर लगातार विस्तार गरिरहेका छौँ रहनुहोस् एन्सेल 4G का साथ सधैँ अन सधैँ कनेक्टेड
एन्सेल डाटा सधैँ on.
बल्ल भेटियो सुन जस्तै चुनढुङ्गा खानी बेस्ट चाहनुहुनेहरूको लागि द बेस्ट मात्र उपलब्ध गराउँदै द बेस्ट सौर्य सिमेन्ट
टिकाउ भनेर जुन पाइ त्यही कार्पेट दिएछ अनि कहाँबाट हुन्छ त
सावधान तपाई पनि यति कार्पेट खरिद गर्दा यति कार्पेट पछाडी प्रत्येक मिटरमा रहेको यतिको लोगो हेर्न नभुल्नुहोला शिवम सिमेन्ट भरोसा अटुट सम्बन्धको
यादले छोडेन मन लाग्दैन केहीमा पनि
आमाको हातको स्वादले ममताको गाँसले घरको याद आउँछ
आमाको हात अमृतको स्वाद
विगत 45 वर्षदेखि अमृत तेल नै हो अमृत
University ground in Kirtipur, Kathmandu, Nepal. I think I've said it enough times. There's something very special about this capital of Nepal, and we're all delighted to be here enjoying the Bajaj Pulsar Epl Premier League. Not easy to put it together under these circumstances particularly. And of course we've had some rain, some weather as well. Despite all of that, we've seen some terrific action, and hopefully Nepal cricket will improve because of this particular showcase where we have television coverage going around to various parts of the world, allowing the locals in the company of some overseas players to show that they're ready for the really big stage.
Oh yes, indeed. For a long time, we've not just seen the sun shining, but sun burning, which is so encouraging for a cricket fan and the cricketers. And that man, Dhamika Prasad, he's been shining as well in the middle with the ball.
Yeah, the heat will not be a stranger to him from Sri Lanka, but this is a different kind of heat, up at nearly 4,000 feet or so. Don't think they have too many high grounds in Sri Lanka. He's been bowling with fire. In fact, he's had a couple of fiery encounters as well with the opposing batsman. Wears his heart in his sleeve, but he has bowled well. So, Raju Rijal will open for the Kathmandu Kings. Priyanjan at the non-striker's end, and they have to, sadly, go hard from the very first over. No luxury here, no taking your time. 10 and over, every over. That can be a really hard ask.
Oh yes, and just a reminder to all the viewers that Ramanullah Gurbaz has had to fly back, and that's why he's not part of the playing 11. And this brings in Ashan, Priyanjan, He'll be opening alongside Raju Rijal, who did wicket-keeping duties, had a tough day behind the stumps, and immediately has to open the innings. Charu, never easy.
No, sir, never. And we talked about the heat, a lot of hard work keeping. And they need a little bit of luck as well to go their way, the Kathmandu Kings. They finished in the last position. And here, maybe some edges that don't go to hand. Who knows? Here we go.
Down the leg to begin with, just maybe brushing the pads on the way to the wicket-keeper. The wicket umpires have done an amazing job in this tournament, all through the tournament. Not been easy, weather conditions and appeals and runouts and close calls, but once again they have been out there in this heat as well, not losing concentration.
And the other ones wearing all black. It can get it's not an easy job. I keep saying that whether it's being a selector or an umpire, you can't offer me enough money to take that job up. It's just, you can't always get it right, and it's pretty brutal.
Nicely bowled. That's Dhammika Prasad bringing in all his experience, played 50 internationals for Sri Lanka. Meanwhile, just coming back to this dugout of the Gladiators, relaxed. Their coach delighted as well. He was a little concerned coming into the Eliminator, but with that smile, it looks like at the moment they're in the driver's seat.
Yep, they're driving a big Gladiator truck and firmly behind the wheel. And it's very important for the Kathmandu Kings not to panic, because, you know, 2 balls, 2 dot balls, and already you may start feeling the dugout pressure. Oh my God, people are looking at me. I need to hit a big one. Well, you have the luxury of another delivery or 2. That's all, Priyanjan.
Nicely bowled, equally nicely played as well. The problem here, Charu, with Kathmandu Kings 11 is that the Achilles heel in this tournament has been their batting. Now they're chasing 188 minus a Gurbaz.
Well, true, that's a big loss, because Gurbaz comes at the top and his strike rate is magnificent. I wonder what Sandeep Lamishan is thinking. Well, maybe I can hit a few big ones, and he did yesterday. And of course, Ryan Burl is their magic man, because he can hit the ball a long way. If he has a good day, then they may think of getting that 189. Otherwise, oh boy, it's a really tough ask. I say it again.
Puller this time, and even quicker. Very slow onto that one, Priyanjan. Regulation field set here with a fine leg and third man rest all inside the circle.
Well, how about that as a start? 4 dots. I mean, what else can go the Gladiators' way? And no wonder what they're thinking.
Well, contrasting moods in the 2 dugouts at the moment. One smiling, one a little too serious at the moment, and quite rightly so. Nicely bowled once again. A single towards mid-off as Kathmandu Kings 11 finally get off the mark in their 5th delivery of the innings.
Yeah, you know, a lot of the deliveries have been full and fairly quick by Dhammika. And on another day, they might have struck it big because they were in the slot. But Raju Rijal just was content pushing it around, and even that single was only a push. You might have expected with 189 to get, you'd heave one away because it was in the slot. So I wonder what the mindset here is. Have they been told by the skipper and others, think tank, that, listen, just keep wickets in hand, and if they got a lot of runs in the last 5-10 overs, we can too. Maybe that's a thought.
Nicely bowled once again. This could be close. Small little slip up. Rohit Paudel not having a great outing today. 1 over gone. It's 2 for no loss.
Shiva Arambha Shivam Sangha.
Introducing the TVS Apache RTR 204V, engineered to adapt.
आज तपाईहरुको सपना साच्चै पूरा भयो
हो छोरी अब हाम्रो सपना पूरा भयो
उच्च सोचको निर्माण सगरमाथा सिमेन्ट जुनी जुनीलाई
Well, never in position to gather that.
Yeah, he's one of the better fielders we have here in the EPL, and it's just one of those things when you know there's a run out, sometimes your mind's eye moves a little ahead, and he must have been thinking of striking. Dhamika bowled a very good over without doubt, because the first over is such a key. You go for 15, sometimes more, 18, and it just sets the wrong pace. But Dhamika set just the right pace for the Gladiators to be able to easily defend the 189.
Oh yes, and he's complemented by another very young, fast, dynamic fast bowler in EPL. Addition for Durgesh Gupta, who's done really well. Sometimes when you're bowling alongside an accomplished partner, you bowl in the shadow of him. But this man has stood out and created his own niche in this tournament and reputation as well.
Without doubt, very impressive left-arm seamer.
Just a little wayward, 5 wickets for him in the tournament so far. But don't go by the wickets tally, he's made an impact in his 4 overs. That's very important.
Game plan seems to be to angle the ball across the right-hander, and which is why he has a slip and a backward point, cover point as well. So if it's just slightly short, a mistimed drive or a slash that can go to hand, that's what Durgesh will be looking for.
When you have a total of 188 to defend, you can easily have an attacking field, a slip positioned, a packed offside. Good tactics here by Vesavkar. Another wide-dish delivery, just struggling to find his line. But Charu, what a moment for this young man and the Bhairahawa Gladiators. Everything going as per plan.
Yeah, they were possibly the form team, and it's just one of those things, make sure that they ended up in 3rd spot. But for me, they were always good enough to make the top 2 in the league stage. They narrowly missed that. We've got quite a few spectators. The sun is out. It's a wonderful day here at the Eliminator. But of course, we're in the knockout stage. So a bad match today, and have to go back home. Yeah, it could be 3 wides in a row, but just inside that guidance line. And it hasn't been a bad start by Durgesh, just a little too wide. A terrific start by Dhamika. And I really don't know what the game plan here is for the Kathmandu Kings. I'm a little surprised because Priyanjan has and Raju don't have a huge backlift. They're not looking to hit it big. They could get lucky with a few edges as well, but for the moment they've been very quiet. So maybe it's just keep wickets in hand. I'll say that again. Maybe that's the game plan.
Nicely bowled this time. Leaving the batsmen once again. Imparting some pace on them.
The coverage, of course, being brought to you by Sportsworks. Oh, gosh, look at the number, the miles of wires, and of course, lots of hard work inside the BCR, broadcast control room. Lots of people hard at work. A lot of gizmos, high-tech, going around the world. No less than any other production crew, they work very hard. And of course, under the circumstances, with all the rain and the recalibration, and of course the heat as well, it's been a terrific effort. We must applaud each one of you guys at Sportsworks for doing a magnificent job. Well done.
Time again, just bordering in the danger area, but lucky to be given away as a good ball, but very close there.
This is getting bad to worse because Durgesh is, of course, sticking to his plan. Those are all short and wide, and I do think Raju should have been expecting it. And he's beaten by the pace time and again. Horizontal bat, of course, you also have to be very careful about the length and read it well. But that's plenty of square cut opportunities that could have gone for 4s or even 6s. And they're all dot balls. This is not looking good at all for the Kathmandu Kings. Something to do with the fact that you were saying that he kept also.
Once again, a similar delivery and a similar shot and another miss. Raju Rijal is unable to just get behind the line of the ball there. He needs to experiment a little bit within the crease and just derail the bowler's concentration.
I'm holding my head, and I have no doubt that the Kathmandu Kings' dugout, there will be a few heads being held. The shoulders would be dropping. And if you mentioned that the mood was somber, now it'll be morose. So many scoring opportunities, and Raju Rijal cannot put bat to ball. They've got another fielder on the offside behind square. So the game plan Seems to be similar, of course. The slip has moved away there.
It looks like a video on loop at the moment. That's because it's being repeated on, and this is frustrating for the Kathmandu Kings 11 in the dugout as well. He's not been able to find bat to ball, and what started off as a poor over with 2 wides is ending up as a very, very good over. He's ending on a strong note here, Durgesh.
Well, he's a good bowler, yes, but it's been all the same length, same line. Most of the balls going over the bat, over the outside, as this one going inside. So he's trying to play for the bounce, but it's been a terrific over. And I don't think you can buy a smile in the Kathmandu Kings squad right now.
Raju Rijal has been the former skipper of the Nepal under-19 team. Finally, he connects this time, but straight to the fielder at third man for a single dhamika there. But what a great over. Only 5 runs coming off the second over.
Shivam. Shiva Arambha Shivam Sanga. प्रस्तुत छ रियल इम्युनो म्याङ्गो प्लस तपाईको इम्युनिटी बढाउनको लागि जसमा छ स्वादिलो म्याङ्गो प्लस भिटामिन सी जिंक हनी तुलसी र अश्वगन्धाको पावर अफ 5 रियल इम्युनो म्याङ्गो प्लस तपाईको इम्युनिटीको लागि
आधुनिक तथा विशिष्ट ग्याल्बोलम प्लान्टबाट उत्पादित जगदम्बा सुपर साइन तथा जगदम्बा ग्याल्बा प्लस जस्ता पाता.
But he got to the slowest 50 of the tournament in the last game. Not surprised that the crowd in Kathmandu are more focused on what they're eating at the moment, because the hunger in the middle seems to have just died a little bit.
Was that samosas? Bring some over. I'm hungry as well, middle of the afternoon. But really, it's been very poor, the start by the Kathmandu Kings. And I'm just horrified at how they could not put back to ball. You can say that the bowling was good, yes, but it was predictable. Bhairahawa, third over.
On target once again over the fielder at slip, but that does not have the pace. Good effort there as they quickly go back for the second run. This is good running. They need more inspiration in the middle, but expect Bhairahawa to bowl a lot of off-cutters. We saw him in the last game.
Bhuvan with the slide and a good pickup, but he was off balance, and which is why the throw wasn't accurate. I don't think the 2 was on, but they did scramble across as the throw wasn't quite good enough for a run out.
Good sliding effort there and good pickup as well. Just that he wasn't in control when throwing, as Charu pointed out, but good running. Again, similar shot. Raju Rijal 4 in 9. Time is running out. Delivery is being consumed and runs are drying.
I don't know. It seems like he's under a spell or something. I mean, there's nothing to those deliveries, and yet he's late on it, banging it to the ground late in the previous over to Durgesh. Come on, Raju, pour some water on your face or something. We need you alive and cracking.
Gladiator fans are happy in their comfort zone. Again, just playing around the offside, but only to find the fielder aside the stumps. It looks like the batsman was in out of shape doing the fielding over there.
Well, you can see what's going on in Priyanjan's mind, saying, well, if Raju can't strike the ball, can't get the ball away for even a single, I want to be on strike. Not that he's done much better, 1 in 5, but this anxiety is just the ripest possible situation for a run out.
Oh yes, it's been a one-dimensional approach right now by Raju Rijal. Just one shot that he's been playing. This time goes aerial, goes big, does not connect it. Looked like as if it was traveling, but just goes to mid-on. Dhamika Prasad doing the fielding, and that pretty much sums up his stay in the middle at the moment.
To me, it's just full of doubt. And though he did try and throw his bat at that one, it was in the slot, it was still only half-hearted. And he's very lucky it didn't go to Dhamika at mid-on. But this is just not very good at all. Avinash Bhairahawa always picking up wickets. 3 for 38 is best. The 2 for 23 was very special.
8 wickets for him in the tournament. A stump-to-stump bowler. Does not experiment much. Bowls to his field. Again, giving the charge. Oh, just hitting him in the wrong area, though. That hurts.
Yeah, once again, just showing a little bit of desperation, Priyanjan, saying, well, I've got to manufacture something, don't I? So he tried to pull one that was a little too quick for him. The 3 wickets of Bhairahawa earlier on against Chitwan Tigers. The wild heave there got him his first. And of course, a nice catch from the boundary as the ball squirted off the outside edge. And finally, towards the end, that wild heave, once again, missing the length, playing all over it. So 3 wickets earlier on. He can bowl. He keeps it pretty tight, on target.
8 wickets for him in the tournament, so he's been doing the job for his captain. Another slow delivery there, picked up this time, fine leg up, and that goes the distance for a Pulsar Power 6. Good improvisation, good innovation. You've got to bring in a fearless approach here. You've got to do something different. 3 overs gone, it's 14 for no loss.
Shiva Arambha Shivam Sangha.
Introducing the TVS Apache RTR 204V, engineered to adapt.
चाडबाडको खुसियाली यासुदासँग यसपालि यो दशैं यासुदा घर ल्याऊ खुसियाली फैलाऊ।
स्वास्थ्य जीवनको हरेक इनिङमा सिक्सर शिव शक्ति फ्यामिली हेल्थ ओइल। YY Dynamite Damcha.
Continues. Same delivery, same shot, the same miss. Raju Rijal's frustration in the middle has been well documented at the moment.
I'm just in a daze myself. That's the 6 hit by Priyanjan last over. Tried to do that the ball before, missed it. This time he hit it from the middle of the bat. So that was a nice shot, yes. But Raju Rijal is batting like he's in a trance. Every ball has gone the same angle, virtually the same line, same length, and he cannot put bat to ball.
Finally connects this one straight to the fielder, and that goes past Arif Sheikh behind backward point. That's the Sagar Mata cement for. Finally, Charu can breathe a sigh of relief.
And so will the Kathmandu Kings, because even though there was a very narrow gap there, he threaded it. And I'm suggesting that every ball, even the previous over, should have been sent for 4. Did I not say that earlier? Because they're all set up for the square cut. But Raju just unable to read that. I wonder what now Durgesh will do, though, because finally, hopefully, Raju Rijal has found some mojo.
Yes, he needs some runs, and he needs it in quick time. That's because it's a very steep target they're chasing. Captain Vesavkar, what an innings. He played 49, gave the impetus.
Well, that one square cut has now spread the field out. So we have a backward point at the boundary line, so there are plenty of gaps on the offside. He can continue to strike it big. Some minor adjustments on the offside, and this is better. 2 men behind square on the off, but a little fine-tuning still going on. Nevertheless, if that is the line and the length that Durgesh has been asked to bowl again, Raju Rijal should just go for it big, swing the bat hard. And I've been talking about over rates. Now this minor adjustment here is taking 10 minutes.
Yes, the captain will need to just keep that in mind as well. Too much of time being spent on one fielding position. Now the wicketkeeper as well going back to his place. The delivery was the same, but the intent was something else, and the execution was totally poor over there. Raju Rijal trying to do a Priyanjan, completely making a hash of that.
Yeah, he got it horribly wrong, but the ball was once again predictable, which is why he tried what he did, but very inelegantly, and Priyanjan was ready. His eyes open for that single. I'm not suggesting that Priyanjan can do much better, but looks like the field remains the same. So Durgesh will continue angling it across the right-handers, and maybe Priyanjan and slash hard.
What happens over here is that Priyanjan now will be under pressure to find bat to ball. Gives the charge, gets an inside edge, and that races away behind the wicketkeeper for a Sagar Mata cement 4. That was coming.
Well, I don't mean to play sides, but I'm almost happy for the Kathmandu Kings that they've got another boundary here just to keep it a little more interesting. And maybe Priyanjan doing the right thing, not so sure. Giving the charge to Durgesh is very intelligent. Very fortunate, Priyanjan.
Almost dragging that onto the stumps. Very fortunate. But at the other end, the runs had dried up. Durgesh has bowled well. Don't go by the two boundaries that have gone. He's bowled with a lot of heart.
And he's stuck to the script. So 3 men on the offside, just around square, waiting for that hard slash. He has to slash it over them.
That's a no ball against the run of play at the moment. Durgesh bowling so well. And just the license, just the freedom for Raju Rijal to maybe tee off.
Well, I hope Raju just shuts his eyes and swings it big. Because I fear for the Kathmandu Kings that Raju might let the no ball go as a dot ball, the free hit that is. Yeah, that's also maybe a little more. No, well over the line, wasn't it?
Big.
So Raju, come on, show us that you can hit the ball big. He had a couple of good innings earlier on. Maybe that wicket keeping you mentioned has kind of just depleted his energy somewhat. He's been late on every shot.
Charo, maybe one of those days where just not able to connect. We've all played the sport and we understand that. Not just coming out of the bat, for me at least.
Well, but T20 is brutal, Mikhail. You can't have 4 or 5 dot balls being given away off the very same kind of delivery.
Right, the field is being moved because a run was taken. Long mid-off goes to long off. Again, the same shot, nicely fielded. That man, Dhamika, you can't keep him out of action. Not really. That is Hasim Ansari, if I'm not wrong. Getting a confirmation on the Dhamika, it is, of course.
There were another waste, another occasion that Raju was just too late on the shot off the inside edge. Dhamika doing well to fling himself to his left. But that really was a very poor shot off a free hit. Everything going well for the Gladiators. The Kathmandu Kings falling far behind now in that big chase for 189.
Nicely bowled once again, just moving in the crease and playing that towards mid-wicket for a quick single. 4 overs gone, it's 27 for no loss.
Shivam, Shiva Arambha, Shivam Sanga.
आमाको हात अमृतको स्वाद
विगत 45 वर्षदेखि अमृत तेल नै हो अमृत
बेस्ट चाहनुहुनेहरूको लागि द बेस्ट मात्र उपलब्ध गराउँदै द बेस्ट सौर्य सिमेन्ट
Expert education and visa services. Don't settle for the second best. Rely on Expert.
Four overs gone, 27 for no loss. Kathmandu Kings 11 need a power hitter at the moment. Need someone who can take the attack to the opposition. Dhamika has begun well. Only 2 runs. Durgesh a touch expensive. Bora 9 of his first over. But otherwise, going by the batting in the middle at the moment, it has been on second gear.
And the ladies with the Kathmandu Kings, and I'm sure there's more than just a little bit of concern, as there should be for Priyanjan as well. I hope Priyanjan and Raju are having a big chat in there, because Raju now has eaten up 15 deliveries during the power play, and that can be really expensive if he does not accelerate hereafter. So it's a huge pressure on Raju Rijal to now maybe get 30 from the next 10. And only then would his strike rate be decent, because if you eat up the overs now, the number of balls now, and then don't accelerate, it's just brutal on those who follow.
Oh yes, and the opportunity is still presented with 2 more power play overs. He has a mid-wicket and a long on at the moment for Kushal Malla, who bowled extremely well in his last game. It was his first outing, but he's responded well. He drew a lot of high balls.